On the road, yet back again. And in this one, we look back at Season 3. Season 3, wow. Going to be almost 3 hours of on the road back to back as we remind ourselves what happened out of football. As usual, at the end of this, we'll be crowning a Season 3 champion and we'll be doing the individual awards as well. A nod of appreciation, if you like, for atmosphere, facilities, food and drink, and of course cost. But before we do that, we're going to kick the whole season off, and we started things way back when with #United. Enjoy. On the road, yet back again. And to say that you guys haven't been asking for it would be an understatement. As you can see, right now I'm sitting in traffic. Some things never change. Whilst we're here, let me introduce myself to anyone that's new to the channel. My name's Smiv and I travel around the grounds. That could have been the series name for this, but around the grounds, back again, doesn't really have a ring to it, does it? Basically, the idea behind this is go to as many football grounds as possible and rate the experience in the form of atmosphere, facilities, food and drink, and the overall cost. So strap in, because today we're heading to Coles Park, home of Heron Borough, but we're not going to Heron Borough because also there's another team that ground share there. They go by the name of #United. You might have heard of them. So strap in, let's go. Hello, mate. So basically, some donut has decided to break down somewhere. It's caused traffic everywhere. Finally, though, I've managed to find a stretch of road. As you can see on the other side, though, there's traffic. It goes on for ages and ages and ages. And it's the worst when you're in it, but when you're on the other side driving past it at 70, there's something very satisfying about it. It's still going for ages and ages and ages. And you get the picture. We're going on the M25. Hold it. Go on then. And would you look at that? We're on the M25. Most avoid it. Others have never even been on it. Me, I'm on it. We're braving it. I'm doing it for you guys. Shout out to all the people that love stickers. They put them on their laptop. They put them on their suitcase. They put them on the back of the car. As we travel some more, it's a lovely day. And I'd love to stay on the M25, but we are being told to go on the M11 now. I'm going on the M11. And now I'm on the M11 where they're telling me that the Woolwich ferry is closed until the 31st December. Interesting stuff. If you're watching this after the 31st, crack on. Fill your boots. But Dad, I need the toilet now. Kids, eh? Just a sign to tell me if I go over 50, I might be caught by a speed camera. Try getting me at this speed, mate. You ain't got a chance. Anyway, a shot of more signs telling me to go on more roads. This is the North Circular, aka the A406. It's not the best road, but it's certainly not the worst. How do they say in French? Comme ci, comme ça. Je m'appelle Smiv, j'ai joué au foot avec ma poisson. C'est pas bon. Supermarché. Talking of supermarchés, I do need to pop into Costco at some point. I need like an industrial-sized box full of dishwasher tablets. Yeah, what was I saying? The A406. It's the road I normally take to Tottenham. Well, it hasn't been recently. We've been going Wembley. But whilst we're here, let's go and have a look at the ground. To get there, we need to take the high street. Oh my god, a KFC. Oh my god, a Greggs. Oh my god, a McDonald's. Oh my god, Dem's meat. That's got to be said, I am hungry, but I am holding out for half time so I can get a burger. Otherwise, this video is a complete waste of time if I don't eat. Anyway, as you can see there, Tottenham's new ground is towering above. It's massive, it's huge, and it's still not yet done. And do you know why it's not done? Because Danny's taking his third break of the day. Which ain't as bad. This is his second break, but he's still taking a piss. And Gary over there is wasting time talking to a Tinder date. It's ridiculous. So following our detour, we just go past White Hart Lane Station, and yeah, just gonna wait here for a bit. We're going again behind a learner. Make sure you indicate around this bus, mate, because you might fail your test. No, he's done it. Well done. Here's a couple of #fans on their way to see the big game. And then finally, to my left, not that you can really see it, is Coles Park, home of Heron Borough, ground shared by #United. Just parked up. It's free. Can't ask for any more than that. And then from the car park, it's a short walk to the ground. Would you look at that? We've got queues at non-league. Love it. As I check out the admission prices, I can't see anything. Do you know why? Because that's free as well. Stop it. Boop. So I'm in the ground. I've just bumped into Josh, Zev, and Ali.
Hello. Hello. Hi.
Hello. I've also bumped into Mr. Stephen Howson filming a documentary today.
Hello.
Oh, hey. So today is non-league day. It's a day to celebrate non-league football. And for the most part, the people that keep the club running, because a lot of them are actually volunteers. Shout out to those guys. So that stand you just saw, I'm on my way to it. So it's up these stairs, and here's our view for the first half. Now, normally I do a few facts where I say, name, #United. Founded 2016. To be honest, I've not got much more than that, so I'll let the man behind it all explain how they come to be in non-league football.
Started a YouTube football team, played some games, got a kit deal, started an esports team, did a tour, did an academy series. Eventually, we went into an actual league. That's quite good though. Got a new kit deal. Now we're in non-league, playing some games, losing some games, drawing some games, winning some games. Got a manager, signed some new players, got a new kit deal.
Nice one, Spencer. I think you covered everything there. Apart from the fact you've attracted over 400 people to a non-league game. Fair play. And would you look at that? The teams coming out today. It's #United versus Benfleet FC. Now today we get our first glimpse of the new hashtag kit. Snazzy. The yellow one's alright too. And it's a little warm-up. Benfleet, not looking as enthusiastic to be fair. And then eventually our ref for today can get us going. We've got fans from other clubs. I spot a Chelsea. I spot a West Ham. There's a Man United down there, but more importantly, food. All right, Smith, it'll come. So early signs in this game suggest that it's a little bit windy. It's Black Bag here, loving life. Talking of loving life, #R. Yeah, that's 1-0 at early doors. Goal scored by Ryan Adams. Not to be mistaken with Brian Adams. It's certainly Ryan Adams. If I sit in here, I've got the best view of people bringing back food. I'm hungry. Meanwhile, the referee's having a chat to this pole. You can clearly see there's someone behind it. Nice try. But you didn't know there was two. Magic at his best. We talked about supporting other clubs earlier. I can't work out what this blue shirt is. Oh great, there's me trying to work out what shirt that is, and now I've missed a goal. It was Neil Richmond from close range through the keeper's legs with the cross coming from the far side from that man Ryan Adams. So it's fair to say hashtag are very much enjoying their life in non-league right now. Top of the league. Best thing about non-league, if you can't see, grab a chair. Hashtag manager Devs don't want a chair though. He's up giving orders, making sure his team go and get more goals. I mean, who don't want more goals? At the other end, this could be a goal. Now that right there is sneaky from Dad. He's going to have to get you some more chips at half time. I mean, this guy's feeling it. He's off to get a burger or chips or even both. I'm sorry, I'm just really hungry, guys. I need to stop filming people bringing back food, eating food, going to get food and thinking about food. Once again, we've got another black bag over the far side demonstrating how windy it is today. I can't confirm or deny if it's the same one as before, but hey, there it is. It's only bloody Ipswich, innit? Of course. Missed the second goal for that. Cheers, pal. Maybe this guy managed to film it on his mobile device. Oh my God, I don't believe it. Look at the size of that black bag. Question is, where on earth are they coming from? Someone's got some answering to do here. I'm sorry, but more people getting food and drink. Surely that's underage drinking, though. Do you know what? I'll turn a blind eye on this occasion. Yep, there I go. Shout out to the social team keeping you updated on, well, all the socials. Wonder if they're aware of the black bag issue. I wonder if I was the only one in this ground that thought that this was actually a save.
What a save!
That's a goal, scored by Jack Unwin, and that's hashtag 2, Benfleet 1. As we kick off, referee just checking his watch. Still time for Benfleet to maybe get an equaliser before the half-time break. Here's the number 8, sliding in there, but he's missed it. Well, just when we thought Benfleet were coming back into it, they've given it away and conceded up the other end. It's hashtag 3, Benfleet 1. Zoom in on this man's face. And so it's a kick-off, and a check of the left wrist. Then the right wrist. He's got 2 watches, don't you know? And then a blow of the whistle for half-time. Go, go, go. You know what time it is. Ah. Cues. It's alright, I'll be patient and eventually I will get to try the cuisine here at Harringay Borough. And just a reminder, we are at Coles Park, home of Harringay Borough Football Club, which is creating a better sporting environment in Harringay. So I'm still waiting, and where I was running late this morning, you'll notice I didn't have time to put socks on. Drop a like on the video if you're wearing no socks. Whilst waiting in the queue, I bumped into Palmer's and on the road fan George.
Hello.
Hello. Getting close, but been here about 15 minutes. The hygiene rating is 5 stars. Will the food be 5 stars? Plenty of notices about food allergies. They've just got to cover themselves. It's what you got to do these days. And let's check out the prices for a cheeseburger. It's £3.50. To be honest, I thought it'd be free. I mean, come on guys, the parking was free, the entry was free. Where's the free food? Just gonna wait another 10 minutes while this guy nicks all the salt. Would you look at that? I've been served a Coke. On the road viewers, no, it's all about the Dr. Pepper. Unfortunately not today though. Well, I bumped into Danny who loves a beer.
Hiya, mate.
Hello, still waiting. Oh, more wind and more bags suffering. As you can see, I've got the goods. It's a cheeseburger and a Coke. That's £4.50. Now the good news is, despite missing 20 minutes of this second half, score stays 3-1. Not missed any goals, which means I can eat my burger a happy man. It didn't come like this, by the way. Substitution time. Ryan, not Brian, is making way for YouTube's Charlie Morley. Meanwhile, we've got an injury over the far side, which allows Benfleet to have a water break. And following that injury, another substitution. It's another YouTuber in Theo Baker making his way onto the field. There he goes. You know what, guys? I don't know why I do it to myself. Coke, it's just not the one for me. Whether it's original taste or not, it's just not working. But Benfleet are looking to get back into this game. Apparently this guy's offside though. Human ruler over there, straight as anything, says otherwise. The message on the bibs today is keep it down for the kids. Basically, don't swear. Oh, well, there goes that plan out the window. But it is a good plan, especially today. There's kids everywhere. Thorpe Park showing losses today, I'm told. Update on the bin bag situation. Like I say, I don't know if this is the same original one. He's having a great time, though. Those winds continuing to blow from east to west. Honestly, though, that's just a guess. Just ask a weatherman or something. I've got to be honest with you guys. This second half, there's not been much action. See what I did there? Been much action. And all I can say right now is admiring from a distance. Now we're up close and personal. Anyway, here's a shot. Blocked. Back to the real action, and there it goes. I don't think it's a heavy duty sack. I think it's one of those cheaper, weaker ones. You know, the ones where you buy like a roll of 40 and you think, I've had a bargain here, but they're actually really crap and cheap. You say to yourself, I'm never going to get them again. The next time you do go and get black sacks, you think, I'm going to get the heavy duty ones, but it turns out you have to remortgage your house. And you only get like 15 in a row. It's just really bad. Shot from distance from Benfleet, but that ain't going to trouble Jamie Jackson in goal today. Introducing Spencer's mum, who's trying to get the crowd going, which has been pretty quiet today, has to be said.
Oh no, things just leapfrogged the pair of them. Oh, excellent.
Great question from Danny standing next to me.
Has anything really happened in this half?
And the answer to that is, well, no. Whilst we're here, you can rate your shoes out of 10. Benfleet substitution, unfortunately no digital scoreboards down here today. There's a hashtag photographer looking to get the shot. And let's be honest, he's a handsome man, but the social team probably won't be using this one. It's that time of the game where the ball's in the corner for ages, and I'm more interested in filming a helicopter in the sky. Question, it's bugged me for years. Why did Adidas put their logo on the back of shorts rather than the front? It's always baffled me. Not long after that fault, the referee blows for the final whistle. So it's time to keep Coles Park clean by throwing my Coke in the bin. Right before we go, we're going to listen to the raffle, because they're giving away stuff. On entry, I was given a raffle ticket for free, and in a minute, I could be potentially going home with a hashtag shirt, a pair of Adidas boots, a copy of FM19. But before that, I signed a ball for a fan of the videos. It's Daniel.
Hello.
Hello. Turns out I didn't win, which means there's nothing more for me to do other than let the crowds go. I'm that guy, you know. Whilst I do that, I get some random shots of seats. Anyway, should we rate this experience? Let's. Okay, we're going to start where we normally start, and that is atmosphere. And unfortunately for hashtag today, there was none. Despite the high crowd, there just wasn't any atmosphere. You know, it could be down to a number of reasons. The audience audience is much younger than your average football crowd. The club itself are very much in their infancy. They're not used to sort of putting on a show for crowds. There's no songs, there's no nothing at the moment, but over time, I'm sure that will come. Unfortunately, it leaves me no other choice but to give this just half a star. It's down there with the Chelmsford City. Up next, we've got facilities, albeit it's not hashtags ground, it's Heron Boroughs, but we're going to rate it as we see it. First of all, it's got a stand, which is a plus, and an elevated view as well, which is also a bonus. They've got refreshments, they've got a bar inside, not that I went in there. The pitch itself is a 4G surface, which means they can hire this pitch out every single night and make sure that they're earning money as a club. Not hashtag, but Heron Borough. Definitely a great thing for non-league teams. Any non-league team with grass will struggle to make the most of their facilities because they don't want to ruin the pitch for when it comes to match day. But yeah, I'm going to say the facilities for the level it's at is just above average. We're going to give it 3 stars. Okay, into food and drink now, which is by far one of the most important parts for me. Granted, I did miss a large chunk of the second half because I was queuing up for a cheeseburger and onion, but the burger was banging. It was worth it. 4.5 stars, and that was rushed. They were stressing. However, you guys know the rules. I didn't manage to get a Dr. Pepper at the ground. Unfortunately, I'm going to knock half a star off for that. So overall for food and drink at Heron Borough / hashtag United, it's going to be 4 stars. Finally, we're looking at cost, and by far it's the least I've spent at a ground in, well, ever. The parking was free, the ticket was free, the raffle was free, the food and drink came to £4.50, which means my total spend was £4.50. An absolute bargain, so I can't not give it 5 stars. That's 5 stars. So now that I've got a collection of clubs under my belt, I thought I'd better bring out a league table. Thanks to Jared on Twitter, he's been keeping a close eye on the scores since the series has begun. As you can see from this league table, it's Dartford FC that lead the way with a total of 17 stars, an average of 4.25 per rating. Great day that was. Question is, where the hashtags sit in this table? If we scroll down, you'll find that they will be in 13th place. Not a bad position at all, considering they've just started out as a club at this level. Go on, I'll scroll to the bottom because I know you want to know. It is Gillingham. Not a great day at all, was it? As I say, if you want to check out any of the on the road videos, they're in the playlist. Go and check them out. All that's left for me to do is get the hell out of here. We just got this car on lease. It's the first time we've ever owned a new car. All these gadgets. I can't stop pressing the boot button. Look at that by itself. Anyway, that brings us to the end of this on the road at hashtag United. Drop a like if you're happy that on the road is back. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new for updates on the road, and of course my weekly vlogs as well. And as I always say, I'll see you in the next one. Peace. Lucky for you, that next one is coming out right now. Of course, it's Ipswich Town. Let's go find a tractor. On the road. Oh, let me just sort this out. 2 seconds. Obviously, it's an eyesore. I just want to get this out of the way, but it doesn't seem to be budging. Nope. Just gonna have to stay there, unfortunately. On the road, yet back again, and today we're heading up the A12 to Portman Road, home of Ipswich Town. Now, this mob are known as the Tractor Boys, and if I don't see a tractor on the way, I'm going to be heavily disappointed. So far, I've seen this, and traffic. It's got to be said, I'm heading into absolute chaos right now. Old Satius Navius has given me a deal. He says, take left and I'll save you 4 minutes. I'll take that. Cop Dock, there's a name. And so the scenic route it is. Bus on a Saturday, welcome to Ipswich. And so it's over this bridge, past the Earl Kitchener, almost run a red light, and then find myself at a red light, where on my left is a cycle warehouse where stock bikes are available to ride away today. Satius Navius is telling me I'm 5 minutes away. He's not lying either. Football fans. More football fans. And even more football fans. Where's the car park? There's the car park. We're in the car park. I hope this isn't the last space. It wasn't the last space. I'm walking to pay for a ticket. Yeah, that's right. I'm in the West End Road car park. I'm going to be a few hours. We'll stick another one on just to be sure. Did that thing where the coin gets stuck in the machine. Boom, got the ticket, that's £4. I'll park him. In you go. Next destination, Portman Road. I'm going to follow these guys and go from, yeah, it's a nice day, to wish I brought a jacket. Right through to, you got any sun cream, Barry? What continues as I go over 2 drains. Lucky, apparently. Now I found an official programme booth. And just like that, got an official programme. Wonder what the unofficial ones say. Anyway, £3 spent. Let's find our entrance. The cobbled stand. Don't think that's me. Well, look, Hall of Fame entrance. Where's John Walk? But no, seriously, I swear he's in every pack that I've got. What a Sir Bobby. Rest in peace, my man. In fact, I think we're sitting in the Sir Bobby Robson stand. Story checks out. And I can go between turnstiles 26 and 41. These will do nicely. So here we go. £30 spent on a ticket to watch Ipswich Town versus QPR in the Championship. So I was lost, but a view of the on the road videos pointed me in the right direction. It was Ethan. Thank you very much, mate. We're going upstairs. Then some more stairs. 1 step closer. And here we go. Okay, a few more steps. Steward. But beyond that, here's our view for today. Actually, that's a lie. We're going right to the back. I'll take this seat. And this, my friends, is my view for today. I'm having a ball. Time for my normal Instagram shot. Follow me on there. Links are in the description below. As always, big shout out to the groundsmen. Without them, we'd all be playing Sunday League. Not long after the teams are on their way out, we've got some appreciation. Some more appreciation. And some appreciation given straight back to the appreciation. Got to be said, I'm appreciating the appreciation. Right, listen up. Hang on. Who's missing? Oh, Joe. Joe, hurry up, mate. Otherwise, I'm going to spread rumours that you're using absolutely fabulous. All right, boys, this is the deal. We've been crap recently. You know that guy that does the on the road videos? He's here today, so we need to kind of put on a show. We play well, the crowd will get up for it. That's the atmosphere sorted. The other 3 bits are out of our hands, but at least let's do something right. Yeah, interesting one. We'll see how this fares compared to Loftus Road. Before that, let's give you some facts. Name, Ipswich Town. Founded 1878. Home ground, Portman Road, which has a capacity of 30,311. Anything else? Well, my first actual memory of Ipswich Town wasn't a good one for them. They lost 9-0 to Man United. That still stands as a Premier League record, but the only other team to score 9 in the game was Tottenham, but they did concede 1 against Wigan. 9-1. And just like that, we've kicked off. Not long into it, though. New balls, please. Anyway, Anyway, let's have a look around. The opposite stand down there is the Sir Alf Ramsey stand. Well up, son. To our right, we've got the cooperative stand. Love a bit of naming rights. Although I hope this stand is cheaper for food than the co-op because, well, it's just too expensive. Give me Aldi all day. The co-op stand also houses the subs benches. You'll see Paul Hurst there. That's the Ipswich gaffer, while QPR manager Steve McLaren takes a more relaxed approach. Then finally, just in front of us here, or on the left, this is the cobbled stand where the QPR fans are housed. They're further down though. They're the ones making the noise at the moment. Finally, it's the stand I'm in at the moment. It's the Sir Bobby Robson stand. You knew that, and this guy's about to fall asleep. Should have seen it at the Borough game. They were all chucking stuff at me, and I was like, boys, do one. Yeah. Couple gave it back to me, and I was like, you really want to try it? You really want to try it? Tell you what, tell you're brave. What's it like being a deputy supervisor? Well, Gary, it has its perks. I get to put my hands on my hips and wear this cool hat. Yeah, I like it. So anyway, guys, if you're new to the channel, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. So for those that don't know, I have an ongoing campaign. It's called Justice for Stewards, and it's set out to make sure stewards get a little bit of game time as well. I mean, look, I feel for them. They've got all this action going on the field, and their job is to just stare back at us to make sure we're not doing anything wrong, like use a selfie stick or have a bottle cap on top of our Dr. Pepper. That's if they do Dr. Pepper anyway. I mean, you got this guy here. I don't know what his position is. He's certainly not deputy supervisor. He hasn't got the hat, but he's getting an eyeful, so that's promising. Meanwhile, Maureen swapping seats. I think her view's obstructed. I can't see anything down there. You've got that bar along there. It's just in the way. I can't see. Yeah. You should come up here, Maureen. There's plenty on the go. More over here and all. Anyway, we're going to continue with the corner for QPR. Oh dear, 1-0 to QPR. No one got a touch on it other than the Ipswich keeper from the corner. I think that's going to go down as an own goal. At least this lot are happy. Unfortunately, it's made for a very quiet stadium. Not long after, another QPR corner. This time, Dino in between the sticks. He's caught it. So it's ball girls that are on show today at Portman Road. I suppose you could get this one down, could you? So Tony heads for the toilet. I assume it's the toilet. We've got a worrying sight. Justice for Stewards might not be a thing at Portman Road. Although I've had a tweet from Ethan who helped me find where I was sitting. He said, enjoy the game. I appreciate that. Lots of appreciation today. And I hope he enjoys it too. Tony's back. No food or drink. Definitely a piss. I had another tweet. Harry Levy's telling me that he's at B-Wood today. It could be Brentwood. It could be Bournemouth. It could be Bollywood. I ain't got a clue where it is, but the most important thing is there's Dr. Pepper there. Meanwhile, on the field, it's not been the best of games. Ipswich not really showing much signs of, well, anything at the moment. The only signs they are showing are the ones on the back of pretty much every single seat. That was someone's job, to make sure the 33,000 people in here know that there's no smoking. Over on Instagram, plenty of people dared me to put their comment in the video. There you go. Now, is this a toilet break or a run for the front of the queue? And I'm considering doing it myself. It's a risk, but to be honest, there's not a huge amount going on in this game. We're doing it, people. It's against everything I stand for, but we've got to do it. I'm hungry. To the front of the queue we go. I could have sworn I filmed the prices. I normally film the prices. I'm really disappointed in myself. Instead, what I've probably done is click the record button to stop filming the prices when really I've actually started recording just a load of mash here. Anyway, bad news, ladies and gentlemen. No Dr. Pepper. I've got a cheeseburger as well, which doesn't look too promising. I'll keep you updated on its progress, but £2 for the Coke, £4.50 for the cheeseburger. That's £6.50 spent. Oh god, we've got an issue. Soft drinks allowed, but only in plastic cups. I ain't got a plastic cup. It's a silly rule. It's a really silly rule, and sometimes, guys, you just got to break those rules. I stuffed the bottle of Coke out of sight, gone straight past the steward. He thinks I'm rocking a cheeseburger. And if I was him, I would question me. I'd be like, where's your drink, mate? You can't just have a cheeseburger on its own. However, he's failed to do that. 1-0 to me. I've made it back to my seat, no questions asked. Now, if we just hide that behind the seat, he will not have a Scooby. You know what? He's not going to have a Scooby because he's watching the game. Justice for Stewards is a thing at Portman Road. And so it begins. The queues are about to grow. Looks like the Ipswich fans are livened up a bit thanks to this drum. Any signs of a goal, though? Not a sausage. Talking of sausages, here's my burger, which isn't a sausage. And there's a bite out of my burger, which isn't a sausage. And I'll let you know my thoughts on that burger at the end of the video. I mean, the fans are really trying to get me on the team. But nothing is being produced on the field to get me excited. And it just got a little bit worse. Penalty to QPR. And up steps Tomer Hemed on loan from Brighton. All sorts going on, goals going in, half-time whistles going, cheers and boos all in one clip. So for now I get to bring you some half-time entertainment, hit some balls through the holes. It's simple stuff. Well, not really, but this lad makes it look easy. Then as this lad steps up, I can't help but look at this number. Clive sporting the orange away kit, hands on hips there. Oh, he's hit the crossbar. Next up, Clive's ruining the shot. Well done, mate. Well, he missed anyway. That's your half-time entertainment. Oh no, it looks like they're going to have another go. Oh, Clive, please, mate, get out of the way. Anyway, this shot here, no good. Oh, mate, seriously, sit still. Do you know what, guys? I'm just going to have to call off the half-time entertainment. I do apologise. Meanwhile, the subs are getting soaked, and Clive is finally sitting still. How would you look at that? Teams are coming back out for the second half. The sun is shining, and the comeback is on. I wasn't even ready for that, but Ipswich are looking awful. So far, so good on the drink. We haven't been caught. The only downside, of course, is it's not Dr. Pepper. Clive's really settled into his seat now. He's looking very comfortable. Trevor, though, not looking too comfortable. Happy days, I can confirm Justice for Stewards at Portman Road is a thing. And Ipswich have got a free kick. Frustration. I wonder what Marcus Evans thinks of the performance so far. The game's took a turn for the worst. It's just got more boring. Wish I had some headphones and a Spotify account. I'd be well sorted. Oh, hello. Chance for Ipswich here. Good save, but wouldn't count. The human ruler has decided it's offside. Fair play, though. The drum is beaten again. When things aren't going your way and the decisions don't go your way, that's when it gets frustrating. Time for a digital scoreboard. I don't know who's coming off, I don't know who's coming on, but what I do know is the comeback is on. QPR though, with another goal, will definitely kill this off. Just when I thought he was settled, Clive's on the move again. Nope, he's found another chair. Here come QPR here, ball through. That's going to be offside. And look at that, I'm loving that form. He definitely is part of the human ruler family. Straight as a ruler, I guess. He's definitely got to that point of the game where you're making plans for tonight. Indian, Chinese, or should we just go out? Let's go out. There's that new, what's it called? That's, I don't know what his name is. It's a Malaysian restaurant. I don't know what it's called, but we'll go there. Nah, they've just had enough. Just had enough. The only positive thing about leaving early is beating the rush, and these guys certainly are going to beat that rush. For everyone else, though, they're staying, they're supporting, they're believing the comeback is on. Just having a look up here, this speaker has seen better days. Dust the cobwebs off, it might give you a bit of life. Oh, sad times, Maureen's off, she's had enough. And so is this lot. And don't forget the Spurs fan that came with them. A very interesting choice of a tyre for Portman Road. Talking to which, how are Spurs doing in the cup final? 1-0. Love that. Just added a tweet from Dan. Don't worry, mate. You want another fan of another club? This time it's Chelsea. If football did non-school uniform day, this would be it. Ref, can you smell that? Someone's kicking up out there. No, ain't me, mate. As you were. Clive's on his way out of here. Where's he going to sit next? Possibly the bus or the train or any other mode of transport that he used to get here. He's out of here. Have a good one, Clive. Have a good one. Clive's not the only one that's out of here, though. One by one, everyone is slowly moving. Full time as the boos ring round Portman Road, although they still appreciate the support. Should we rate this experience? Let's. First up, we're talking atmosphere, and as I say, the game itself has a big part to play on what the atmosphere is saying. And let's be real, it wasn't a great game. Ipswich could have been 3 or 4 down by half time. Wasn't to be, it was 2-0. Even then, Ipswich fans didn't really have much to shout about. Second half, just as bad. Only positive for Ipswich is they didn't let in any more goals. I'm sure at Portman Road, and like any other ground that I've been to in the past where there isn't much atmosphere, on another day there might have been, but this, have to rate as I see it. I'm sorry, but we're going to go 1.5 stars. Next up, we're talking facilities. It's not a bad ground, to be fair. I mean, it's not one of these all singing, all dancing new stadiums, is it? But it's fit for the Premier League. I kind of like these grounds. I'm going to go, let's go 3 stars. Oh, hello, did someone say food and drink? I said food and drink. Let's talk about food and drink. Let's talk about the burger, which I didn't see get cooked. It was one of those already wrapped up ones. So unfortunately, I didn't get the option of onions. Cheeseburger it was, and cheeseburger I got. The bun was rock hard. The burger was okay, and the cheese was, well, it was in there somewhere. It was comparable to one of those microwave burgers. Let's put it that way. And I'll be honest, I don't mind microwave burgers. They're all right. So 2.5 stars. We're going to take it down to 2. Obviously, no Dr. Pepper at Portman Road. That's 2 stars, my friends, for food and drink. Finally, we're talking cost. Was it value for money? Well, what did we spend in and around the ground? We spent £3 on a programme, £30 to get in the place, and finally £6.50 on food and drink. Now, having been to plenty of games now at various different levels, I've kind of got a grasp as to what I was expecting to pay, and it was around this price. Now, had I seen like an 8-goal thriller, it would have been value for money, but it wasn't to be. It was a crap game in the end. I'm just going to stick straight down the middle on this, because the cost was, like I say, it was around what I was expecting. We're going to go 2.5 stars. Now, the big question is, where does Portman Road sit in our league table? Obviously, Dartford is leading the way. You know, it's going to be a good day if we ever beat that. You can see it's not in the top 7. It's not in the top 10. It's not in the top 20. Ipswich Town, as far as I'm concerned, you're on par with Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Unfortunately, you're second from bottom due to alphabetical order. It was that atmosphere. It really killed you in the end. Another day, another story. And so it's time for me to head off as I pick up my programme, make my way down the steps and out of the stadium. Do you allow, Bobby? I just spoke the number 1 dad. Debatable. Meanwhile, I continue walking, and so do this lot to the train station. Meanwhile, I'm heading to the car park. The very car park I was sat in for about 45 minutes. This still hasn't come off, and I don't think I'm going to be leaving Ipswich for quite a while. And so I'm just left to stare back at Portman Road. Ipswich fans, what needs to change? Let me know in the comments below. And as for the rest of you, let me know what you're thinking of the series, any improvements you'd like to see, any additions, and of course, keep letting me know where you want me to go next. But until then, I'd love it if you could support the channel by dropping a like on the video, subscribing as well, and I will see you in the next one. Oh yeah, and I didn't see a tractor. Disappointed. It was disappointing, but let's hope we can pick things up as we travel to the Garden of England, that'd be Kent, but more specifically, Ebbsfleet. On the road, yet back again, and today we're heading to the Kuflink Stadium, home of Ebbsfleet United, as they take on Maidstone United in the National League. So for those that don't know, Ebbsfleet's in Kent, which means I'm going to have to go over the bridge. It's toll time, but before toll time, I'm going to head into my old manor. It's Little Thurrock, it's Thurrock, but little, where I eventually pull up at the Boozer, more specifically, the Oak. I'm walking to the Oak, and now I'm in the Oak, where I bumped into Nosey and Tomo from Palmer's FC. I bumped into Henry from Palmer's FC.
Hello.
Hello. Nick from Palmer's FC's in the background. Yep, there he is. We're currently discussing Tomo's trousers, which conveniently goes well with my jumper. Oh look, Jack from Palmer's FC's joined us. Meanwhile, Nosey's got his legs out. Will he regret it? Possibly. Now, final guess for tonight. This new signing Nick from Palmer's FC. Saucy. Off ski. And in my car, I'll be taking Tomo and Nosey. Who called shotgun though? I think you'll find it was Tomo. And so we're off. Down the parade and into traffic. And more traffic as we hit the roundabout. Useless knowledge time. My dad used to work with oil tankers and he knows exactly what these letters and numbers mean. First of all, this is called a trico board and the information on it is for the emergency services in case of an accident. No accidents, please. As I say, each letter and number means something different. Number 3 in this case means foam. In case of a fire, put this out with foam. The letter Y means you need to be using breathing apparatus. And the letter E means means an evacuation should be considered. What about the 1203 underneath? Well, my friends, that's a dangerous good. Where are you going? Hang on, come back. Oh, I'll catch him up. Yeah, 1203 is a dangerous goods United Nations code for petrol. And that red diamond next to it just means there's flammable liquids inside. Now, my friends, is your road haulage lesson over for today. If you want to learn more, read a book. Anyway, moving on. We're on the roundabout and it's time for a sing-song.
And then a hero comes along.
No, no, no!
Step to carry on.
Just to carry on!
Yeah, that'll do. Actually, no, it won't. The song of all songs has just come on. I'm sure old school Palmers fans will know exactly what video this comes from.
You don't have to take your clothes on!
Ah, memories. Take me back. And take me back here as well. Sad times. What's even more sad, it's going to take us 41 minutes to get over a bridge. This bridge. We're only bloody on it, but according to this sign, there's an obstruction, so we better slow down. We're slow. Trust me. I'll cut the crap. We got in the left lane, picked up speed, and now we're rolling into Kent. Did someone say Kent? I said Kent. We're in Kent. We've just paid £2.50 for the pleasure. Now we're taking the first exit on this roundabout where that McDonald's is. You know, the one that was a house, and then that rich guy kind of turned it into a McDonald's. What's his name? Can't remember his name. Anyway, we're going up here. And then we're going down here. And now we're on a road called Stonebridge Road, and on the left, that looks like a stadium. The Kuflink Stadium, which means we're here. Let's pass the blows and twos without the blows and twos, and we're looking for a space. This will do nicely. And so we're walking as Knowlesy continues to question whether shorts are a good idea. Alright, would you look at that? I've seen some prices. If I'd shaved in November a bit earlier, I might have gotten for free. Alas, I did not, and I'm being identified as an adult male. That's £15 for this ticket. And this is great. Ground sponsors Kuflink are offering me 7.2% on my investment. Even better, for free Mars bar. Knowlesy is definitely regretting his short choice, skipping around trying to keep warm. And now he's off inside to get some beers. Meanwhile, I'm hungry now. I'm going to eat first. They're screaming about the bacon burgers, but I'll stick with the cheese. They ain't running out of buns anytime soon. You've got to have onions. It's an absolute must. And there it is, minus the top bun, but I just wanted to show you the insides. That's £4 spent. Tomo certainly looks satisfied with his. Just so you know, Ebbsfleet United are building in the future. Through the window of a not-so-futuristic building, I've spotted a Henry and a Nick. So in we go, but they've gone out the other door. Great. And so we're back outside. Everybody's here, including Jack's cousin Alex. Hello, mate. That's nearly time for kick-off. Let's get going. The floodlights are certainly working. Just so you know, these gates will be closed on match days at 6 p.m. As we go up these steps, it's time to feast our eyes on the Kuflink Stadium for the first time. Very nice. Let's find a seat to stand at. I found a seat to stand at, and we're just in time to pay our respects.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I could have your attention, please. Following the tragic events at Leicester City's King Power Stadium on Saturday evening, where Leicester chair Vijay Srivanathrapa and 4 others lost their lives, we will observe a moment's silence, paying our respects to all those affected by those terrible loss. The silence will start on the referee's whistle and end when he blows again.
Did have a good view, but now this lad's sat in front. Nice one, Brad. It's got to be said, the place is pumping. I forgot to do that thing, didn't I? Let's do it now. Name: Ebbsfleet United. Founded 1946. Home ground: the Kuflink Stadium, which has a capacity of 4,769, 2,179 of which are seated, but not heated. There might be 1 or 2, but I can't confirm or deny. Anything else? Well, despite being founded in 1946, the history goes back a lot further. You got Northfleet United, founded in 1890, then Gravesend United, founded in 1893. It was these two clubs that eventually merged to create Gravesend and Northfleet, and that was their name until more recently, in 2007, they changed their name to Ebbsfleet. Right, history lesson over. We're all set. The lino's got a spring in his step. Love that. Gotta be careful though. It's slippery out there. So with this being El Kentico, Ebbsfleet definitely ain't Maidstone. It's the battle of the photographers, but who's got the bigger one? Them, that is. So according to the scoreboard, we haven't kicked off yet. Still 0 on the minutes, but we're definitely underway. Considered eating my Mars bar, but Tom had a good idea for half time. On the pitch, I've just spotted Jack's breast implants. Not long gone and these pair of nicks are off. Jackson to join him in the toilet too. Freeze a crowd. In case I miss anything, this one's got it covered. The first real chance of the game here is the ball sent in from the free kick. Looping header into the danger area. Keeper's got that covered. As always, Instagram shot is up. Follow me on there. Links are in the description below. With a little refresh, I managed to capture the first 3 comments. Follow me on toilet break. Looks like these 3 have gone for a beer. They won't be allowed back in until they're drunk up though. Oh look, they're back. That was quick. Alright, they hid their beers. Sneaky, sneaky. An alcoholic version of what I did at Portman Road. And now it's Henry this off. He fancies a beer. And so does Knowlesy. And Jack's got his beer. So I'm a little bit confused. Looks like there's some subs benches over there, but they're not in use. That's because they've got these subs benches over here, which are in use. Chance? Yeah, never went out. Lino knows. Turns out, no beers for Knowlesy and Henry. Food all round. Well into this one now, but still no time on the clock. These 2 are well and truly tucking in. I'll let you know how mine went down at the end of the video. As I always say, welcome to non-league football. Just like Knowlesy and Henry's, it looks like a few stragglers are looking to get their food before half-time, including these.
Hi, Smiv. Hi, mate. Nice to meet you. He watches. I watch every single video.
Love it, love it, love it. The Fleet kiosk is about to boom. Half chance up the other end from Maidstone. Ball put across the box. No one on it. It's definitely that time. I can feel it. We're going to make the move as well. Mind the step. Which one? Oh, look, we're back here again, but I'm not getting something to eat. Oh, no. Introducing non-league hot chocolate. Chuck the free Mars bar in there as well. £1.50. Job's a good 'un. And so we're going back into the ground just in time as well. Would you look at that? Someone's fixed the clock. 45 minutes. Let's go. That might be worth pointing out. It's just me and Tomo watching this second half at the moment. Henry's just joined us. And Ebbsfleet keeper Nathan Ashworth. Bit of unit, isn't he? The first potential chance of the game goes to Maidstone here. And if at first you don't succeed... maybe just don't try in the first place. So this lot haven't shut up. Fair play to him as well. You know what, it's got to be said, support can pay off. Yeah, 1-0 to the Fleet. I missed it, didn't I? Checking a bet. In fact, it was this bet. Nice one for us. If they weren't happy before, they're definitely happy now. Hey, new signing Nick's just joined us. He's bouncing. Meanwhile, Maidstone substitution on a digital board. Love that. There's not many about, but I can confirm that justice assurance is a thing at the Kuflink Stadium. Right now, though, it's Maidstone getting on top. Shots. And crosses. Oh dear, it was all going so well, wasn't it? I think Knowlesy joined us just in time for it. Josh in front is making use of his free Mars bar. And now I've found Nick. I don't know what he's doing, but he's having a good chat with the police. He must know them well. Here's Tomo asking me to film this. He's messaged someone called Russ. I don't know, but he's asking... I don't get Snapchat. I'm sorry. Oh look, Hennessy's tired. And just as well, we're fast approaching the 90, which is the perfect time for Jack and his cousin to finally find their seats again. I don't know where they've been. I think you can tell from this who wants 1 point and who wants 3. And that was the last action of the game. Yeah, time to get out of here, but before we do, let's rate this experience. Alright, we're going to start off as usual with atmosphere. For a non-league game, it generated a lot. Normally, with most games you go to, you'll find the away support is a lot louder than the home support, even though there is more. But here, that was completely turned on its head. Maidstone didn't really hear much out of them, other than when they scored, of course. They might have been singing, but I definitely didn't hear it over this lot. Ebbsfleet, you're going to get 4 stars. Liked it a lot. Alright, what about facilities? Well, we're at the top of non-league here, and it's a league that's got a real mix. It's some teams have been in League 1, League 2, and they've dropped down, and you've got teams that have gone right from the bottom of the pyramid all the way up, and it's a good mixture. Some teams are semi-professional, some teams are professional, and that does have an impact on the facilities. As for Ebbsfleet, there are 3 sides to the ground that were pretty standard, to be fair, but there was one side to the ground that was a lovely stand. I'm guessing it was built recently. And not that they're doing too great at the moment in the National League, but if things do progress with the club, there is expandability there, I'm sure. It actually outweighed my expectations, which is better than alright, which means I'm going to go with 3 stars. Time for the big one, food and drink. We started off with the burger, didn't we? I need to put it out there now, it's not the best burger I've ever had, but it was decent. 4.5 stars decent. The hot chocolate was good, and despite it being a market employee, the free Mars bar was good. Had it been a Freddo, I might have invested invested. I didn't see Dr Pepper on offer, but the score still stays high, doesn't it? It's 4 stars for food and drink. Finally, we're talking cost. Was it value for money? Of course it was. It's strange because I've always gone down the route of the game having to be good to be value for money. I'm going to put it out there, this was a crap game, but I still had a good time. Came away with good atmosphere, from a good place with decent food. It's another high score for Ebbsfleet, isn't it? It's 4.5. So the big question is, where do Ebbsfleet sit overall in the on-the-road table? Well, they don't top the table, but they do sit in third. A very respectable score of 15.5 as they sit in amongst Colchester and Leyton Orient. That ain't bad at all. Happy days. As we walk, it's back to the car and we are out of here. And I just want to say thank you to everyone that's been supporting the channel recently. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, hit that subscribe button, click the bell for notifications for when a new video comes out. And yeah, just keep tuning in. It's much appreciated. Of course, if you like this video, do drop a like. Leave a comment as well where we should go next. Please give it a share to anyone that might not have seen the On The Road series. There's a whole playlist with other videos of other grounds that I've been to. So sit back, relax and enjoy it. On a bit of good news, we got to the crossing 1 minute past 10, which means it was free to cross this time. Happy days, and I'll see you in the next one. On the road, yep, back again. Missed this last week, didn't I? Which is why I'm eager to bash one out for you now. Obviously get a video out for you too. Which is why I'm heading around the corner to the 9th tier of the English football pyramid. Step 5 in the National League system. Where are we going? We're going to somewhere where I really struggle to find a high-res version of their badge. Straight out of Microsoft Paint is Hullbridge Sports FC. Well, they check out the women's badge. That's a lot better. Go with that. Now, I'm currently on the A130 towards Chelmsford. Fast road. Fast road. And it's not long before I'm going to take the exit for Wickford and Southwood and Ferrers. I mean, look at me bashing out all these local names for local people. Consider taking the exit for Rettendon and giving you the whole backstory of Essex boys, but I ain't got time. I've got a football match to see. This right here is a man who doesn't know how to look right, and this right here is a very dark road. By day, a very nice road, a scenic road, a very honest road. You got Fred with an unmanned stall giving away free-range eggs. Leave a donation though, help him out. Sandra's doing the same. She's giving away her homemade pots of marmalade and jam. But by night, this is what you got. An episode of Crime Watch waiting to happen. Pretty soon we're out the dark road and there's a sign for Hullbridge, and all of a sudden I'm in a car park. Not too sure why it didn't record me coming in, but I'm here now. I'm going to park here in front of this fence. Not a bad fence. And I can imagine not long ago this tree was causing havoc. It's been cut back by some local tree surgeon, and I do not like it one bit. It's a sad sight. Check my messages. This is from someone, and now I'm off to find that someone. Parking is free, by the way. Touch. Welcome to Hullbridge Sports. Support your first team. More importantly, who's your second? Oh look, and I found the someone. It's Charlie from Palmer's FC.
Hello.
Hello. So the situation is we don't know how to get in. There's table tennis going on. In fact, I was year 6 table tennis champion in primary school. Doubles runner-up. Nicky Keating messed it up for me. We haven't spoke for years. Now, if you notice this notice, you'll notice that this notice is not worth noticing. However, this is worth noticing. If we misbehave, we will be banned from all venues in Hullbridge. Although I'd like to think if I did misbehave tonight, I'd still be able to get some marmalade and or jam from Sandra. And just to misbehave, I wouldn't give a donation either. Free jam, man. Now, Hullbridge are playing West Essex tonight. There's one of their players who can't get in either. So I guess the only way in is to go through this fence, I guess. And it's Charlie that's made that gap possible. What a hero. What a hero. So I just realised we're in, but we haven't even paid for a ticket yet. I mean, really, we're in. There's Hullbridge. So in an attempt to find out where we pay for a ticket, we're in a bar. The Bridge Bar to be exact. And you better believe it. They've also got mini cheddars as well. Big fan. What's the time? Coming up to 7:30? No, it's Dr Pepper o'clock. This is my round. £4.30 on drinks. I now walk away with said Dr Pepper. I'm still in disbelief that there's a place that's got it. I can't actually remember the last ground to have it. I'm sure there's a hardcore on the road viewer out there that will remember. Let me know in the comments below. Charlie's gone to the toilet, so I'm having a look around. Who remembers Tuesday the 13th of May 2014, the night Hullbridge won some silverware? It was a trophy and a cup. A trophy cup. So according to this sign, there's no drinking or glasses beyond this point. Bit harsh on those that are thirsty or visually impaired. Imagine being both. Now here's something I wish was open. Seafood, pie and mash, salt beef. Could do with a salt beef bagel to be fair. Maybe I'll pop back on a Saturday sometime, see if they're serving. Right now, I've got to find something else. Like the turnstiles from inside the ground, we're able to pay for a ticket. That's £6. Bargain. I must point out we did walk in the wrong way. And we just bumped into Hullbridge manager Darren Manning.
Hi, mate.
Hello, mate. They're having a little look around. There's seats, there's officials, there's comfier chairs, that must be the corporate box, and there's a bin. Hello, mate. How you been? Just to let you know, there is no standing in front of the seated areas. And this, well, I'm not sure. Either it's not done or it needs a new fascia. So as I said, Hullbridge are playing West Essex tonight. Here they are, warming up. And Palmer's FC fans may recognise this lad. It is, of course, Mr. Callum Bloss. If you're new to this channel and you don't know what Palmer's FC is, it's my Sunday League team. We make videos over on that channel. Go and check it out. Yeah, Bloss is gifted enough to play at a slightly higher level. But the real question is, can we get Bloss to do the floss by the end of the night? If he scores, I think we've got a pretty good chance. Anyway, that's our look around. I'm hungry. Let's go and get some food. This window's open. He's assigned to demonstrate that. Next to that is the team lineup being written as we speak. As you can see, number 10, Blossy, he's starting. Now, to be honest, I'm not too sure who this guy is, but he's actively writing down the team lineup as well. Of course, he's using the Christmas collection shortbread box to lean on. You know, you got to make sure that pen doesn't go through the paper. Meanwhile, we've ordered not only a cheeseburger, but cheesy chips too. Would you look at that? Players are starting to merge, including Blossy there. And number 7, he's getting the handshake in early, making sure he gets the decisions. Who is number 7 though? I'll tell you who. It's Tanvir Ahmed. Still waiting on the burger and chips. Whilst I wait, I thought I'd go pitch side and get the teams walking out. Yeah, just letting you know now, it's pretty quiet here. One of the subs over the other side cough. Bound to happen though, it's that time of the year, innit? Whilst on pitch side, I will point out that I'm quite impressed with the surface. Yeah, I said surface, not service. Service is lacking a little bit at the moment. Lino's just checked if there's any holes in the nets. There's plenty, as you can see. And the man we've all been waiting for, the water boy. Or the waterman. Actually, by saying waterman, I might have offended one of many middle-aged women who's on an absolute mission to gender neutralise every single thing that's out there. Funny how these women haven't said anything about mother care though. Anyway, we're still waiting for the food. And we're just about to kick off.
I don't think I know anymore.
I'm thinking hot tomato soup and crusty bread might have been quicker. The look on Charlie's face says it all. And so the first action of this game is with West Essex. Corner sent into the box. Not cleared. There's Tanvir. Off the line, up the field it goes. Here they come again now. Once again, cross from the number 11 there. Flag goes up over the far side. Straight as a ruler. Perfect form. And would you look at that? The burgers are ready. Just waiting on the cheesy chips. So whilst we wait, I'd like to introduce you to my burger for the evening. No onions, but wasn't offered. In goes Charlie for his first bite. And following that, the cheesy chips have arrived. Straight out the packet them ones. And I'll let you know how I got on at the end of the video. The burger and chips, £4.50. Decent. Eventually we do find a seat or two. Charlie's going in. These two quite clearly ignore the FA compliance notice. Remember this one? Yeah. I mean, it's nothing to do with me, but if the right person sees, I mean, they could be banned from every venue in Hullbridge. So I finished the chips, but half the cheese is on the polystyrene still. I'm peeling it off, but I'm also taking some of the polystyrene too. It's not that nice. Charlie over. He's obviously got room in his diet for polystyrene. Enjoy it, my friend. Enjoy. Just let you know the Dr. Pepper has been opened. I don't know what's happened, but Hullbridge got a penalty. Jimmy Cox stepping up. Is it the Denver? New balls, please. You know, Charlie's getting that shot for Instagram. Gotta get those likes. Gotta get those likes. I find a common phrase towards officials in football is you should have gone to Specsavers. It's a certain type of fan that says it. They normally say it like this.
You should have gone to Specsavers.
But to be honest, that's neither here or there. More importantly, what's wrong with Vision Express? And even more important, why is this guy here? Did he not read the sign about glasses beyond this point? And look, he's here now. Let him do his job, but after that, he's getting banned from every venue in Hullbridge. Charlie's been and just returned with a non-league hot chocolate. That'll cool down nicely for him in about, well, next year. Here's another one off the Denver. West Essex looking for a chance of their own as Tanvir breaks into the box here. Come on, Tanvir. Oh, falling awkwardly there. He looks in some discomfort. That's not good. If he goes off, I'm going to have to learn someone else's name. Meanwhile, this is an ideal time for Jimmy to explain what he was doing with the penalty. Apparently, he wanted to score from open play instead. Most non-league clubs have a hardcore following. Here's all two of them for Hullbridge. We continue with a dangerous corner for the home side. In it goes, bouncing everywhere. Tanvir with a clearance off the line, and then after that, it's just a Sunday league scrap. Time to share an image from tonight on my Instagram. You can follow me in there. Links are in the description below. Meanwhile, I've got an injury to the ref. I don't know why, but there always seems to be a funny side to it when a ref gets injured. They're human too, right? 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 Right, the hardcore making moves. I sense half-time is up on us. And then it's half-time. Score currently 0-0. Now, don't stop, mate. Keep going. So it's time to keep this place beautiful, put this in the bin. And we thought the game was quiet. Half-time, another level. You know, you can download those sleep easy tapes, you know, straight out of the rainforest and whatnot. The Hullbridge edition will be out soon, I'm sure. So Charlie wants another drink. Should we get another drink? Let's get another drink. And just like that, we're back in the bridge bar. Oh, makes sense now. Let's mention my Instagram photos up. They've been up 7 minutes, but the mother-in-law likes it. I asked you guys to fill in the gaps. On the road! Yep, Tom Orlandini got it spot on. Isaac White got it spot on. On the right on the ball too. And some of these people too. Let me know in the comments below if you see your name. Right now, I'm doing what Limp Bizkit told me to do. Keep scrolling. Or was that rolling? Not sure. And Charlie's got his drink. He's a happy man. And now we're back out to see the players emerge for the second half. Please do not agree. Oh, it's lovely to see you too, mate. This is Hullbridge captain Jimmy Cox. Some hardcore Palmer's FC fans may recognise him from a couple of videos. For bonus points, let us know what Sunday side he plays for. Right, we're changing positions. Going to give you another angle of this fantastic ground. That's right, we're following the atmosphere. The hardcore. And obviously down here, plenty of scope to advertise your local business. Look at this, we're anticipating goals in Hullbridge's favour. We're underway and it's Jack Coker who's going to make sure we don't see any goals. Ultimately though, this is the best part of non-league, being up close and personal. Question, have you ever wondered what's in a goalkeeper's bottle? Is it simply water? Is it juice? Could it be an energy drink? Here on the On The Road series, we always find out the answers to your questions. Not that that was any of your questions, it was just something that I wondered and yeah, we're about to find out. Charlie, take it away.
Capes, what's in your bottle?
What's in the bottle?
Yeah, is it just water?
Huh?
Water or...
Test it.
No, is it just water?
Yeah.
Nothing special?
That's Space Jam water.
Alright Charlie, once you looked at your notification, make a note of that. Space Jam water. Check me out, I've gone proper social now. I'm over on the Twitter. Follow me up. Nathan, aka Borough Nathan, has dared me to fit the word fascia into the video. I noticed. I've already done it, mate. Meanwhile, chance for Hullbridge. Let's see if we can go around the other side of the ground. Nah, tough luck. Unfortunately, I think that's where things end here. Otherwise, we'd be mixing it with the benches. According to this flag, the wind is picking up slightly. Now we're back behind the goal. There's a chance, but that's gone well wide. Hullbridge really getting on top now.
That's a good ball. Oh, he's got to attack it. Oh, keeper!
Just realised this isn't just known as Lower Road, it's known as the Ryan Heaton Stadium at Lower Road. Well, he's getting pretty nippy out here. I might have to have a word with Ryan, see if he can switch on something. One thing Ryan has done is he's turned up the atmosphere.
Come on, boys, let's keep going. Keep going, Blues, come on.
Time for a sub, no digital board unfortunately, and it's Tanvir, he's coming off. I'm afraid I don't know who's replacing him. Talking to digital balls, we've got no digital scoreboard I'm afraid. This one, very much manual. I don't know if Paul's job here is to actually keep this updated. Either way, he's having a quiet one tonight. But you know what, mate, you could probably slip off for a quick pint. Go on, no one's watching. Go on, you can do it. Yeah, great idea. He's Blossy on the ball now for West Essex as he puts this one into the box, but the flag has gone up. That is offside. Yeah, Gaffer Paul's left the scoreboard unmanned. You're going to find him or what? Quick one, just to let you know that this window is still open. Time is ticking. You join us with a Hullbridge free kick. Got away with that one, didn't they? Overall, the game's been pretty dead. I'm left wondering, are we about to see a 0-0? As Hullbridge continue to attack, you never know. Perseverance can pay off. One's it in the final minute. Substitute Nathan Scarborough getting it. This could well be the final kick of the game. No, minutes have been added on, and rather than go to the corner, they want two. tell you what, it's always a risk doing an East Side celebration at this level, but Michael Solako took that risk, and it paid off greatly. Also got a second goal for Hullbridge too. Happy days. Not for Blossy though, I don't think we're going to see the floss. Sorry guys. Final whistle imminent. We won't have any struggles hearing it. We might have some trouble seeing it because I didn't record. Sorry.
It's just me.
It finishes Hullbridge 2, West Essex 0. Hullbridge second in the league, and of course pushing for promotion. Best of luck to both sides for the rest of the season. So as we leave this non-heated stadium, which Ryan claims to have heated, we say goodbye to Blossy. Is he going to do it? Come on, Bloss, do the floss. Happy days. The only thing that would have made it better is this. Should we rate this experience? I think we should. Okie dokie, as usual, first up, we're talking atmosphere. I don't really need to say much, do I? There was none. I feel bad, like, giving no stars, so I'll give him half a star, but that's the very best they're going to get. Moving on, we're talking facilities, and to be fair, for the level that we're at, I think this is actually alright. I might have to do a couple of other grounds at this level to see what's what. It's got everything you need. Free parking, a bar, a football pitch, plenty of places to stand or sit, and bins. Gotta love bins. I'm told they're looking to improve things some more. I was happy with it. Again, for the level we're at, we're talking 3 stars. Next up, the big bad boy. The most important one is, of course, food and drink. We're going to start with food. I actually didn't like the look of the burger. Minus the onions, it wasn't looking too promising. However, it was alright. Bit of a skinny burger, complemented nicely by the chips that came straight out the packet of insert brand or supermarket here. Don't forget to add the cheese. It might have been because I was hungry, but I was actually happy with it. 3 stars. Rather than knocking the score down because of no Dr. Pepper, I'm bumping it up. We're talking 3.5 stars for food and drink at Hullbridge. Finally, what about the cost? Well, can't complain. Free parking, cheap round, a £6 ticket, and burger and chips coming to the price of what an individual burger would at some other grounds. It's non-league prices, isn't it? It's 5 stars. So where does that sit? Hullbridge Sports FC overall in the on-the-road table? Well, a total of 12 stars sees them sit down in 18th, sandwiched between Reading and Newport County. Not bad. So my friends, it's time to leave, as Charlie has a go to floss. It's into the free car park, where my car still remains in front of the nice fence, and the tree's not growing much either. And here we go, we're out of here. Goodbye Hullbridge Sports Association. It's been fun. If you're new to the On The Road series, go and check out the playlist with all the other grounds and games that I've been to. Ideally, I want to be doing this on a regular basis and going out further as well, so you can support me by dropping a like on the video, subscribing to the channel, sharing the videos out, and of course, leave a comment below where you want me to go next. Hopefully you enjoyed this one. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. And where be that next one, you ask? Well, we're going deep south. It's the home of the Stone Island Jacket. Of course, it's Millwall. On the road, yet back again, and today we're heading to one of the most hated teams in English football. It is, of course, Millwall Football Club. No one likes them, but they don't care. Now, if you're stumbling on this channel for the first time, please hit that subscribe button for more on the road videos. If you're returning to the channel and you haven't yet subscribed, please do so. This series is slowly becoming a little bit of a hit, so all your support is greatly appreciated to maybe go a little bit further and possibly international, who knows. Now, previously, I was in non-league at Hullbridge. The video itself got just over 3,000 likes, so we're going to try and up that this time. If we can get 3,500 likes on this video, I'll release the next on the road. So yeah, it's simple. Subscribe, click the bell for notifications, drop a like on the video, and maybe share it out, you know. Sharing is caring. Anyway, that's all the begging out of the way. Let's crack on with the video. Now, to be honest with you, I was never going to go Millwall on my own, was I? And it just turns out there's been a particular Millwall fan that's been tapping my shoulder for the last 6 months, and he goes by the name of Jack from Palmers FC. Another plug time. If you're not familiar with my Sunday League football team, Palmers FC, head over there to watch some footballers that never made it. I'm not really selling it, am I? So anyway, here's Jack from Palmers FC. Take me his time. Oh, there he is.
Millwall.
Oh. Alright, yeah, on the road, yeah, back again. And today we're heading to, yeah, we've done that bit. Because we just approached Dagenham on the A13. Traffic. It's been on and off until this point. Should have jumped on the train. But we didn't. And as we approached Rotherhithe Tunnel, the police are letting us know there's no animals, pedestrians, or pedal cyclists allowed. I guess that's fair enough. They've got their rules, but I don't know if that was in order of priority, though. And to be honest, I can't see a dog walking up to the tunnel going, oh, you know what? It did say back there that we weren't allowed. So once more, we are in traffic. And then eventually we're turning left into the Rotherhithe Tunnel. Cars only. Cars only. It certainly looks like there's a big operation here to make sure no animals, pedestrians, or pedal cyclists go through. Alright, here we go, here we go, here we go. No overtaking. I don't know what they're on about. They could get plenty of animals down here. Horses in single file, your average sized dog 2x2, dozens of cats. I mean, look at this, plenty of space. I'd go as far as saying elephants after midnight. So like most tunnels, there's light at the end of it, and suddenly we're on the other side of the river. Now, our destination today is Jack's Nan's. You know, there's a parking space for us, which is about 10-minute walk from the den. So let's go, let's go, let's go. We'll just find a parking space along here somewhere. Parking space found. Now we're on foot, demonstrated by this shot. Jack's also on foot today, and we've just seen the first of many Stone Island jackets. We continue our walk down Trundley's Road, and the experience so far is living up to everything I expected. Jack's got a couple of Rolexes for sale, or no Lexes, I'm not sure. Either way, it's got to be said the second hand is sweeping. Time to walk up these steps, over the train track, and down this path which looks like something straight out of Football Factory. Oh, it is. Okay. A little further on, we've reached our destination, but we ain't getting in without a ticket. Let's get one. We're waiting for one. We've got one. That's £28 to watch this championship relegation battle against Bolton. We're in the upper blocks of the Dockers stand, and there's always time for a photo. And in Jack's case, there's always time for a fag. Loving this sign: bottles, cans, fireworks, flares, knives, illegal drugs, cameras. Basically any item which may cause harm or injury. Well, I'm not going to whack anyone over the head with this tiny piece of equipment. Let's go in. And so we're in, and we're hungry. Rather than waiting at half time, we're going to get food now. Jack's already making a mess. He's gone for a sausage roll. Me, however, I've gone for the pie. Steak one. As for a drink, no Dr. Pepper, no Coke either this week. I'm just going to go for a water. I mean, it's very bland. Hey, it is what it is. I didn't get the individual prices, but £5.90 for the two of them. Not good. Not good at all. Following that, we're going upstairs because we're in the upper. In fact, we're in a football stadium. I like this sign. And so we're walking, and here is today's view of the den. That's That's not actually our view. We're going up and away. This is our view.
We are Millwall from the dead. No one likes us. No one likes us. No one likes us. We don't care. We are Millwall. So Millwall. Millwall from the dead.
By the time I'm tucking in, it's alright. With my hands full, Jack's there to film the teams coming out.
We're the best team in London. Oh, the best team of all. Everybody knows us. We're called Millwall.
Great singing, Jack. Oh, wait. The best bit's yet to come, he said.
Let them all come down to the bed. Come on, you lion!
Beautiful. Probably better than the pie. Oh, we've missed a couple. 1 and 2. And a kick-off. Let's have a look around. Up here, we've got the North Stand, which is home to the away fans. Obviously, that we've got the South Stand, also known as Cold Blow Lane. Obviously, us, we've got the Barry Kitchener Stand. That's where the subs benches are. The stand we're in, that's the Dockers Stand. With that done, should we give you some facts? Let's do that. Name: Millwall. Founded, older than your nan. Home ground: the Den, which has a capacity of 20,146. Anything else? Well, originally Millwall were known as Millwall Rovers. In 1889, they changed their name to Millwall Athletic. This was due to relocating to the athletic grounds. And by 1920, they dropped that, became Millwall, and was invited into the third tier of English football. History lesson over. Want to know more? Go read a book. First up, a save from Jordan Archer. Not laugh, there's the Bolton fans that are cheering. Yeah, that was a 9-year-old on the announcer. Meanwhile, flat caps are getting in the way. And Bolton, to be fair to them, they're defending well. Funny enough, I didn't actually see any no smoking signs in this place. And justice for stewards, with this rowdy bunch, it's not a thing. Like 1-0 down, this lot are pissed off. Following that, we've got an injury to the ref. That's 2 games in a row I've witnessed this. So with the break, I thought I'd put out my typical Instagram shot. Follow me. Links are in the description below. The switch-up's been had, and this is what they think of the new lino. Millwall. The score 1-0. Jack just showed me the live table. And now we've got an injury. Millwall. So this lot commented on my Instagram post. Let me know if you can see your name. Following that injury, we've got a substitution. More frustration. I thought I was going crazy first time, but there's definitely a kid on the tannoy.
I repeat, 6 minutes.
Back to the game though, it just won't go in.
Go on.
Millwall, injury and a half-time whistle. So it's time to, we've eaten. Where are we going, Jack? It was down those stairs, down these stairs, and out the emergency exit. Keep clear. Jack needed a fag. So it's back up the stairs where the kid's on the takeover again. These are the half-time results.
1 QPR 1, 1, Swap Norwich 3, Wigan 0, Reading 0,
And we never got that final result. We're back in our seat. But not our seat, another one. We've just gone a bit further up. I'm thinking better views, less flat caps in the way. Big up Ted, making sure the ground's beautiful. Brad's at it too. Nice one, mate. Terry, though, he ain't doing much. Let's get nippy. Scarves on, flat caps on. I said get your flat caps on. Oh, hello. Found another. These geezers are loving their photos, I tell you. Did someone say flat cap? I said flat cap. I've tried again. It's not a thing. It's not. More photos. More of this. It's a sad sight. Odds on one of these having a stony. There you go. Happy days, happy days. Anyway, Bolton make their way back on the field. And out come the Lions. Gonna get the kickoff. Oh, missed the kickoff. There's Bolton. They're looking to double their lead here. There is a guy that loves his pie. I'm a poet, and I never really considered that as a chosen career path. I came up here to get a better view, but now this is the view. And heads up, it's going to be the view for the next half hour, I think. There's a couple down there waiting in the wings. Long story short, this geezer here, we'll call him Brian. I know his name, but we'll call him Brian. He was a bit of a donut. He got caught smoking in the toilets. But it wasn't just Brian. There was about 20 other geezers, he says. Out of all the geezers, the security have tracked him and his little boy down. And they're asking him to leave as I try and get some sort of footage of the game. But Derek here, he's the manager. He's a wise one too. But Brian ain't listening to Derek, so the Blues and Twos are on their way. Millwall, currently on my tiptoes trying to see what's happening in this game, whilst Brian continues to protest. Overall, because of this confrontation, I'm missing the second half. And so is Brian. Millwall. I mean, down is fine. If another Bolton goal goes in, we're cushy. However, the other end currently blocked by Noddy and PC Plod. Oh, and don't forget Derek. Millwall! So the game goes on, the Bolton fans get a little bit lively. Not that you can hear them. Shots from Bolton. So fair play to Brian, he's actually held it out for a long time and he's got to see the majority of the second half. Eventually he did give in and he is making his way down. Very slowly. When I say slowly, I mean very slowly. Just one step at a time. Go on, Brian, make sure you get that evidence. Now Brian's gone, we kind of get a good clear view of the other end of the field. Cross comes in from the edge of the box, not cleared. Handball, shots. something to cheer about. Brian, bless him. If only he'd held on 2 more minutes, he'd have caught that. Just spotted this guy in the crowd. He's double-eyed. He's wearing shorts in this cold weather. Jesus. Now, with the game coming to an end, if anyone's going to take all 3 points, Millwall looking more likely. Meanwhile, this lot look like they've had enough. Oh, hello. Add that to the tally. In fact, look at that. They're rocketing in Bolton and all. The game continues, but I feel like both teams are going to settle for a point. Meanwhile, Ian from Bolton is doing the YMCA in some sort of weird order. I really don't know what this is. With the final whistle about to go, Bolton have got a chance here. Could it be? Could it be? And then that is the final whistle. And so it's time to get out of here. Should we rate this experience? Let's. Okay, as per, we're going to start off with atmosphere. Now, Millwall, they're a bit of a rowdy bunch, it's got to be said. And I bet when it's pumping, it is proper pumping. But unfortunately, didn't really witness much of that today. The majority of the game was a lot of anger and frustration. They were loud at times, they sang at times. With the game itself being a poor one, remember, I'm an expert at picking out the poor games. There really wasn't much for them to bounce off of. I know it could be better, but unfortunately, I've got to rate it on what I experienced, and that was straight down the middle. It was alright. It was 2.5 stars. Next up, we're talking facilities. I like these kind of grounds. They do the job. No frills, just a football stadium to play football in. Your typical 90s ground. It was cool. I'm going to go 3 stars. What's next? The utmost important part. Food and drink. Now, there wasn't many options, but I did go with the steak pie. It was hot. It's what you want, isn't it? It wasn't the best pie in the world, but it certainly wasn't the worst. I'm going to go 3 stars, knock half a star off for no Dr. Pepper. And that will give you a total of 2.5 stars. It's been an alright day so far. Finally, we're talking cost for this championship relegation battle. Was it value for money? Well, 28 quid for the ticket. We're sort of verging towards the cheapest Premier League tickets. I mean, I personally thought it was a little bit expensive, but what I certainly thought was expensive was the pie and the water. £5.90. Yeah, I mean, this one isn't reaching the dizzy heights, is it? I'm going to go 2 stars for the cost. Might have been more value for money if the game was better, but it wasn't to be. So where does that place Millwall in our overall table? Well, unfortunately, guys, we're going to have to go down and down and down, right to the bottom, but not quite the bottom. They're going to sit in 28th between Barnet and Leatherhead. With that all said and done, a sign of support from the fans. We'll walk down these steps, out with this lot, where it's one last look at the den as we walk to the car. And now I'm at the car. And now I'm in the car. Jack's just gone and said hello to his nan. I'm ready to watch Tottenham smash Chelsea all over the park. Eventually, Jack returns and we're on our way out of here, but is a lot of traffic, it's got to be said. So I'm going to love you and leave you here, guys. Remember that like target, 3,500, and I'll release the next one. Don't forget to show your support by subscribing to the channel, click the bell for notifications as well, and don't forget to check out the On The Road playlist. But until then, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace. So we were in Kent, then we went to South London. We're now going back to Kent. It's Maidstone. Look out for the pies. On the road, yet back again, and today we're heading back down to non-league. It's the National League, where we're going to check out what Maidstone United has got to offer as they take on Eastleigh. Now, these Tuesday night kickoffs, they're always going to bring traffic, and traffic lights, even temporary ones. Now, in the previous On The Road video, we went to Millwall. Make sure you go and check that one out and the rest of the On The Road playlist after this video. Now, in that video, I asked for 3,500 likes. You absolutely smashed it. You only went and gave me 9k. So what we're going to do, we're going to try and beat that. We're going to go up a little bit. Let's go for 9,500. Come on, smash the like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Click the bell for notifications when a new video comes out, and we'll crack on with this video now. So I'm currently in the old manor of Grays. If you're a regular viewer of the On The Road series, you would know that that means I'm going to be picking someone up. As we approach this complex here, I can confirm, well, we're going to get a good look at the bin. Someone's chucked out a washing machine or a tumble dryer, or both. It could be a washer dryer. But more importantly, I'm here for a reason. It's to pick up my guest for today. Who's it going to be? Let's find out. Hello there. It's Charlie from Farmers FC.
Oh, I was going to say in German, but I forgot what it was.
Guten Tag.
Guten Tag.
Hello. And so we're off to Maidstone, but would you look at this, we bumped into more temporary signals. Screw you, I'm going through this one. Oh dear. But don't worry, it's all good. The one place I did think it would be busy isn't busy. It's the QE2 bridge. You know, the bridge that takes us from Essex to Kent. It's also the one that costs us £2.50 each way. That's the tolls. Take my money. Following that, Satius Navius is telling us to go on the A229 to Maidstone. And look at it, this sign right here, story checks out. Following that, we're on the road to Maidstone. A very dark one. And not long after, civilization. I can see a petrol garage. I need some cash. Let's hope it's got a cash point. Boom, it's got a cash point. Now, we'll be charged £1.29 for the convenience, but look, I've got nowhere else to go. Make it rain. In fact, it already is raining. Terrific. Not traffic, but traffic lights. So I found a roundabout and we're going to go straight over because the sign on the right tells me that this is Maidstone United Football Club. And it wasn't lying either. Signs in Maidstone are really helpful. Welcome to the Gallagher Stadium. Whereas we look for a space, this car's reversing. A reversing car when you're looking for a space is never good news. So we're going to chuck a Roger and hopefully there's a parking space down here. Unfortunately, Roger didn't provide and instead we're greeted with many signs basically telling us to piss off. So we did. Back to where we originally were. It looks like parking down there is not a thing. I mean, at the very least, it's provided, but there's no spaces available. As we come back to this roundabout, where are we going to go? Miller and Carter, obviously. You know, the place that enjoys steak as much as we do, which is why all the beef that they use is premium graded and matured for at least 30 days. More importantly, they've got a car park. Looks like they've got spaces as well. This is promising. Very promising. Look at the space. I'll take this one in front of this very green bush. But just like that, our plan has been butchered. This car park is for customers only. Now, I did consider going in and asking for a table for two as I share a 30-day aged Chateaubriand with Charlie. With only 10 minutes left before kickoff, it's probably best we didn't. Would you look at that? We found a space on the left. Just park up behind this one here. Lovely. And boom. Ready to go. Okay, apparently despite parking on the left like every other car here, it was me that was blocking the road. I somehow find that hard to believe. I ended up having an argument with some Turkish guy, and I totally regret not keeping the camera rolling. It went a little bit like this. Mehmet knocked on the window and said, "You're blocking the road." I said, "No, I'm not." He said, "The car behind you can't get around you." I said, "To be honest, mate, he's up my arse, so he needs to reverse and then go around me." He said, "He can't reverse because there's another car behind him." So I said, "Tell the other car to reverse then." He said, "He can't because there's another car behind him." So I said, "Tell him to reverse so the other car can reverse so the guy behind me can reverse." Mehmet said, "There's too many cars back there to keep having this conversation." So I said, "Tell the too many cars back there to reverse so the other car can reverse so the guy behind me can reverse." Mehmet wasn't having it. He called me a can't. So I said, "I can't what? I can't park." He said, "No, you're a can't." So I said, "You're a can't." Mehmet didn't like that and he told me the cars can't get down the road and he's going to lose custom. Now, if I mess with Mehmet and his custom anymore, I might be in trouble. I think it's best for everyone that we just move on and I'll try and find a space. There's only 5 minutes to go before kickoff now. Nice one, Mehmet, you absolute melt. So as we continue to try and find a space here in Maidstone, becoming less and less likely and the roads are getting more and more narrow. I mean, this is getting ridiculous. We're working double time now. Charlie's off out to find a space and now I'm caught in traffic. Things then got serious. I stopped filming and then Googled a car park. Here is said car park. I think we'll just park up right about here. No, that's disabled. And it doesn't look like there's many more spaces. What's going on here? Actually, tell a lie, I found one next to a clothes bank. Now we need to pay. Charlie's got some bad news though.
Public parking only on Saturdays and Sundays. Midweek, Monday to Friday, you have to be a permit holder.
Great, fantastic, real tip top. We decided to screw it because that was the only available space in Maidstone. If caught though, we would be given a £60 fine. You know what? On the road is calling. The game has now kicked off. Hold tight, Charlie's found something. He's found an indoor car park. He's got a machine to pay and everything. And so I run back to the car. I'm in the car. I look like I'm driving out of here, but I'm going to take a Roger because thanks to Charlie, he has found the car park. And would you look at that, I drive in and find myself a space. Lovely, jubbly. And so it's out of the car, head to the machine where I whack in the reg and pay. It's that nervous moment where you think, could it decline? Psh, of course not. We're talking about Smiv's wallet here. And as you can see, it's now 10 to 8. That means we missed 5 minutes of this game. And how much was parking? £2.20, please. So the parking in Maidstone, as I say, isn't great. Yellow lines everywhere, even on the steps. And so we're walking. Past Miller and Carter, screw you and your lettuce wedge. And now we're running. Well, light jog at best. And I didn't want to be put into this position. My ankles could go at any minute. Those that know, of course know. And just like that, we've reached the Gallagher Stadium at the second time of asking. And here's confirmation of that. There we go. We took the Roger and... Oh, really?
Is this just for your waiting? Yeah.
And so we're running again. And for you guys, you've got to question yourself. You spent just over 4 minutes watching two guys try and park a car near a football stadium. The good news is we did find a space and we did make it to said football ground. It just took a little bit longer than usual. This one's going to cost me £15, £7 for Charlie. What am I going to say? Well, I'm going to say that's £15 spent to watch 75 minutes of Maidstone and Eastleigh. Football! And just like that, I've just dropped my ticket and it's stuck to the ground. And Charlie's really struggling to get it. I don't even know if I need it. Do I need it? Probably not. Don't worry about it, Charlie. Oh, he's got it. Of course, given the conditions, it's probably not in the best nick. But just to let you know, there's no alcohol past this point. We don't care. We're hungry. In the past few videos, I have been eating before the game, so here we go again. Onto the Stones Grill. It's going to be a quarter pounder, isn't it? As I lean over the counter, there is no Dr. Pepper. So there is my quarter pounder with cheese. There's onions too. We're just waiting on Charlie's cheesy chips. But anyway, that's £3.50 so far on food. Here's the sauces, aka condiment. Anyway, Charlie's cheesy chips arrived. And there's might be a little bit of a problem there. I know it's cold, but melt that cheese, come on. Anyway, Charlie went for the Tommy K mustard combination. It's actually alright. Give it a go. Would you look at that? A football pitch. Would you look at the girth on that flag? Flag girth. The first impressions, it's very, very clean, which is why the pressure is on to make sure this goes in the bin. Anyone out there remember the game Theme Park? Loved it. It reminds me of that. It's one of the cleaners you put down to make sure it's tidy, everyone's happy, and the ratings are good. So down there we've got the Genco stand, or the Genco stand, whatever you want to call it. On the left we've got some home support. On the right, there's the Eastleigh fans. They've made the trip tonight. Over there, beyond the flag girth, you've got the Manchester facilities stand. Looks like a seated stand. It's nice. And then down here you've got another terrace stand. How many more times am I going to have to say stand? Oh, there you go. Did I mention it was raining? Normally an issue in non-league, but artificial pitches are great. The games are always on. You can hire it out throughout the week. Money, money, money. So I can confirm down this end, justice for stewards is definitely a thing. But to be honest, there's not really much going on in this game at the moment. I'm more interested in this taxi firm who've bagged themselves a fantastic number. And then you've got multitasking Mike. He's on the job eating and holding an umbrella. You know, that really is Britain's Got Talent. Anyway, we're walking. Hello, mate. How you been? As we approach the subs benches, I went on to find a giant scoreboard for those that don't know the score. We didn't. We do now. I also bumped into Dan and Liam, viewers of the On The Road videos.
Hello.
Hello. Now, Dan on the left there said, have you tried the pies? Because you won't get a better one. What, from the Stones Pie Hut? No, I haven't, but I am about to. Charlie's joining me too. And bam, just like that, I've got myself a steak and ale pie. Gym starts next week. That's another £3.50 on food. They've even got a dedicated sweets stall here. I mean, it's getting better and better. As for the game, it's getting worse and worse. It's ups and downs. We're going back up. This pie is fantastic. Daniel's son was certainly not wrong. Okay, first real action I'm filming from this game.
Oh, what a time. That was you, that.
Going down.
That is your fault. Put your camera out.
Yeah, 3 minutes into sloppy time of the first half, and that is now half time. Let's go and get some more food. This time we're stepping into an establishment which I'd be proud to call my conservatory. I was joking with the food, by the way. I'm in for a drink. It's cold, so I'm here for some non-league hot chocolate. And here is that non-league hot chocolate. 60p more than I'd expected at £1.60. Let's hope it does the trick. Okay, so it's off to one of the stands. So far, it's been a barrel of laughs. En route to the stand, we bumped into another view of the videos and Maidstone youth. It's Pete.
Hello.
Hello. And just like that, the players are back out on the field. The half-time music's on point.
Deep down in London.
There's confirmation of the score, and the Spitfire Lounge is streaming this game. And it sounds good. We could get out of this weather, but it looks like we are heading for this stand. And to be honest, we're probably not allowed in the Spitfire Lounge. We're not rappers. So as you heard, a little bit of noise. Let's see what this second half brings us. And I think now that we're here, let's do the facts. Name, Maidstone United. Founded, I don't know, is it 1897 or 1992? Let's find out. Either way, it's a big gap. Home ground is the Gallagher Stadium. We're here, which has a total capacity of 4,191, 750 seated. Anything else? Well, I've got a fact for you. The 92. A very popular term amongst ground hoppers, but for the Football League, it was never meant to be the 92. It was meant to be the 94, which consisted of clubs from the Premier League right down to the old Division 3. Now, one of those clubs dropped out straight away. It was Aldershot. They reformed in 1992 and worked their way back up. Now, of course, known as Aldershot Town. Financial difficulties also plagued Maidstone United, originally formed in 1897. They went exactly the same route as Aldershot. Not long after, the new club was built around youth side Maidstone Invicta, and just like Aldershot, they started making their way up the leagues. It was in 1995 where they changed their name back to Maidstone United. And I bet it's good to be back. Anyway, it's time for my Instagram shot of the night. You can follow me on there. Links are in the description below. I can confirm that justice for stewards down this end is not a thing. So a lot of this lot dare me to put their comment in the video. Give me a hell yeah in the comments below if you can see your name. And onto the football. Can we get an equaliser? It's a great block. Following that, there's an offside flag. Frustration. Good vibe still intact though. Got to deal with this corner though. Maybe that, along with the rain, has dampened spirits a bit. It's 2-0 Eastleigh. Just let you know someone has farted. And with this game slipping away, it's time to check the scores in the Europa. Hands up if you like the On The Road series. Anyone else? No? Just this one? Okay. It's time for the comeback. Okay, how about now? Yep, that just happened. In other news, we found another member of the human ruler family. Straight as a ruler. Look at the sass on that flag whip. Here we go. Cross is needed here. Let's try again. Cross is needed here. Well, the referee can't get a decision right at the moment. This lot have had enough. Eventually, they did get a decision. This is where I say the comeback is on. This guy sums it up, and it's about to get worse. I think that's game, set, and match in this game of non-league football. And the comeback is unlikely, or is it? Yeah! Unlikely, given we're in the 90th, but never say never, because the Stones are looking for a second. Here we go. Alright, I'm saying never. And I'll be right, because here is the final whistle. So the time has come to part with Maidstone and the yellow lines. I think it's time we rate this experience. Should we? Let's. Okay, starting off with atmosphere. I mean, well, not much of it. But then, of course, there wasn't much to cheer about, was there? As I always say, the game dictates the atmosphere. And Eastleigh going 3-0 up pretty much killed it, didn't it? They tried. And for that, I'm going to give them 2 stars. Up next, we've got the facilities. I actually really like this ground. It's neat. It's tidy. It's got everything you need. And I fully intend on hooking up with Don Strapsy soon so he can show me the ropes so I can get into that Spitfire Lounge. Maidstone United. Nice little ground you got there. It's 4 stars. Time for the most important one. It's food and drink. And we had plenty of it, didn't we? First of all, my burger. It was alright. In fact, it was better than alright. It was way above average. Good cheese, decent onions, and the bun was exactly what you wanted. Now, we'd probably be looking at 4.5 stars, minus half a star for no Dr. Pepper. However, we met Daniel Sung and he insisted that we go and try a pie. So I tried the pie, and ladies and gentlemen, it was the best goddamn pie I've ever had at a football match. So much so I couldn't give a crap about the football match. And just so you know, when the food's that good, you don't need Dr. Pepper. Maidstone United, you're only the second club to do it in the series so far. It's 5 stars for food and drink. If I had a hat, I'd tip it. Finally, we're talking cost. Now, I'm not going to base this on the fact that we spent more, so obviously we did have a little bit more food, didn't we? Did I mention the pie? I think I did. It's more about the individual prices of individual things. Ticket, 15 quid, pretty standard in the National League. $3.50 for a cheeseburger, pretty standard again. $3.50 for the pie. If I ever go back, I'll pay a lot more to the man that made that. But then $1.60 on the chocolate, a little bit more than I expected, but hey, we're talking pennies, aren't we? I have you know I can get hot chocolate elsewhere for £1. Now, I could have spent a lot more at a Football League game, but you get what you pay for. Non-league football. And for that, it's 3.5 stars. So where does that put Maidstone in the overall on-the-road standings? I tell you what, it's good. With a better game and better atmosphere, it could have been so much better. In fact, football in Kent is pretty decent, isn't it? Dartford sitting top, Ebbsfleet in 3rd, Maidstone in 6th. We did go Gillingham as well, though, didn't we? I think they're somewhere down here. Yep, there they are, bottom. It's a shame, but someone has got to be bottom. And unfortunately, on that particular day, it wasn't great for Gillingham. It's funny because a lot of people are actually really passionate about the on-the-road standings. Listen, this will never be official. It's literally my opinion. However, I do feel it is quite a good measure because if clubs can get their facilities, their food and drink, and their costs spot on, then they're going to be sitting high in that table. All they've got got to do is turn up on the day, play a good game, and give something for the fans to cheer about, and that final score of atmosphere will be the difference of where they sit. Luckily for Dartford, I caught them on the right day, and that's why they currently sit top. So anyway, we're out of here, and despite the poor performance, fans still applaud the team. This walkway a little bit more crowded this time, and it's good to know today I have done the right thing. Charlie never once left my side. Let's get out of here, son. We take a final look at the Gallagher Stadium. We quickly find ourselves back at the car park, of course adhering to this pace, and back at the car. And so we're out of here, but Maidstone, it was fun. The turnaround story from 1992 is an inspiring one for all football clubs in the lower leagues, and of course those that aspire to get on the ladder. I often think about my own Sunday side, Palmers FC. It's one that films its games and puts it on the internet for everyone to see. Could they ever make this jump? Would they ever make this jump? Well, it'd need investment and a lot of help behind the scenes, but never say never, although I did earlier, didn't I? But never say never. You're not familiar with the Palmers FC channel, go and check it out. You might just enjoy it. Anyway, we're on the road, yep, back again, and this is where I'm going to end this video. Thank you to everyone for their support on this channel. It's much appreciated. If you're new to it, please subscribe, hit the bell for notifications for when I bring a new video out, share it out as well, and don't forget, let's see if we can smash that like target. Until then though, I'll see you in the next one. Yes, you will, and you're about to. You are. We've gone over the hour mark. Comment below. You part of the 1 hour club? I hope so. Anyway, next up is Brightlingsea. On the road, yep, back again. Today I'm taking you to non-league. You love non-league, I love non-league, we all bloody love non-league. And today we're specifically checking out what Brightlingsea Regent has to offer members of the Boston Premier Division who are about to take on Folkestone Invicta. Now for regular on the road viewers, you would know that I normally do facts and things about the club, and I normally do that once I've got there around kick-off time. Do you know what? I'm switching it up. We're going to do it before we get there, which means I have no other choice but to say name. Brightlingsea Regent, founded, well, it could be 1928, but it could be 2005. Let's find out in a sec. Home ground, that'll be the Tadel Stadium on North Road, which has a capacity of 1,000, 107 of which is seated. Anything else? Well, going back to the founded thing, 1928 was Brightlingsea United, and that was a merger between Brightlingsea Athletic and Brightlingsea Town. And for those wondering, this is not Brightlingsea United, this is just a random black and white photo. We're then going to skip to 2005, where Brightlingsea United, they merged with Regent Park Rangers to form Brightlingsea Regent. Once again, incorrect photo. Can't find anything from 2005. You think there'd be photos of a merger? Especially in this modern age? Nothing though. Nothing at all. What else? Well, in 2014, the club were forced to buy a stand and were promoted, and the league that they were going into requires them to have a minimum of 100 seats. What did they do? They bought one off eBay. True story. Anyway, let's crack on. We can start with our guest for today. It's Charlie from Palmers FC. Hello. As you can probably tell, Charlie's lacking a bit of energy, so we're going to jump off the A12 and take this exit here, because there's some services. But before we get there, it wouldn't be an on-the-road video without a little bit of traffic. Claim me. Not seen that before, that's pretty funny. Anyway, at the services is a McDonald's. It makes your day. You're probably thinking, what the hell am I on about? I'm going to show me age here.
A visit to McDonald's makes your day.
I want to go back. Take me back. Anyway, what we're getting, obviously a coffee for Charlie. It'd be rude not to get a little something, you know? Oh, mate, I thought they only did this at Christmas. Decision made.
Hi, can I help?
Hey, mate, could I get a chocolate milkshake and a banana milkshake, please? And then could I get... What boxes of nuggets do you do?
6, 9 or 20.
20? Could we get a box of 20, please? I don't quite know how that happened, but it did. £7.37 spent at McDonald's. Before we get going, I need to get some cash out, just because non-league clubs, yeah, they all work on cash. Look at that, I found a space just outside. Boom. And just like that, got the cash. Now it's time to organise. Decided to stick the milkshake between my legs, because we've got something amazing going on right here. Add the sauces, and wham bam, thank you ma'am. Nuggets all round. Although the view is not the best, is it? Let's move on. And so we're out of here. And now it's a 40-minute drive to get there. But that might go up slowly, because we're approaching some traffic. Yeah, it's not looking good, is it? I was actually going to surprise you all by going to the beach before the game, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen now. At least Charlie's more awake. Crazy man! I mean, he's obviously in a rush to get to Brightlingsea Regent versus Folkestone Invicta in the Boston League Premier. And this is done, and I mean done. And just like that, the traffic is gone and the blue sky is showing. Talking of blue, here's a blue bridge. It tells me that I'm in Colchester. Story checks out, but we've been there, done that. We're off the Brightlingsea Regent. If we continue our journey, the sun is out. It's a shame we can't go to the beach. Say what? We're at the beach. Listen, I'm in charge. It's my video. I do what I want. This will be a nice shot for Charlie's Instagram. As we're here, it'd be rude not to. Time to set up the canvas. And just like that, on the road. Sound edition. But Charlie's got bigger and better ideas, and I'm going to chip in and help. Sorted. On the road! Before we go, Charlie fancies a pose in front of a mint green beach hut. Talking to which, I swear Dan from Palmers FC inherited one of these. A blue and white striped one. Boom. Dan, we're at your beach hut. Now it's time to get out of here. Just need to tap in directions to the ground. Well, pal, we're on our way. It weren't far at all. About a mile. Now we're going to turn right into North Road. Well, I assume it's North Road because the ground's at the end of it. And we're just going to park up on the left here. And so we're walking some more until we make it to the end of the road. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Tadel Stadium, home of Brightlingsea Regent. Talk to me about prices. A tenner. Charlie goes free. Yep, there he goes. I think there's £10 spent on this Boston Premier game between Brightlingsea Regent and Folkestone Invicta. Boop. Okay, so these are our views for today, and these are the teams on their way out. Magnificent support out today. Here's the liner, just checking if there's any holes in the net. There's plenty. For your benefit, Brightlingsea Regent in the red and black stripes. And over the back there, that must be the eBay stand. Not forgetting the opponents, Folkestone Invicta. Believe it or not, they're in the yellow. You can see the away fans just making it in as we kick off. So I was going to show you around, starting with this Tadel surface in shelter, but then this happened. After no time at all, that's 1-0 to the home side. Viewers of my Sunday League football channel, Palmers FC, may recognise this linesman. We've had him quite a few times as a ref. Don't know why he's here though. Foxy.
Let's get Foxy.
Let's get Ryan Foxy. Anyway, let's leave Foxy alone. We'll venture to another part of the stadium because we can. It's non-league. And on our travels, we've made it to Regent Snacks. I don't know about you, but the burgers seem a bit expensive. My fault's exactly, Charlie. It's open when we return in a bit. We get what we pay for. Oh dear. So focused on burgers, I've missed the second goal for the R's.
Sorry we missed that one.
In other news, I've just spotted the most park-looking bin around. What do you call it, a park bin? You're not going to believe this. I've just spotted the most park-looking bench. And I don't need to question this. It's definitely a park bench. It's Charlie's park bench. That right there is one happy man. I mean child. He got him for free, don't forget. Give us a wave. Hello, mate. Hey, we got some songs. Thought we'd mingle, we're now behind the goal. Following that, an injury, and now the chase is on. I'm feeling lucky, and these two are selling raffle tickets. Got to be mindful though, I don't want to miss too much of the game.
Oh, Kuda!
The chase continues. Don't worry, I've got my eye on them. But as I say, also one eye on the game. And just like that, we caught up to the point at where we walked straight past. We're certainly putting steps in, if only I bothered with the Fitbit still. We were down there, walked around the corner, past the eBay stand, past the benches. Now we're at the opposite end. Here comes the raffle, and this is our chosen spot to catch them.
There'll be a first, second and third prize.
3 chances to win, fantastic. That's £2 on the raffle. And now it's time to walk back down the other end. Past this skyscraper with a floodlight, past a very annoyed bench.
It's absolute bollocks. And be consistent as referee! Works both ways, didn't it?
Gotta be said, the sun is putting the Brightlingsea. Yeah, I tried something there, but it didn't really work. We move on, around the corner, and now we're back behind this thing. Over there, we've got a free kick.
Play.
And here comes said free kick.
Hit, attack, hit.
And that was the end of that. Raffle lady had nothing but change. Let's go and spend that change. You know where we're going. Regent Snacks, of course. Whilst we wait, shout out to the fantastic support for non-league. It's cold, so I've opted for a non-league hot chocolate. That's £1.50. Cheers, mate. Just having a look to see what's going on down at Brightlingsea region. Not much from what I can see, just a standard football calendar. Just spotted this. Oh, okay. Wait for it. Just spotted this sign here, and these two could not give a damn. Love it. Wind's picking up, and on a cold day like this, the last thing you want is a mitre ball being pelted at you. Rest in peace. There's almost half time, and I'm looking to get my Instagram shot. You know, you can follow me on there if you want. We're going to go for a non-league hot chocolate on the left, and the players walking in at half time on the right. As this cross is cleared, that's half time. Here they come. Don't know why I'm filming. I've got to get that Instagram shot. Got the Instagram shot. These people here have obviously done good. They're getting their photo taken on the pitch. I don't know what you did, but well done to you. Fantastic. Great work. Keep it up. Meanwhile, Charlie needs a piss. I'm going to go and check the latest scores. And here I am checking the latest scores. Now, obviously, I could have done that on my phone, but what app do I choose? What I'm saying is, On the Road needs a sponsor. And then we can go as far and wide as you want. Even international. As you can see, I've got a tenner out here. That's because I've just purchased a burger for £4. Just worked some Tommy K on my burger, which I purchased for £4. And as I walk along, I just realised how small my burger is, which I just purchased for £4. Charlie's on the chips. And the second half is underway as we find out the results for the raffle.
The prices have all been claimed.
Oh.
The first prize was 317, second prize was 499, and the third prize was 371. Thank you very much for entering. See you soon. Bye.
Well, as they always say, if you don't buy a ticket, you don't win the raffle. But in my case, if you buy a ticket, you don't win the raffle. So look, I'm going to hold my hands up and admit that I do get annoyed by the smallest of things. Like, for example, Folkestone Invictus shorts, which of course is a slightly different shade to the shirts and socks. If it's meant to be that way, it's a horrible mistake. So that thing up there's decided to come out and say hello. The floodlights are already getting prepped. Up there, we've got a late tackle. Referee wants a word. Come here. So it looks like he's going to get booked, and the card is probably going to match his shirt or shorts. In fact, no, it's neither. It's more of a fluorescent colour. Oh look, we've got some songs. Not being funny, but that sounded really drowsy. I might get him around to put the little one to sleep. Anyway, confirmation that today's ball is a mitre. Everyone out there, be careful. Quick look at the Instagram comments. You're always asking me to be in the video, so there you go. If you somehow see your name, then great. If not, then well, sorry. Back to the game. We've got an open goal situation. Just didn't happen. Score says 2-0. Over the far side, Phil's big moment is coming up. Digital subs ball. Rate it. So my hands are absolutely freezing. My missus lent me these. They're not mine, I promise. But who'd have thought leather gloves would keep your hands warm? She did. She was wrong. They're really not working for me either. Leather gloves, it's a no from me. That's got to be said. It's been a very scrappy second half. There's another card that doesn't match a Folkestone shirt. There's Phil's big moment, or Big Phil's big moment, or a big moment for Phil, or a big moment for Big Phil. Not long after that, there's a card that matches a Brightlingsea shirt. It's red, early bath and all that. Admittedly, I don't know what for. That's purely because I was looking up at the moon again. As I say, the second half's been scrappy, and it continues to be.
There's kids watching.
Yeah, I didn't want Charlie seeing that stuff, so I just told him to go on his phone. That's what they do these days, isn't it? Following the red card, tactics, and it's another big moment for Phil. This time in charge of putting the digital subs board away nicely, neatly in its box. I assume it's got a box. The instructions probably still in its original plastic wallet. That's because Phil doesn't need instructions. He just works things out for himself. Here he goes. And we might have a clear chance on goal here as the ball comes into the box. It's headed away out to the number 6 here. He gets the shot in. His pinball bouncing all over the place in there. There's 9 on the turn. Following that, at this late stage of the game, it seems to be opening up a bit. Here's number 11. Defenders, never give up.
On, he's on.
Oh, what a tackle!
Sky's looking good. I rate that. I'm also rating Folkestone's determination to get back into this one.
Oh! Oh!
For those wondering, I am now leather glove free. What's this? 4 minutes stoppage time? That's not Big Phil either. What's happened to Big Phil? We may never know, but it's a late drive from Brightlingsea here.
And then cut back. Return.
Oh!
Red! Red!
When you and the ref are a pair of fucking wankers.
And on that sour note from Grandad, there's a final whistle. And so, my friends, it is time for me to get the hell out of here. But before we do, let's rate this experience. Okay, let's start off with atmosphere. It was very much lacking. I mean, they did try, bless them. It just sounded really dull. Like I say, I felt really drowsy. For that reason, Brightlingsea, you're going to get 1.5 stars. The facilities. It's a non-league ground. What do you expect? It was a little old, rough around the edges, but it had everything you need. Turnstiles that clicked, a snack bar, and an eBay stand. I thought it was alright, which means we're going straight down the middle. It's 2.5 stars. Food and drink. Let's go. We'll ignore the McDonald's because that's nothing to do with Brightlingsea. In case you're wondering, it was very good. We enjoyed it very much. Let's start with the non-league hot chocolate. It was anything but non-league hot chocolate. Perfect temperature, tasted great, creamy. It was a 5-star non-league hot chocolate, which I've got to say, up until now, it doesn't exist. But Brightlingsea, you've set the bar for other non-league hot chocolates to actually be good. It's time for other clubs to take note. Put some love and care into your hot chocolates. I only bought it to keep my hands warm, but I was pleasantly surprised. Thank you very much. Now let's give you the bad news. The burger was, well, it was overpriced. It was very, very small as well. And did it taste good? It tasted alright, like very alright. But for the money, I expected much better. We were sitting on 5 stars, guys. We were actually sitting on 5 stars, but it has been dented. We're down to 3. Now, anyone that's been a long-time viewer of the On The Road series, you know that when I come to a non-league game, by standard, it normally gets 5 stars. Today, unfortunately, we're going to knock it down because of that burger. So rather than you 5 stars, we're knocking it down to 4 stars, which gives Brightlingsea region a total of 11.5 stars. And we're going to just go down the table a little bit to 20th there, amongst some fantastic clubs, might I add. And on another day, had the burger been good, they'd be shooting up the table. Fine margins in On The Road, fine margins indeed. So, my friends, is it. Couldn't find a proper exit, so we're going back the way we came in, through the turnstile. Then it's down North Road, where the car's down the end, where we got to tell Dan that we found his beach hut.
Where was it?
Brightlingsea.
No, mine's in Bolton on Maidstone.
Well, things just got very embarrassing, which means I've got to get out of here. But before we go, please can you drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. It's the best way of supporting the channel. I mean, I love doing these on the roads and I hope you enjoy them too. I want to do more and I want to go further, but at the moment it's very, very tough. But by supporting the channel, spreading the word, pushing the videos out there, getting more views, then hopefully in the near future we can do more of this. Alternatively, get Smiv a sponsor and we'll be all over the show. Anyway, if this is your first On The Road video, you can check out the rest of the playlist. I've been to many, many grounds and of course have many, many faults. So be sure to go and check that out. But until then, I will see you in the next one. Where is the next one, you ask? Well, it's back to South London. No, not Millwall, we've done that. Fisher FC. Come on down. On the road, yet back again, and today we're heading back to non-league. Don't worry, guys, I will be doing some Football League games very, very soon. And I put them in the calendar as well. That means I'm serious. But on to today, we're heading to St Paul's Sports Ground, home of Fisher FC. They were founded in 2009, but their history goes back a lot further. More on that in a minute. Already mentioned it. They're playing out of St Paul's Sports Ground, which has a capacity of, well, for the first time ever, I don't know. I just don't know. Anyway, time for a history lesson. Gonna cast our minds back. See what I did there? We go back to 1908, where it was Fisher Athletic that was formed. They played at Surrey Docks, and during their time made it to the highest point of non-league football, the Conference. These days, of course, known as the National League. However, in 2009, it did all come to an end. Luckily, within months, the club reformed as Fisher FC, a supporter-run club consisting of 42 founding members. Now, at the time of filming this video, they do find themselves top of the Southern Counties East Football League, a step 5 of non-league, and if we're talking the English football pyramid, it's 9 down from the Premier League. That's a nice day today. I can't think of anything better to do. Let's go and watch some football. First of all, got to pick up my guest for today. There he is. It's Charlie from Palmer's FC.
Hello.
Hello. So here we go, off to South London, but first off, petrol. Found a petrol station. Let's fill this bad boy up. So the numbers come rolling in. There's a bus on a Saturday and an obvious need to get the car cleaned. Following that, I'm going to go and remortgage my house. £70 and 8p spent on petrol. Jeez. Just so you know, I'm not a criminal. I'm going to pay for it. I'm also a little bit hungry, so something needs to be done. I'm going to raid this fridge. I'm going to go with the theme today. It's going to be prawn mayonnaise sandwich. Decent. Obviously, we can't forget. What's the worst that could happen? Certainly considered this as well. That's another £3.30 spent. We are 20 miles away, 41-minute drive. Let's get going. And get going we will. I've got to tell you, automatic window wipers, they can be quite annoying. The slightest of drips will set these bad boys off. As we approach some slow-moving traffic, they're still going. Heading towards Canary Wharf, still going. And as we make our way past Billingsgate's Fish Market, yeah, they're still going. Naturally, as we get into London, traffic, wonder what Duke and Bella make of it. Green light, can we go? Yes, we can. And as we beat this light, this sign tells us there's camera enforcement at Rotherhithe Tunnel. And yes, my friends, that is the same tunnel we used to get to Millwall. Clearly stated there was no animals, pedestrians, or pedal cycles allowed down there. I do wonder what Duke and Bella think of that. We're getting close, ladies and gentlemen. We're getting close. Charlie's excited. It's the first time he's ever been through this tunnel. Trust me, he's going to love it. It's going to be fantastic. Here we go. Here we go. On the road, yeah, back again. And here we are going through the Rotherhithe Tunnel. Told you you'd love it. And as I always say, like every tunnel, there's light at the end of it. So as we make our way past Rotherhithe train station, it's confirmed we're over the other side of the river. And just like that, we've arrived. Just need to find a car park. Couldn't see one, so we're heading residential. Permit holders down there. But this isn't. We park right on the corner. Charlie readjusts himself. Let's walk to the ground, which is literally across the road. They called us a zebra crossing and we're using it. My friends, welcome to Fisher FC. As I purchased one ticket to see them face Punjab United. It's £5. An absolute bargain. So it's official. We're in. And we just made it for kickoff.
We make it.
Right here we have a dry whiteboard with the team lineups for today. Also just managed to grab a programme, wait that on the expenditure. Now it's off to find somewhere to stand. Obviously this is Charlie's entrance for when he streaks. This will be our spot for now though. I've noticed a man with a burger, that's a good sign. I've also noticed a film crew. They obviously knew we were coming. Introducing Barry, he's the basher. As you can see, he's having a whale of a time. So this is our venue for today. Obviously got this terrace where the hardcore and Barry stand. Over the far side, 2 sets of benches. Down the other end, a fence, a real nice fence. And I couldn't have timed this any better.
Yeah! Get in there!
So 1-0 to the Fisher, and he's Barry bashing one out. Kick off. Following that, Charlie fancies a beer, so we're going to head into this clubhouse thing. Plenty of packets of crisps on show, a random assortment of beers, and a few pies keep him warm. The man who serves the beers isn't about, so Doris is going to go and get him. Whilst we wait, we look at some history, and we look at a man looking at some history, and then we pop our head out the door to find it's 2-0. We missed that goal, so we got a plan. Get down the other end, because that seems to be where the action is, although the ball's up here now. By the way, Charlie opted for a Heineken, and of course it's 2019, we need to take photos of everything. Questioning whether this guy is part of the human ruler family, we'll find out at some point, I'm sure. Like most games, there's dull periods. Charlie's opted to play a little bit of football. We're going to maybe look to tuck this one into the far corner here. Strikes it with the right, safe from the mini Ronaldo in goal. Hits the post and goes in. Happy days. Charlie looks to be a bit of an outcast when it comes to the beer drinking. Down at Fisher FC, it's all about the Cronenberg. Just so you guys know, this is more than just the fence end, it's the pond end. According to this sign, no one stands there and they don't care. Time for boot watch. Our liner on this side is rocking the Puma Kings. Good choice. Quick note about Fisher's opponents today. It's Punjab United. They class themselves as Kent's most successful Asian football team. As you can see, the ethnicity is very much mixed. There does appear to be a British Asian core to this side. It's good to see actually, considering I just watched a mini documentary between Copper 90 and Adam McCullough. I'll leave a link for it. But it raises the question, why do British Asians not make it pro? Confirmation that today's ball is a mitre. All the players out there risking their lives. Anyway, Fisher on the attack here as the ball's put towards the edge of the box. What's it going to be? And that, my friends, is free. It could get out of hand. Here's Charlie to describe that goal. Buzzer! Here I am showing you about a bit more. I guess this right here is for the tens of people that cycle to a football game. Is Fisher looking for a fourth now, but this opportunity is over the bar. And now we get to check out the human ruler in action. Is he, in fact? I don't think he is. Posture not great there. I guess he's just picking up a wage, and that's understandable. Let's take another walk. Show you about, give you the tour, and this place does come with a seated stand. Probably 100 seats in there, maybe. Basically, it's a good place to sit. So we continue walking, and now found this place to stand. It's with Barry in the hardcore. While standing there, there's a random bit of tinsel hanging down from the roof. And off the field, yoga is in progress. The backdrop for today obviously is an interesting one. Canary Wharf and the other buildings you don't know the name of. Time for the film crew to get involved. They're obviously interested in Barry and his bashing. Oh, by the way, it doesn't stop. You know, I'm going to stop it though. Now for every linesman, there is another one. Don't think he's part of the human ruler family though. To be honest, he's actually staggering a bit. You know, Friday night, he might have had 1 or 2 shandies. You never know. Corner for Punjab. Following that,
It's not penalty time!
ref thinks otherwise. I missed it, unfortunately. He was changing the battery. If only I had it clue. Might have hung on a little bit better and got the actual contact. But here's a penalty. Potential chance for Punjab to get back into this game. 3-1 Fisher. And just to let you know, in case you were wondering, Bermondsey is full of fish. Half time. Take it away, Barry. I've got to stop. So whilst the subs warm up, we're heading to the clubhouse thing. It's pretty packed. Sardines, got that one in there. And another shot to demonstrate how busy it is. We've got a menu, debating between the pie and a double cheeseburger. It's going to be double cheese. First non-league place I've been to that actually takes card. I like it. Other non-league clubs, take note. I've also gone for a hot chocolate with that and the double cheeseburger. That's going to be £5. Now whilst in here, I did actually wonder where they actually cook the burgers and whatnot, but we're about to find out. These right here are microwavable burgers, and this right here is not a sight I wanted to see at all, but this is Doris getting my burgers out of a microwave. And here is the result, £4 for this. No onions available either. Gutted. Oh well, just need a lid for this. Oh, no lids either. With that in mind, we're straight back out here. Charlie's tucking into his burger. Questionable. Not a good place for this though. And with the second half starting again, Charlie's in the mood. But suddenly this isn't a good idea anymore. Time for some Instagrammage. Got this in the first half. And of course, as always, you want to see your comment in there. You might be able to see it, you might not. But either way, head over there, chuck us a follow. Corner for Fisher. The non-league chocolate is cooling down, but it doesn't look great. Carter's going to test it. Not great. See you later, mate. This is Dylan. He's off to go and get a microwavable burger. And at first I thought this keeper was wearing short shorts. I was wrong. They simply merge into his tights. Fancy schmancy. It might be worth pointing out, just in case you didn't know, today's surfies is artificial. Mentioned it before. It's a great thing for non-league. Up close and personal with the tinsel, and as you can see, it's a thing. I'm thinking it might have been put there for some sort of annual event or holiday. They've quite clearly forgotten to take it down. The posture on original lino is getting better. But for me, out of the way, mate. He's not part of the human ruler family. As the rain comes down, the yoga continues. And at step 5 in non-league, we are lucky enough to have a digital subs board. With that rain, we've been joined by many people, including Colin. Colin's here. Quick look at the programme. Merch is available, including a cuddly toy. The Generation Game producers will be proud. Done it again, didn't I? Thanks for checking out a cuddly toy. I missed this goal. Although I will link a video where all the goals are captured, apart from this one. They missed this one too. In fact, I think everyone missed it. Now my friends is 4-1 Fisher. Back to the programme. Info. Fisher are currently top, and they probably will remain top. Would you look at that? They've got a social media roundup. Now this excites me. I wonder if we can get in there. Do me a quick favour. Pause this video. Head over to my Twitter. Follow me as well if you can. That'd be great. Retweet the tweet linking to this video. Maybe reply with something like "Get Smiv on the social media roundup." If we can do that, then life is complete. Back to the game. Oh no, someone's left the bloody digital subs board on. That's going to run out of battery in no time. Crep check, jeans and shoes at Fisher is a thing. I promise you, it's a thing. Barry's bashing another one out. And the non-league hot chocolate is definitely cooled down by now, but mate, you were rank. Thank God it didn't run out of battery. 3 minutes added on in this one, which consisted of a free kick, adequate posture, and an attempt to make it 5. Meanwhile, Charlie's off for a wee. He'll see me in 3. Is that free? Yep, 3. Talking to 3, that's 3 points to Fisher, and they remain top of the table. You guys know, there's only one table that matters, isn't there? It's the on-the-road standings. Let's go rate this experience. All right, guys, out of the way. Okay, as usual, we're going to start off with atmosphere, and I'll tell you what, guys. If it weren't for Barry bashing one out every few minutes, this might have been a little bit dead. However, he's definitely on form today. With a total attendance of 137, he certainly got some of them going. Fisher FC, I'm going to go straight down the middle. It was all right for what it was. 2.5 stars. Next up, we're talking facilities. Not a bad little ground, to be honest. Aesthetically, it doesn't look amazing, but everything you need is there for a non-league club anyway. An artificial pitch. A terrace for Barry and his friends. Fences. Gotta love fences. Anyone who finds fences offensive, this isn't the place for you. They had the clubhouse thingamajig, and don't forget the bike stands. As always, we're going relative to the level that we're at. St Paul's Sports Ground, you're going to get 3 stars. Next up, as I always say, the most important one is food and drink. And this, of course, is items in and around the stadium. The Dr. Pepper and prawn sandwich will not be going towards this final score. But again, I wish it did, because you know where this is going, don't you? Let's start off with hot chocolate. 0. Absolute 0. It wasn't nice. I'm sorry. This comes after Brightlingsea a couple of weeks ago. The nicest hot chocolate we've ever had. Contrast, indeed. Onto the burger. Or should I say cheeseburger? Or should I say double cheeseburger? Or in fact, should I say microwavable double cheeseburger? If it had said that, I would not have bought it. But how did it taste? It wasn't great. It wasn't really bad. I ate it all. I just didn't want a microwavable burger. So with that in mind, unfortunately, I don't want to do this, but I'm going to have to give it 1 star. Finally, we're talking cost. Was it value for money? It's non-league. It's cheap as chips, especially this place. £5 entry. Love that. £2 programme standard. £1 hot chocolate without a lid, regardless of whether I drunk it or not. Not bad. And finally, £4 for a double cheeseburger. Again, not bad, but microwavable. That's going to take it down a notch. It would have been a high 5, but I'm going to give it 4.5. £5 entry is making sure that don't drop any lower than 4, which gives Fisher FC a total of 10.5. Where does that sit in the table? Well, they're not top. We're going to have to scroll down a bit, right down to 27, as they sandwich themselves between Southend and West Ham. Now, I just want to touch on these ratings. Obviously, it's out of 20 stars, and if you get 10, it's kind of all right. So if you see your club and it's on 10 or more, then it's all right. Anything less, then maybe it was a pretty poor day. Hey, Gillingham. So just before we go, one of the best bits about non-league, players and fans, they're a family. I'll tell you what, it's always good to see the appreciation working both ways. My dad tells me even the biggest clubs used to do this, and it's not easy for them to do so now. Let's be honest, the amount of money that's been injected into the game at the top is always going to go that way. Big shout out to non-league football, making sure the beautiful game continues to be the beautiful game. So 3 minutes past, I'm back with Charlie, and we are out of here. Would you look at that? There was a car park. Never mind, off we go, back to the car, and do the 40-minute drive home. It's been fun. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, drop a like on the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Plenty more on the roads coming up. And if this is the first on the road video you've seen, check out the playlist. There's plenty more in there. I've got nothing else to say other than thank you for your support, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace and fish. And so following a whole host of non-league games, we reached the dizzy heights of the Championship. Next up is Derby. An absolute disaster. On the road, yet back again, and today I've got to clean my windscreen. Now, today we're going up a motorway and we're going to go to Derby County Football Club. Founded way back when, 1884. They're currently in the Championship playing their football at Pride Park. And I can absolutely tell you, thanks to Wikipedia, that this ground has a capacity of 33,597. What else can I tell you? Well, Parlow one chop. And that's exactly what springs to mind when I think of Derby County. Parlow, one chop. What else can I say about Derby? Well, they currently hold the record for the fewest points total in the Premier League. That'll be 11. And of course, they were relegated that season and they haven't yet returned, but they're on a quest to do so. One of the best players the English game has seen over the years is Frank Lampard. He's now at the helm. And tonight he's facing up to the visit of Millwall. I've been there already. You can check that video out as well. But first, isn't it obvious where I'm going? Down a road. And at the end of that road, there's a block of flats. And at that block of flats, there's a blue door. And outside that blue door, there's a young man. A handsome young man who appears to be thrusting into that blue door. I do not know why, but his name is Charlie from Palmer's FC.
Hello.
Hello. And so, my friends, our journey begins here, just under 3 hours, 30 minutes ahead of kickoff. And that's based on no traffic. It's going to be tight.
I like it tight.
I repeat, that's based on no traffic.
Accident ahead in 3.4 miles. You're still on the fastest route.
Sat-nav story checks out, flashing sign on left, accident slowed down. This isn't good. This is not good at all. No need to panic, people. Despite this big red line, we're going to arrive before kickoff. It's fine. I said don't panic. We've got our plan thanks to on-the-road viewer Joe Griffiths. We're currently heading towards the old Derby Telegraph building next to the Smith Mill pub. Well, that was the plan, until Rossi on Twitter gave us some traffic info, but more importantly, he's got some free parking at his work. And of course, I love a freebie. I'm going to be snapping that right up. So after Rossi's work we go. It's through this tunnel, and of course, there's light at the end of it. It looks like we are past the worst of the traffic. That's going to be on the other side. I mean, look at it. 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 Just look at it. Are you looking? Keep looking. It's going to go on for ages. I'm just wondering how long I can draw this out to emphasise the fact that there's a lot of traffic on the other side of the road. But I mean, I don't have to explain that to you. You can see it. I mean, it's going on for ages and ages and ages. There's red cars, blue cars, silver cars, white cars. It's got to be said, white cars are very popular these days, as are silver and black. Not forgetting black. Black cars are good. I mean, look at this traffic. It's going on and on and on. Could you imagine sitting in that? Could you imagine? It's definitely out there for me of one of the worst things, sitting in traffic. It's just not good. Not good at all. Anyway, on the road, yep, back again. Right about now, we're taking the M1 towards Luton Airport. But we're not going to Luton Airport. We're just going to find ourselves in really? I can confirm we're now going to arrive bang on kickoff. That doesn't take into account that we've got to get from Rossi's work to the ground. How are we going to dig ourselves out of this situation? But the good news is we're kind of moving. And the bad news is we've suddenly stopped. Right behind Gil Martins. Fantastic advertisement for them in this video, but I don't actually know what they do. And obviously, if I leave it on a cliffhanger, you're going to go and check it out. So I'll save you the ag. They're in construction. End of boring clip. Update from Satis Navius. We're well late. We're going to be stuck in traffic past Luton. I forgot to say we did actually go to Luton once on the road, so you can go and check that one out when you're ready. Consider going to Whipsnade Zoo, but obviously, we've got a game to do. Adding salt into the wound here. You fully well know things are slow when a megabus passes you. And would you look at that, we're moving. You can also see it's very dark now, thus meaning time has considerably passed since we've left. More good news, we're about to leave a smoking trail in front of this megabus. First sign of the trip that says Derby on it, we're getting somewhere. Now we're taking an A road to Derby, we're really getting somewhere. Brown sign with a football on it, we're really close. That never says chuck a left at the Burger King. And would you believe it, we've arrived at Pride Park, but we just need to find Rossi's work. Got to get that free space. We're not far away, Satnav just tells us to go over this roundabout here.
Oh, what? No!
Road closed, and I haven't got a clue where I'm going now. Maybe we'll just have to try and find a parking space somewhere, but everything's double yellows. Not only that, the parking officers are out in force. There's number one, there's number two. We just haven't got a chance tonight, have we?
Any parking places around here or anything?
You're going to struggle, mate, in this time now, yeah.
Great advice, we move on. Let's go down here. I don't know where it is. We may or may not get a ticket. I do not know, but I'm stressed out and we're late for the game. Let's just go. Ah! Okay, de-stress over. We're walking. We're running. And I'm walking again. Derby 10k, no thanks. Charlie's still got what I can only describe as a light jog on. Then it took 5 people to tell us where our entrance is. Could really do with a greasy burger, but we're late. 10 minutes late, in fact. According to FOTMob, it's still 0-0. 59 was our entrance. And in goes Charlie. Football! And time for my entrance. That's £31 on a ticket to Derby versus Millwall in the Championship. Football! Drop a like for double football. Meanwhile, we're climbing some stairs. And now I'm in my seat. I can show you the views. So my first observation is this. Derby mascot, Rami. More on him in a bit. Over in the opposite corner, there's the Millwall fans. You know what, I might have just taken a seat, but I'm hungry. As you can see, I've ordered a pie, a steak and hour one, a bottle of water to go with it. That is £5.90 on food and drink. Anyway, back to the game. Despite being late, then going off to get some food, we've not missed anything. Now, I've taken a chunk out of my pie, but I'm going to have to let this cool down. It's very hot. Charlie, on the other hand, made of asbestos. He's getting right involved. Talking of getting right involved, this man has got right involved. We said it earlier. Hello, Frank Lampard. He's brought along his mate Ashley Cole until the end of the season as well. On the Justice for Stewards front, it's not a thing, but it is a thing. I will try and get you a definite answer by the end of the video. The only thing I have missed is how this orange sock tape came to be. It's not concerning me that much. How's this for a ball? I can't be sure, but is it Chelsea loanee Tamori? Up to Waghorn, but his ball into the box is overhit. I mean, it's edge of the seat stuff. Obviously, more pressing matters. The flag girth at Pride Park is satisfying. And talking of satisfying, this was actually satisfying. I liked it. Didn't manage to get a programme on the way in. That's a shame. It looks like the stats page is the one to be on. Now, I didn't see this available when ordering the pie, but Liam here, he's got himself some sort of roll. But they don't call them rolls up here. They call them cobs. Imagine having a bacon cob. Anyway, I put a poll up there. You can vote on what you call it. 34 minutes gone and it's still 0-0. Looks like the lads getting their orders in early. There's a few of them as well. Cobbs galore. He's one of the human rulers for tonight. I don't know if he is. We'll see his form in a bit. You know what? He's in the Championship. He's got to be part of it, surely. Surely. Here's Rami doing what he does best, entertaining the kids. And yeah, just whack out the Fortnite dances, they'll love that. It's all about being relatable, that's it. Ken's not happy though. Sit down, you fucking idiot. Rami knows when he's not wanted. He's going to go around the other side of the stadium to entertain. You know, I guess he's not wanted over there either. Here comes another wild guess at someone's name. It's Connor. He's got himself a hot dog. Again, didn't see this available when I was ordering food either. Although someone on the socials did tell me to avoid the hot dogs. Can't remember who it was, but Connor don't care. He's well involved. Hello, Tel. How you doing? Now, whose clever idea was it to put a steward next to a photographer? Now, Pride Park is obviously against justice for stewards, but don't plonk them next to someone who can watch the game. It's just insensitive. Oh, Big Phil's idea, was it? He's not a manager. He's a boss. He's got his free reign hat on as well. Look at him just watching the game. I don't know what or how, but something needs to be done. Oh, look, we've got a song. And I can confirm we've got a human ruler in the house. Look at that form. Straight as anything. Now, following this shot here, you probably wouldn't believe me, but I stand by the fact that Tom Huddleston is one of the greatest strikers of a ball I've ever seen. Okay, maybe his career spans over like 16 years and he's got 17 goals in just over 400 appearances, but I'll keep digging. Time to let the crowds go by and get their pies, or hot dogs, or cobs. Don't forget the cobs. And stand up if you hate Forest. No, don't worry. Now, obviously, digital balls are standard at this level of football, and a fourth official there telling us there's 1 minute added on. Now, we'll let's confirm the man in front does have 2 arms, but they're not his. Now, my friends, it is half time. Uneventful. Let's check in with the missus. Uneventful. Let's play football on our mobile device. Uneventful. Let's take a look at the pitch while we can. As before Big Phil comes back. Oh, surely Big Phil's behind you. No, don't worry. Look, I'm only joking. And because most of the population at Pride Park are currently on their mobiles, this is what's happening. But with a bit of patience, I can bring you some stats via the FOTMob app. If you want it, you can grab it in the description below. Now, checking the head-to-head, it's pretty even, but Millwall loving life last time round. When I said it was an uneventful half, I meant it. Most notable things were 2 yellow cards. Now, I was looking into the FOTMob app, I didn't even notice the pitch was on fire. It's all being taken care of now, don't worry. Someone said the pitch is on fire. Gotta get a picture of that. Now, maybe I don't take enough notice of screens, but at half-time, they've got a little quiz on. I like this Derby County. But the question has got to be a bit harder than that. Obviously, Jack Marriott started his career at Leeds. No? Birmingham? No? West Brom? No? I was getting mixed up. I meant Ipswich. Which means I can plug another video. I did go to Portman Road. You can check that one out here. Just stick around and watch this one first. Thank you. Now, I am trying to post an image on Instagram, but it's just taking its time. But do us a favour. Go and follow me on there. Shout out to the Three Musketeers, making sure this pitch stays beautiful. Now, if I didn't confirm it before, justice for stewards is definitely not a thing. It's a shame, but good news. Second half is about to begin. Looks like they've found a 4th Musketeer. This music goes really well. They really are rock stars. Now, I can't confirm this, but it looks like Rami's missus is trying to apologise for his earlier antics. You know what he's like. He's just a bit off the cuff. Doesn't really think about what he's doing. Well, but you look at that, we're off. The stragglers return. Well, Frank's got 45 minutes to try and unlock this Millwall defence. Here's a chance. There it is. Oh. That's got him going a little bit. Sad sight, my bottle of water has been knocked over. As you can see, it's made a right mess, not only on my level, but the level below. Another chance? Nope. Guys, no looking, Big Phil's about. But this lot, separating the home and away fans, are getting a right eyeful. Must be Big Phil's favourites. I mean, look at that lot. They're no trouble. Who else is playing tonight? Well, I can tell you. City are actually losing to Schalke. Didn't stay that way, though, did it? Now, as I film this bit here, I was actually told by a steward to stop filming. Justice for stewards really isn't a thing. What I can give you is an update on FOTMob. This is Richard Keogh, and he's just gone in the book. And anything you see now is just sneakily filmed. Yeah, that's 1-0 Millwall. Couldn't really see it on the camera very well, but if I was to describe it, I'd say Joe Wallace had a left-footed shot from the left side of the box to the centre of the goal, which of course was assisted by Shane Ferguson following a fast break. Personally, that's how I would describe it. It looks like people have seen enough. Here's a sneakily filmed cross, which is sneakily cleared. We've got a sneakily filmed leg resting on the seat in front. We've got these stragglers here who can't work out whether they're in or out, but you know what? I think they're out. Just as I thought my bottle of water went through enough, no respect whatsoever as it's kicked to the level below. Rest in peace. And just like that, it's full time. Lack of action and steward cutting us short means it's time to get the hell out of here. But before we do that, should we rate this experience? Of course, let's. So as per, we're going to kick off with atmosphere. There was very little in this game for the crowd to get excited about. Just under 25,000 in the house. Could have heard a pin drop at times. It's a shame. A real shame. 1.5 stars. Next up, we're talking facilities. The facilities are good. I like Pride Park. It's got that 90s tissue box design, making sure no noise escapes. Although tonight that didn't really matter, did it? But even so, nice little ground. 3.5 stars. What's next? We're talking food and drink, of course. First up, no Dr. Pepper. None whatsoever. That's a markdown. But I did get a bottle of water. I didn't get to drink much of it because it was absolutely terrorised. So let's talk about what I did have. It was a pie. It was a steak and ale one. It was nice. Did it get anywhere near the best pie in the series so far, which is a 5-star one at Maidstone? No, of course not. But it was nice, so I'm going to give 3.5 stars. Finally, we're talking cost. Was it value for money? Well, this could have been a blinding game. 31 quid's worth well spent, but no, it was poor. Millwall will be happy, mind you. But as a neutral, terrible. It's on par with that really poor Gillingham game I went to, and you know where they ended up in the table. So it is with regret. I'm going to have to give this one 1.5 stars. It's a shame because I was really looking forward to Derby. When it comes to the on-the-road ratings, it gives them a score of 10, which means we're going way, way down the table. table as they slot into 31st on par, ironically, with Millwall. And so, my friends, we are out of here. Past Frankie and Benny's, 1 star for that. Never had a good meal at Frankie and Benny's. There goes that brand deal. Hello, mate. How you been? I do find the further north you get, they don't give a crap about the weather. Maybe next time we'll go Nottingham. I mean, we've already done Notts County. Another plug. So as we continue to walk back to the car, past all these coaches, past the Burger King, the only thing that'll make this trip any worse is a parking ticket. And wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Nice one, Derby City Council. It's time to drown my sorrows with, well, what else? Chicken. I spent £13.81 on this. They were closing. We basically got what was left over. Anything else? Yep, it started raining. Thank you, Derby. So as I look at what's ahead of us, 2 hours 28. The first chicken. And Charlie's going to tell us what he thought of the trip.
What, nicely? Or just honestly?
Yeah, you can agree. So off we go, back down the M1. Just a couple of thoughts on tonight, around the filming situation anyway. Normally I would get clearance from the club, but this was a bit of a rush and I didn't get that. So really, my fault. Clubs are well within their right to say you can't film, but if you can get that clearance, then you're all good. That's why I'm just going to put it out there now. Here's my email. If you work for a football club and you know the media team or you're part of the media team, get in touch. I want to make sure this series continues legitimately. If I'm going to start travelling far and wide, I need to make sure that I'm going to be able to give you guys a video. Yeah, if you work for a football club, you're part of the media team, give me a shout at smith.co.uk. And all that's left to say is don't forget to drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and of course if you are new, be sure to check out the rest of the On The Road playlist. Hopefully you won't be disappointed, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace. And like every game so far, that next one is coming up right now. It's still the Football League. This time it's Oxford. Pandemonium. On the road! Yep, back again. And today we're heading to the home of the world's most trusted dictionary provider. Of course, it's Oxford. Unfortunately, I can't think of the words to describe the best way of saying we're not going to go and see a dictionary. We're going to go and watch a football match. Of course, it's Oxford United. Currently playing their football in League One. Founded in 1893. The home ground is the Kassam Stadium, or the Kassam. Might well need a dictionary for that. But that very stadium holds a total of 12,500. It's nice to have a round number. Originally go by the name of Headington United. They changed their name to Oxford United in 1960. And get this, between 1984 and 1986 they had back-to-back promotions and won the League Cup, but couldn't go on to play in Europe because English clubs had a ban from UEFA. Absolute hooligans, not Oxford. Anyway, I've got my tickets and I'm on the road yet back again. Or have I? Let's try again. On the road, yet back again, and today, yeah, we've done that bit. So as I head back to the old manor, aka Grays Town Centre, there's a bus on a Saturday. I'm looking to pick up my guest for today. And en route to picking up my guest for today, we go via the width restriction that everyone likes to avoid. Well, I say everyone, the person in front isn't, and the people queuing up over the other side, and myself, obviously. I'm going over it. We're doing it. We've done it. Let me know in the comments below, are you a width restriction avoider? So following not avoiding the width restriction, we've arrived at our guest for today, and those that know, and those that don't, well... Hello, it's Charlie from Palmers FC. So I've done the route, and for once, should arrive at the game in good time. Let's go, bus on a Saturday. So first job is to get on the bloody M25, and for those wondering, we're going anti-clockwise, against the grain. And just like that, we're well on our way. So much so, we've reached the Belcommon Tunnel. This particular tunnel is no different to any other tunnel out there, and you know why, don't you? Because there's light at the end of it. Our next task on this journey is to take the A1, not to be mistaken with the British/Norwegian boy band formed in 1998. I'll tell you why we're coming off here, because I need some dirty diesel. For once I find a petrol station that isn't busy. So we fill her up, and that's £62.86 that I didn't want to spend today. On the road, yeah, back again. Hurry up, Oxford, it's taking ages. Finally, we are starting to see some signs, but it is slowing down. Eventually, we've reached the M40 to Birmingham/Oxford. You know where we're going, though, don't you? And just to confirm, this is the M40, not to be mistaken with UB40, an English reggae pop band formed in 1978. Considered going to check out the Model Village, but we've got a relegation battle in League One to see. Not sure if we took a wrong turn, but I think we might have ended up in Mordor. Actually, no, it's cool. I'm still seeing signs for Oxford. Those signs have taken me on this dual carriageway as we pass Steve, who's going canoeing for the weekend. These signs also took me past this McDonald's where we considered getting a 20 box of nuggets, but we wanted to focus on getting to the ground on time. And you know what? I can confirm we will, because we're in a residential area now, and we're just going to find somewhere to park. This residential area is so residential there's a cat crossing the road. It's funny because it's true. Just going to park up in front of this Peugeot. That's right, Peugeot's got a G in it. I'm going to pronounce it Peugeot. In fact, let's be really picky. This is a Peugeot. Look at that, we've got some tickets, and they are identical, Charlie, minus one number. So of course we're on foot, purely because this road is closed. They're just currently putting some new pipes in. It should hopefully be done in the next few weeks. I'll keep you updated. So as we head under this bridge, we enter a car park where we're being invited to come on in by Buzz Bingo. And also Keith has just bought his Oxford shirt for today. But where did he buy it? From the Oxford store. As we continue our walk, we're been tempted in by Party Man World. And thanks to the offended people out there, soon to be known as Party Person. Also being lured in by fish and chips on the ground floor, I must add. I ain't tempted because today we're going to arrive at the ground on time. And here we are. Boom. That's merely a car park that separates us from getting there on time. Plenty of police present as well. It is proper naughty down here. We're currently looking for turnstile 16 to 18. 18 will do nicely. The queue goes down. My ticket is scanned, and that's £22 on this League One tie as Oxford United take on Bradford. So after being tempted by so much, it is time to get some food. My eyes aren't all there, but I'm going to get a cheeseburger. While we're queuing, Charlie managed to get a programme. Only so he could take out a poster of Sam Long in the middle to put on his wall. He seems very happy right now. Anyway, I got to the front. A cheeseburger was got. Not a great selection of drinks. Bottle of water it was. And that came to a total of £5.30. That's going to be one of them burgers, pre-made. But hats off for organisation. Everybody knowing what burger is what. This is the big C. It's like most grounds, there's no alcohol allowed on this point. So Charlie is currently doing what he needs to do. Then we eventually went beyond that point, and here we are. We're on to the Kassam Stadium, home of Oxford United. My first impressions, there's a lot of flags. There's a lot of zip. Not a huge amount amount of fans, but hey ho. This stand you're looking at the moment is the north, over there's the south, we're currently sitting in the east, and the west, well, that's non-existent. It's time, my friends, to grab the big C. Here it is, and I will let you know my thoughts after the game. So all the game players are on their way out, and the flags, they're on their way out. All what's left to do now is kick off. So in the far corner, we've got a wheelie scoreboard. It's 0-0 at the moment. Funny that, considering we just kicked off. Photographer Dave is packing a big one. An early encouragement from the Oxford fans. Justice for stewards is neither here or there at the moment. If you're superstitious, an itchy nose means you're going to argue with someone soon, so we'll see. Oh look, Liam's mum's here. She's standing up and standing out in that fetching pink jacket. Meanwhile, on the field, welcome to League One. This is George. He only wanted to go to the toilet. He's taken the wrong turn. He's ended up pitch side. True Oxford fan, though, will not take his eye off the game. Talking of which, he's pretty flat at the moment. George continues to walk, and Stewart seem baffled. Meanwhile, Charlie's watch is buzzing. Fop mob on the watch. Technology, I tell ya. Hammers 1-0 up. Oh, look, it's Chief Steward Stewart. Hello, Tom. How you doing? Looking for a man called George. His missus had lost him. Said he was going to the toilet, and he's not been back since. Naturally, she's worried, and we want to get him back to his rightful owner. Oh, look at this insight. You can literally tell what George is like at home. Creeping in from the pub at 1 a.m. Shh. Looks like Mum and Dad have just dropped the boys off at football. Hey, lads, don't forget it's Oxford. Take the iPad if you get bored. We've got some more encouragement. From that, a chance for the Yellers. Checking out the flag earth down there. Moderate. Wind's picking up though. And just to let you know, we are back row, and this is what's behind us. A lonely walkway for a lonely steward. Justice for stewards up here is certainly not a thing. 35 gone, still 0-0. That could be about to change. I said could. Wrong about, Mum and Dad didn't drop the boys off. Looks like Dad's been here the whole time. Where the hell's he been sitting then? Oh, okay. 2 rows in front and an untold amount of seats to the left. Makes sense. Makes total sense. So here on the On The Road series, we have a real habit of getting some absolute classics. This first half was no different. That's sarcasm, by the way. So whilst this lot grabbed their big C's, I'm going to let you know that in 1893 Headington United was formed. 1949 was their first ever semi-pro game. In 1953 they won the Southern League Cup. 61 was the Southern League Championship. 62 they went and done it again. And that lot over there, without zooming in, I can't make out. As always, shout out to the groundsman for making the beautiful game look beautiful. Come on, Tony, shout out for you as well if you actually do some work. There we go. And we've got Tina from the media team, making sure we capture all the Oxford goals in this second half. It probably does feel like she's wasting her time though. And before I showed you what was behind us, it was that lonely steward walkway, but there's something behind that and all. Whole nother section. No seats though. Maybe they run out. A match made in heaven down here. This song and these skills, perfect. Now, Fopmob did continue to update Charlie about the West Ham score, but he didn't want to tell me.
West Ham 1, Huddersfield 2.
Oh, look, here's Liam's mum. Cup of coffee. Liam looks well happy. Hey. First out today's Bradford. Do you know what? I don't think I've actually mentioned that Oxford are playing Bradford today. I might have, but in case I didn't, this is Bradford. Also, this right here, this is Gary, groundsman. As I've already said, doing a great job at the half-time warm-ups, really messing things up. Following that, Oxford are back out. And you've got the human ruler, checking if there's any holes in the nets. There's plenty. And then eventually we have a kick-off. That fetching coat on Liam's mum is not helping. She's pretty cold, trying to keep warm. And for some reason, photo man Dave seems to find that funny. It's not funny, Dave. And before I did say the wind was picking up. Support. And a chance. Up the other end, there hasn't been much for this lot to cheer about, understandably. They've been quiet. And the message down here is don't just drop it, bin it. Unfortunately, someone over the far side definitely didn't get the memo. Looks like the kids are back, parentless again. We've got ourselves another chance. Looks like this lot and Liam's mum are certainly appreciating the second half efforts. But this is a relegation battle. It's a 6-pointer. It's currently 0-0 after an hour. So step up Marcus Brown, wearing the number 10. Currently on loan from West Ham. Charlie expects big things from him. And now, my friends, there's some stats from Fopmob. 5 goals, 3 assists. Will we see any more? We shall see. We continue with an Oxford free kick. Go! Meanwhile, the wind has opened Charlie's programme on a very important page. It's all about Ollie's room, where you can enjoy arts and crafts and other activities. Not too sure what other activities are. I'm not too sure if Ollie's family room is the same as Ollie's den. Who knows? Oh, it's Liam, son of Liam's mum. May well have just come from Ollie's family room or Ollie's den, not too sure. But Schultz, mate, you're braver than me. It's freezing out here. The wind has since opened the programme to a Q&A with Sam Long, which means in addition to getting the full spread poster, Charlie can now find out more information about his hero. There's the full spread poster. As I said, it's freezing out here and Charlie's keeping warm. Oxford continue to press. I've got to show you this. Got to be said, it's been all one-way traffic this second half. No! For the remainder of the game, I've been joined by this random person, man in hooded jacket. Come on! Despite the 4 added minutes, Liam and his mum are off. It feels like for the first time in the game, Bradford are going to have a chance. Oh, wow. Shouts for the penalty, not given. Meanwhile, Charlie is absolutely buzzing. Why? Bottom up call, 92nd minute. Javier Hernandez. Great comeback from the Hammers. The boy is loving it. If only everyone else in this stand felt the same way. Well, they might do. football. Why can't you just bottle it up? Almost the last kick of the game, Oxford take the lead. You got to say, well deserved and all. But this League One tie is currently going through some sort of VAR without having VAR. So at the time, I didn't really know what was happening, but now I can fill you in, kind of. Bradford players protested. Referee has disallowed the goal. This lot are happy. It's all to do with the lead up to the goal, which started with a Bradford penalty appeal. Remember? This one. Wow. Milano didn't flag at the time, but has he changed his mind? Bradford striker's got the ball in his hand up there. He's ready to take a penalty. Now the ref finds himself over on this side with the other lino, and now it looks like the goal's been given. Or has it? More protest from the Bradford players. Milano's getting an earful. Looks like the ref might have been swayed again. And just as he goes over to have another chat with the fourth official, it's confirmed. The goal stands. Or does it? Honestly, I felt like this went on for about 10 minutes. What a mess. And that is confirmation. 1-0 to Oxford. Literally 1 minute later, there's your full-time whistle. So we got some appreciation, and some appreciation right back, but my friends, it is now time to leave. But before we do that, should we rate this experience? Let's. First up, and as per usual, we're going to be talking atmosphere. You know what? It wasn't that bad. When the game picked up, so did the crowd, particularly at the end. I'm going to give this one a 3.5 stars. Moving on, we're talking facilities. They're not that bad either. Well, I don't know if they noticed, but they're missing a stand at the end. It reminds me of my geeky days when I used to play Theme Park and Roller Coaster Tycoon and what's the other one? Sim City, that's the one. You go ahead and you spend a load of money on building something and you realise you haven't got space to actually put a path to it. There's plenty of paths coming into this place, but yeah, just lacking a stand at the end. Overall, nice little ground right next to a Hollywood Bowl. I'm going to give the Kassam Stadium 3 stars for 3 stands. Next up, we're talking food and drink. Very important, as per usual. I mention it every time, but it is. It really is. Lack of drinking options. No Dr. Pepper. Just went for the water. Kind of tasted like water. As for food, we went for the Big C, the cheeseburger. Pre-made, of course. Didn't like the look of it, but it actually tasted all right. I think with the addition of onions, it could have been good. But for food and drink, I'm going to go straight down the middle, 2.5 stars. So overall, what did it cost me? Well, in and around the ground, I spent £27.30. And for the last 10 minutes of the game alone, that was probably worth it. Entertaining stuff, so I'm happy. What does it get for a score, though? Well, it was better than all right overall, I'd say, so I'm going to give it a 3, and yeah, let's do a 3.5, which overall gives Oxford a total score of 12.5 stars, which sees them sit in a very respectable part of the table, 17th. So as we get the hell out of here, we say goodbye to the Kassam Stadium. I'm just saying, if my little girl gets to this age and she wants to be carried, I'm just going to say do one. On the road back to the car, we see a very detailed ox, or bull, I'll Google it later, but everything seems to be in proportion. We're tempted by Hollywood Bowl, but you know what, I've just got to get home. You was also calling, no thanks, as was Frankie and Benny's double no thanks. So we continue our walk under this bridge, where we finally reach the car, parking ticket free as well.
What a day.
Yeah, lovely day. And as we leave Oxford, we say thank you. We also say if you happen to work at a football club, you're part of the media team or staff or anything there, chuck us an email. You'll see your club featured on the On The Road series. And if you don't, you're a casual viewer and you're a fan of a club, just tweet them, tag me in it. Hopefully it'll get the conversation going. And the main reason for this is because I want to go to grounds where I've got permission to do these little clips. So touching base with the club themselves and explaining everything is a good way to start. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this On The Road at Oxford. Don't forget to drop a like on the video if you're new to the channel as well. Hit the subscribe button. Go and check out the rest of the On The Road series as well. And as usual, I will see you in the next one. And that next one is one that comes with a little bit of controversy. It's MK Dons. The real Wimbledon? Well, on the road, yet back again, and today we're heading to Stadium MK, home of MK Dons. Now, I'm going to be honest with you guys, I don't think I've ever announced anywhere that I'm going and received so much hate for it. And to be honest, it wasn't me that received the hate, it was just the fact that I was going to MK Dons. And before we go any further with this, let me tell you that the lovely guys over at FotMob have sponsored this video. You're looking for match updates, stats, and upcoming games, roll very short clip. A lovely animation, I think you'll agree. I didn't make it. But make sure you get yourself onto FotMob. It's on Google Play and the App Store. You can download it from the link in the description below as well. But right about now, it's time for a history lesson. Once upon a time, there was a club called Wimbledon. They were formed in 1889. They're proper old this lot, and they spent most of their time in the non-league. However, a great spell during the 1980s saw them rise from that right up to the first division. They even, as underdogs, beat Liverpool in the FA Cup final, which is one of the biggest cup upsets to date. Then during the 90s, they found themselves in the Premier League, where had double, triple, and quadruple swaps of Chris Perry. But when the year 2000 hit, that's when everything went downhill. They were relegated from the Premier League. After ground sharing with Crystal Palace, they were looking for other locations. In 2001, they intended to move to Milton Keynes. To give you an idea, that's just under 60 miles away. This idea was granted by the Football Association in 2002. They then played their first match in Milton Keynes in 2003 and switched their name to MK Dons in 2004. Now, obviously, it wasn't that simple. A lot of Wimbledon fans felt like their club had been taken away from them, obviously moving so far away. So they decided to start a club from scratch known as AFC Wimbledon, who have risen through non-league into the Football League. It's a great story, but I won't go into it too much until I go to our AFC Wimbledon myself. However, I will leave this story with the fact that there is a great rivalry between these two clubs now, and one that often begs the question, who is the real Wimbledon here? But of course, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. But today is MK Dons, so let's focus on them. Actually, let's not focus on them, let's focus on getting to my guest for today, and just so you know, I've taken the back route. In fact, this isn't the back route, the width restriction from the Oxford video is the back route. This is straight through the middle, where I shouldn't be, but I thought I'd bring you some buses. Buses where and when? Well, buses here, and buses on a Saturday. Bus on a Saturday, not an uncommon thing though, is it? But imagine seeing one on a Sunday. It's definitely rare. Anyway, you know you're running late when the person you're picking up is waiting outside. And this very person that is waiting outside, of course, is Charlie from Palmers FC.
Hello.
Hello. Now, according to my trusty sat nav, Stadium MK is an hour and 24. Should we do this? Of course. Let's do this. Actually, make that an hour and 25, 26, maybe 27. We're in a bit of traffic here. But when we do get going, we're going to jump on where we have to jump on for most videos. Of course, it's the M25. We're going anti-clockwise. And of course, because we're going anti-clockwise, we're going through this tunnel. And you know what's at the end of every single tunnel. Let me know in the comments below. Now, in the last video when we went to Oxford, we took the A1, which is not to be mistaken, of course, with the British/Norwegian boy band. Are they doing gigs at Brightlingsea? I'm not too sure. Last time we went, we saw 4 from S Club 7 and 3 from one of the greatest boy bands of all time. Of course, it's 5. And I've got proof. This is my friend Tom. Listen, don't pretend you don't know the 5 bad boys with the power to rock you, in this case 3. Now, the reason we took the A1, not to be mistaken by the British-Norwegian boy band last time round, was because we needed petrol. This time round, we're just hungry. Welcome to South Mims. Love this place. In fact, any service station with a KFC gets a thumbs up from me. In fact, do you know what? Wait a sec. Shut. I've just had this really good idea for a series, right? Go around all the motorways, rating all the service stations, you know, food and drink, atmosphere. Right, I'm back. And look at that, we're on foot. Burger King, Waitrose, Harry Ramsden, Starbucks, and KFC. The choice people. So as we go through the double doors, this is our venue for today. Welcome to South Mims. So obviously I'm attracted to the chicken, but the queue is a problem. Meanwhile, Burger King, not so much. So let's confirm, because of time restraints, we're going Burger King. As I go, and we've done it. There's a receipt. There's a tribute to KFC. We ordered chicken strips. And my friend is £7.49 on food and Jesus Christ. On the road, yeah, back again. I've just realised the intro really focused around Wimbledon, so let's focus on MK Dons. Name, MK Dons. Founded 2004. That's like... It's a lot younger than me. They play their football in Stadium MK, which has a capacity of 30,500. Love round numbers. Anything else? Dean Lewington, the only player that was there when Wimbledon were going, made the transition to MK. Club captain and made over 600 appearances. Well done, that man. Anyways, we move on. Satius Navius is telling us to head up north to Luton. We're going up the M1. And now we're on the M1, where I considered taking a trip to Whipsnade Zoo. But of course, we've got a football match to see. According to this sign, we're 24 miles away from Milton Keynes. But with the power of editing, we're now in Milton Keynes. And it's got to be said, full of roundabouts. As we approach another one up there, you see a brown sign, that's Stadium MK, we're nearby. And as we approach this sign here, Stadium MK is on the right. So we're going to take said right. Said right was taken, and welcome to Stadium MK. I'm actually looking for press parking, that's right, we've got contacts. In fact, it was MK Dons that contacted me, namely Callum from the media team, which is why we find ourselves here today. That's the thing, actually, I will be putting priority on the clubs that do contact us. So if you work for a club, get in touch. If you're a fan of a club, tag me, tag them, get the conversation going. As we drive past the KFC, which probably isn't as busy as the one in South Mims, I thought to speak to these guys up here and see if they can direct me to the press parking. Hello, mate. Where's press parking for today?
Press parking, follow it through. First on the right, and then on the left hand side.
Thank you very much, mate. And just like that, we drive through. Didn't have to show him anything, we just went.
Kevin Jones!
So I'll be honest, I don't know if this is press parking or not, but we'll just park up here, go on. And now we're on foot, by car. Next job, collect the tickets. There's ticket sales. Would it be here? It wasn't there. But it might be round here. Welcome to Stadium MK. Well, we found a sign that says ticket collection point. Fantastic. Well, this very happy man has handed us our tickets, and now we've got the tickets. That's £15 on this League 2 tyres MK Dons take on Yeovil Town. Let's get in this stadium. We're looking for gate 4. Although as we walk round, we're closer to M&S and Next. We found gate 1. Keep walking. As you can see, it's packed here. It might take a while to get in. I'll tell you what, I'm rating the choice in restaurants opposite, apart from Frankie and Benny's, of course. We've reached gate 2. Keep walking. Loving the hospitality packages available, including Rod Stewart, not to be missed. Just gone past gate 3, keep walking, which means this will be gate 4 up here. Now it is gate 5, which means we're walking back. We've literally walked around the whole stadium. Could this be gate 4? Well, we walked in and we've been immediately greeted by this posh chair. Our tickets are now being taken by a steward and, I don't know what's happening here. He scanned the tickets and turned the barrier, but we didn't walk through. It's just, I don't know what this is. Well, we're in. I didn't get to say football, so football. Now we're looking for row EE. And just to let you know, this is an Al-Seater stadium. And here is that Al-Seater stadium. Looks nice, as Tony looks to do one of them panos. We're definitely going to be in this photo. We are. Hello. You're right. Anyway, back to finding our seat. And you know what? I've got to say it again. It's really nice. Really, really nice. We're still having trouble finding row EE. Not to be mistaken with the British Mobile Network operator. There's literally not an EE listed. DD it goes up to. So no luck on the seat as of yet as MK Dons and their opponents today, Yeovil, make their way out onto the field. I've noticed that flags here are a thing. It's all about the flags. definitely a thing. Meanwhile, Charlie's just making his way back from the toilet. Everything's just so big and open and spacious, apart from Charlie. And it's also full of signs, exits, fire exits, first aids, more first aids. You won't be getting lost in here. The steward just told us our seats are here, in the disabled section. I don't know how we've done it. I said we can go and find another seat because there's plenty about. Before we do that, a look down here. Yeovil brought the whole town down today. They do that a lot, to be fair. Also, a lot of burglaries on Saturday afternoon when Yeovil away. It's linked. It's got to be. Anyway, we kicked off. Let's find a seat. You know what? I think this one here will do absolutely nicely. And this, my friends, is our view for today. And I've got to say it again. I'm going to keep saying it as well. It's a lovely little ground. This is League 2, don't forget. We're being spoiled. Possibly one of the founding fathers of the human ruler family. Don't even need to see his form. As for justice for stewards, it's definitely not a thing. Definitely not a thing. All eyes on the 10 people in this stand. So given the crowd today, it's not going to be great atmosphere. But people are trying back there. So just for context, it is MK Dons in the white, and they currently sit 4th in the table. If we scroll right to the bottom, well, not right to the bottom, 3rd from bottom, is Yeovil that is hanging on somewhat. What's the head-to-head saying, Ian? Pretty even. MK Dons just edging it. Last time round, it was a 1-1 draw. There is a few ball boys dotted around, but overall, not many, which means stewards do have to muck in at times. Anyway, let's move on. Club legend Dean Lewin whipping this free kick in. It's half cleared towards the edge of the box for Ryan Harley. And would you look at that, Fotmob bang on time with the notification. Describes as a left-footed shot from outside the box into the bottom right corner. That's exactly what happened, Fotmob. Download it, links in the description below. Now this flag will obviously annoy some. MK Dons claiming that they are the real Dons, are they though? I'm staying out of it. 25 gone, fancy following them on social media? It's up to you, it's your choice. So after that goal, Yeovil have been silenced. Saying that, so has Alan, so has Danny. In fact, so has the whole place. At least this place is getting the kids out to watch the games, but they may or may not be interested. No, I don't think they're interested. Oh, hello, chance for Yeovil from this free kick. Oh, he's showing his form. Fantastic. As I say, we've been spoiled. I feel like the energy's been sapped from Charlie here. I feel sorry for him. Maybe we'll go and get something to eat early. For any kids watching, don't be like me, Hyde Dobry here. He wasn't even touched. Listen, son, the state of your teeth is not my problem. Go and see a dentist. Off you go. So following that, it's time to get some food. And en route, you see more signs, and even more signs. This still baffles me. It's literally a room for turnstiles, but you'll never go through them. Going to what they call the snack bar, and I'm going to switch things up today. We're going to go for a mum's fabulous hot dog. Lack of Dr. Pepper means I'll be getting a water today. And my friends, it's £5.60 on food and drink. Condiments, please. And obviously, you've got to go with the Tommy K and mustard. As I glance up, it is now half-time. I'm glad we came up early because we may well have been queued behind today's attendance. Different view of the ground. It's a nice ground. I'm currently halfway through this bad boy. It's decent. To my left, we've got a cow with his head stuck through some sort of audio equipment, and then to my right, a table that will most probably lose you profit on bargain hunt. And over here, we've got a chance to be part of MK's history. Only 30 quid in our faces on the wall. It's tempting. Listen, if you can get 10,000 likes on this video, me and Charlie will do it. Following that's a quick trip to the toilet. And then we look for a new seat for the second half. We're going to get amongst it this time. As the second half kicks off, this is our view. Right behind the drum. Just so you know, we were sitting over there last time, right in the middle of that red dot. This time it's drums and hitmen. Disappointed to see another ground not stocking Dr. Pepper. Really am. And obviously a little bit disappointed not to be seeing more goals. But let's talk positives. We've got a drum. And signs of a goal might not be too far away. The atmosphere is rising. My friends, welcome to League 2. By the way, today's drum has been Ardley approved. I think that's Neil Ardley, ex-Wimbledon player. Also, ex-AFC Wimbledon manager. Just got my Instagram shot for the day. You can follow me on there. For those of you that dared me to put you in the video, here you go. Hopefully you see your name. Back to the game. Another chance. Blazed over. And here, my friends, is today's attendance. 7,593. Not sure if they counted this one or not. Meanwhile, MK Don's free kick. Handball. Nothing given. Meanwhile, this move from Chuck Sanike started on the halfway line. He's done really well. Really well. Really well. Fotmob bang on the money again. 81 minutes on the clock. MK Dons 2. Yeovil 0. down in front there. Another pano. They love the panoramic photos here at MK. Whilst one set of supporters seem to be very happy, ones down the other end, not so much. The sign's out. Rest in peace, Yeovil Town Football Club. Perhaps performances on the pitch aren't the only thing that's the issue. Maybe behind the scenes it goes a little bit deeper. I did mention earlier there was a lack of ball, boys, and this one here being really put to the test. I mean, where is the ball? I don't know where it landed. You don't know where it landed. Graham down below has a rough idea. But let's just sit back and watch. Pick a row, any row, see if you're right.
Wrong side there.
Mars bar for anyone that's spot on. And that, my friends, was the final action of the game. So it's time to say goodbye to Stadium NK, but before we do, should we rate this experience? Let's. First up, we're talking atmosphere, and as soon as I said that I was going here, they did warn me that it wasn't going to be great. And first half, that'd be right. Second half, it improved, but overall, it wasn't the best, was it? I'm going to go with 1 star, but give them an extra half. They did have a drum. Next up, we're talking facilities, and wow, I mean, look, it's a Premier League ground as far as I'm concerned. I guess the aim is to grow into it, and as a new club, you need success to attract new fans. And to be honest, most fans have got their team, they've got their loyalties. So maybe it's a generation thing, maybe it's just going to take time. Because I think, to be honest, the original fans that were Wimbledon, I don't think they're here. Then again, I might be wrong. Who knows? Let me know in the comments below if you were a Wimbledon fan and you now support MK. Anyway, we're going off track a little bit. Facilities. Overall, for the level it's at, it's 4 stars. It's a lovely little ground. Well, not so little ground. Next up, we're talking food and drink. Very important, as I always say. And this time we went for the hot dog, didn't we? It was nice. Better than okay. I'm going to say 3.5 stars, but we're going to knock you down. There's no Dr. Pepper, was there? 3 stars for food and drink. Finally, we're talking cost. Was it value for money? Well, I only spent 15 quid to get in the place and £5.60 on food and drink. Very reasonable. MK Dons are going to get 3.5 stars. So where does that stick MK Dons in the table? Well, we're going to have to go down a little bit into 21st. I'll be sitting in between Hullbridge and Newport County. Yeah, it was alright. It's just a very nice place to go to. Nothing really offensive about it. As well as the atmosphere, it definitely lacks something else. I can't quite work out what. Very family friendly place. The type of place you take your missus. Great for kids. Yeah, just felt very... I don't know, it's like a Cadbury's cream egg with no filling. Anyway, let's make a move. As we walk back past the cow, this time it's out of exit 5, past the turnstiles that never get used. I still don't get it. And we are out. There's a dog on a Saturday, a hop in the car, and a queue to get out, which means that brings us to the end of this video. Now, if you can do a massive favour, drop a like on this one. Don't forget 10,000 likes. We'll see our faces on that wall in there. Also, if you're new to the channel or not new to the channel, be sure to subscribe as well. It all helps. And of course, check out the On The Road playlist. It contains every ground I've been to so far. So as I say, that is it for this one. Hope you enjoyed. And of course, as always, I will see you in the next one. And up next is my team as we go to visit the new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium for the very first time. On the road, yet back again, and today, on a very personal level, I'm very excited to bring you Tottenham Hotspur at their brand new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Why am I excited? Well, it's a brand new stadium. It looks great. There's going to be an opening ceremony, and it's a Premier League team, which a lot of you have been asking for. Honestly, that's just me trying to cover up for the fact that I'm a lifelong Spurs fan, season ticket holder. This will be the 3rd time that Spurs have been featured in the On The Road series. Obviously, we've been at Wembley, we've been at White Hart Lane, the original ground. But now, after 22 months of waiting, we get to visit the toilet seat, which a lot of Arsenal fans have been calling it. And you know what? They might be right, but isn't it cool to have the most expensive toilet seat around? And yeah, we'll stick that one in the trophy cabinet as well. Just like the last video at MK Dons, this video is sponsored proudly by the guys over at FotMob. Want the latest scores, the stats, and everything pinged to your phone? This is the app for you. Go and roll that lovely animation. Beautiful thing, and again, I'm going to confirm I didn't make it. But yeah, do us a favour, go and grab FotMob. You'll love it. It's on Google Play and the App Store. You can also download it via the link in the description. Now, guys, I haven't taken a wrong turn, and no, I'm not coming to pick up Charlie, but I am coming to pick up another guest for today. Looks nice around here. Turns out my guest for today isn't home from work yet. What's that all about? He said he's literally around the corner, so he was swinging, jumping, and then we're off to Spurs. Any minute now, we'll see him. That weren't him. And that weren't him either. Like, any second now, I think it's going to be next one. No, not that one either. Is it this? No, it's definitely not that one. I'm not gonna lie, this is a very steep hill. At this point, I'd be standing up on this bike. Go on, Gil. Anyway, as I say, should be here any second. It weren't that one, or that one, or that one either. Just hope that it's the next one, really, because time's dragging on. No, that weren't him. Yeah, any second now. Not that one. Hope we're not late. Wait, there he is. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Ash, not from Palmers FC. Traffic update is piling up around Spurs. It's at an hour. And traffic could get worse with 2 hours to go. Hang on, that don't say 2 hours. Clocks went forward, didn't they? I haven't used this car since. It only happens twice a year, so I'm a bit of an amateur trying to remember how to do it. Here we go. Bish, bash, bosh. As we wait for Ash, this cat keeps giving me eagles. Good job he's just turned up because I can't take any more of it.
Home. We're coming home.
Football's coming home? No? So as per, we've got some traffic and a stretch of road where I get to give you the facts. I've done that before, so let's talk about the new ground. Got a capacity of 62,062. 62. It is home to the largest single-tier stand in the UK, which holds 17,500 in it. Onto the pitch, it measures 105 by 68 metres. I'm told that's the same measurements as Wembley. See what they did there? Obviously, there's screens in the stadium. Here's a fact, there's about 1,800 HD TVs dotted around the ground. Imagine working at Curry's on commission and getting that deal. If you thirsty, there's one big bar which runs parallel to the goal line outside, 65 metres. It's the longest bar in the UK. Let's stick that one in the trophy cabinet and all. Now, following those facts, it started to rain. Great. Then it looked like the world was going to potentially end. And then you know the drill. This tunnel, where sometimes I get memories of being a kid trying to hold my breath for the length of it. Sometimes I succeeded, sometimes I failed, sometimes I cheated, and sometimes I don't know, I'm trying to think of a word that rhymes with foul because it went quite poetic, didn't it? But anyway, like every tunnel, as you can see, there is light at the end of it. This is completely backed up by this shot here. Boom, get your shades on. So following a stretch around the M25, we're now on the A10. This will take us straight into North London, home of Tottenham, of course, and Barnet. But the nearer we get, the more traffic there'll be. But we're getting there, kind of. I don't find there's an accident up ahead, people turning around and all that jazz. It turns out the road's closed because of that. I'm taking a right. Then a few more rights, a couple of lefts, and we're here. Not Spurs, we're going to park across someone's driveway instead. Wouldn't normally be allowed, but we've got the hookup. Thank you to my Tottenham friend Luke. Thanks, Luke. Now it's a case of walking to the ground. 20-minute walk, I think. To be fair, I could do with the exercise. Where we parked isn't actually too far from Bretton Road. That's where we used to park. Though we can't park here anymore. Permit signs everywhere. Following our walk through the houses, then it's onto the main road, past this chair, and more walking. Whilst we walk, let's check out what FOTMob's saying. Tottenham currently 4th in the table. Those Champions League spots are tight. Let us know in the comments below who you think is going to make it. One team that's certainly not going to make it is Tottenham's opponents tonight. It is, of course, Crystal Palace down in 13th. 7 games to go. I think they only need a few more points. They'll be safe. This is how the head-to-head looks. 9 wins for Spurs, 3 wins for Palace, and 1 draw. Last time these two met was in the FA Cup in January. I remember it well because one of our own came to haunt us. Andros with your 4 goals and 3 assists. Please, tonight, just keep it quiet, yeah? Must point out I'm very hungry and this road is tempting me. We got the kebab, we got the chicken, we got the Greggs, although it's shut. Great. And don't forget the standard stuff, McDonald's. But none of that tonight. We're eating in the stadium. We've got to rate our food and drink, and yes, it's Housestoning. Now we are getting close, very close. As it continues to Housestone, Ash is not impressed. Did I say we were close? Yes, I did. I can see it from here. According to this sign, it's a 5-minute walk. Now my word, a bus on a Wednesday. Those that know. And now, my friends, we are pretty much home where old meets new. Some might say aliens are landed. I'm just going to say football. Glad to see the old scarf sellers are still in town. I'm even more glad that this is finally ready. Should we go and have a look? I think we should. We're going to start off by going up these steps. Steps at Tottenham, so strange. If anyone says security is an issue, well, they'll be lying. We're currently looking for gate 10. This is gate 6. Did I miss gate 7? Because that's gate 8. Did I miss gate 9? Because this is gate 10. Stickers. Gotta love stickers. We're going in, but there's no turnstiles here. Bit gutted. Football? Anyway, breaking that season ticket down. This one cost us 60 quid. Next destination, and it's up these stairs. Up these ones too until we finally arrive at this big sign anyway. So we've got people everywhere. And I must point out, the floor we're walking on at the moment is the old White Hart Lane. That's what Ledley King told me anyway.
But what makes this floor so special is that the crushed aggregate has been taken from our former home, White Hart Lane.
Plot twist, Ledley built this stadium all by himself. That's why it took so long. Ash needs a slash, and that's what it'll do. And whilst I wait, I'm getting a sneak peek of what it's looking like outside. Finally, Ash is out, and we're walking on the floor Ledley made. And arrive at our gate, 424. That's a handy spot, because just behind us, we've got the tapping bar. You're right, mate. You're right, Ash. Consider getting something to eat and drink, and I will, but right now, I just got to see this stadium. What a gaff. And this is our home. Just along this back row here. Past old dad's shoes there. Then past loafers. And then this pair straight out next. Against the wall. I take my seat. And this right here is my view for the foreseeable future. Spurs team for tonight already out there having a hug. I've just found a flag down the side of my seat. This wall though, I really like this wall. I feel like it's mine. I'm happy. It's going to be one of them nights. Everyone getting their photos. Here's one photo I can smile at. It's Smithy and Craig Mitch. They're presenting the opening ceremony, which is going to be in a minute. He's one of our own. Andros, please, not tonight. As I flick through the buzz on FOTMob, Crystal Palace have released their team. Townsend on the bench. I'll take that. I think it's time for me to post my picture for tonight. It's over on Instagram. You can go and follow me on there. Now that that's done, food. Need it. So the tapping bar. These are your prices. $3.50 for a pie. Not bad. Extra £1 for the chicken tikka though. I'm afraid we have a problem. We have no pies. No Dr. Pepper either. Just a bottle of Coke for now. $2.50. Pricey. I've been told there'll be more food at half time. This of course makes Ash happy. Let's back out to see this view. And now we're being told to take our seats. So I did. You're followed by flags being waved. So many flags. Currently being shown a video which is building up to this opening ceremony, which is this, like with students which are backup singers, a brass band. Then we had Lanya Matthews singing, she was on X Factor once.
Where are you from, Lanya?
Tottenham, North London.
And then another guy who rapped, I didn't get it, but he did. Following that, the teams came out, happy days. Some more singing. She's a very talented singer, but is she as good as that guy off the Go Compare advert? We're about to find out. We carry on, it's turning into the Voice live battles right here. After expecting Tom Jones to come out now and say it's a really good performance. Jennifer Hudson to throw our shoes on the floor. Will I am to say he got goosebumps, and everyone to ignore Ollie Murs. I mean, they're both really great singers and they're putting on a great performance. Could really do with some fireworks though. much better. Satisfied Smiv. Looks like the golden iconic cock there is lit up still. Never thought I'd say that in a video, but I did and I have. A lot of people believe this is the one from the old White Hart Lane, but it's not. That's in the museum. This was remade. But they've even made it with a hole in it. That's from when Gazza shot it with a pellet gun. True story. Right, time for some handshakes. This lot's a sod off. Nice one, guys. The crowd is hyped. Lino's eye in place. Could have sworn that was my thing. James McCarthy to get things ready. And what was I doing on the very first kick-off of the new Tottenham Stadium? I was sneezing. Bless you. We're off. So we started leg room. It's good. And for us on the end, we've got side room. Love it. Love it. Love it. I suppose we're in good voice, but now the game's started, I'll tell you who is. It's Palace. Some might say Justice for Stewards isn't a thing. I actually think you might just be asleep. Ah, no, it's not a thing. It's definitely not a thing. That's a shame because it's a lovely place. Let's have a look around. That is the South Stand, the largest single-tier stand in the UK, holding 17,500. Over there, that's the West Stand. That is where the benches are, technical areas and all that jazz. As you can see, Poch is making his way back to his seat. There are Audi seats over there. Does that mean we're a big club now? We must be. Quick check-in on the Instagram. I never actually stated that this wasn't on the road, but it is, and we're here. And for everyone that wanted to see their comment in the video, hopefully you can see yours here. Let's talk flag girth. Decent. You can see Spurs Cyprus have made their way up the other end now, part of the crew in the South Stand. Wish I was there. Alas, I'm not. Looks like the lyrics for songs are on the screens now. I've got to admit, it's a little bit cagey, to be fair. I think everyone just wants that perfect start in the stadium, players and manager included. And as time goes on, maybe we're adding the pressure to ourselves. And obviously, that's only going to play into Palace's hands. 26 on the clock, Spurs have got a free kick. Dangerous. Trips can bang them. Ericsson can bang them. Kane can bang them. But it is Kane that takes charge. 30 gone. Still 0-0. And to be fair to him, this lot's still banging on. Following that for this, so it's either a toilet break or they're trying to get the pies before anyone else. Darren down there was definitely playing Fortnite before he came out to work. Xbox at 6, work at 7. Time for Spurs corner, Ericsson cross, Kane header, talking ahead. There's Ashes, ball goes wide. It's raining and it's almost half time. Time for food, I'm starving, can't be missing out again. Back inside now, on Ledley's floor of course. The queues, they're a thing. As we check in on the scores at half time, Chelsea are beating Brighton, that's not good, I'll tell you why. As we're currently occupying 5th place, that's not where we want to be. The standout man on the pitch right now is Ben Davies, who'd have thought. Look at the stats, Spurs are dominant. There's been very few clear chances, unfortunately. This right here is beer that pours itself. Well, not pours, it fills it up from the bottom. Clever stuff. And that right there is a Spurs signature pie. That's another £3.50 spent, so I take my pie. I'll take it right outside me as I admire the views. It's time to assume the seating position because I am hungry. Now, it's got to be said, the best pie I've had so far in the series is from Maidstone. This right here, I was pleasantly surprised by. I'll let you know more in a bit. Following my pie, which I've just eaten all of, by the way, the players are back out, and we're ready to go for the second half. There's a chance for Palace early on, but not too long after. Shoots! Yeah! So it's confirmed the first Premier League goal scored at the new ground is by... He's happy, and I think everyone else in this ground right now is very happy. And a little bit relieved as well. We're in the second half now, and yeah, it's definitely not a thing. Harry Kane's in. Meanwhile, I can't get over how happy I am with this wall. This is my wall. And my dad's when he shares the ticket as well. As much as Ian in front and Darren down there has got a wall, it's not as close. See that? Much closer. I get to lean. Looks like Mike Dean lookalike is part of the Human Ruler family. Great form. Great form. Now it's time for a man who's come through the ranks, finally getting his moment on this brand new pitch. It is, of course, Harry Winks. Appreciation and more appreciation. Simon, I'm telling you, Fortnite's not for you, mate. 75 gone. 1-0 to Spurs. Oh, God, Townsend's on. I mean, I love you, mate, but please not now. 10 plus stoppage time to go, and Kane's gone down in the box. Oh, no! At this point, I think the penalty's been given. He's actually gone in the back of the net. I couldn't see it. That's all the confirmation I need. Who was it? Number 23, Christian Eriksen. With that, this lot have had enough. Now I can see what happened. Kane goes down. Everyone's appealing it, but there's Eriksen on the ball. Put it past the keeper. But despite that, it's Palace fans that are louder. Not long after that, I genuinely thought there was a fire in the stadium. worried. Didn't want the stadium burning down on the first night. They were literally banging on about how they were red and blue 2 minutes earlier. Come on, at least use the right colour smoke. And with that, visibility isn't its best right now, but hey, game's done. Well, 3 minutes to go, Sonny makes his way up to a standing ovation. Palace fans still banging on, to be fair to them, and now they've got a conductor. Lovely. Down below, this lot are trying to work out who set off the smoke. Hands up if you enjoy the On The Road series. Yeah, we got one. We got two.
Oh, yeah, I like it as well.
That final whistle due any second now as Ericsson makes his way forward. He's got Kane and Lucas Moura who's now on the field ahead of him. And Ericsson looks to have found him as well. Lovely first touch. Could it be free? No, wasn't to be. That's it, 3 points, much needed. Should we rate this experience? I think we should, let's. And as per usual, we're going to start things off with atmosphere. Interesting one, because I see a lot of people saying the atmosphere was amazing. And I have to agree, but only in parts. It's one of them, new stadium, everyone's trying to find their feet, whereas the away supporters, they know where they sit, they know where they're at, all batched together, singing the songs, they're the hardcore. And that's the same at most stadiums, the away fans do often out-sing the home supporters. Overall, I'm going to give it 3.5 stars. I think there's a lot of improvement to be had, but that'll come with time, hopefully, fingers crossed. Facilities, what can I say? Brand new stadium, it's state-of-the-art, it's looking lovely. What do you expect? It's quite simple, isn't it? 5 stars. Next up, we're going to be talking food and drink. I was actually very, very surprised by this because the bigger the stadium, generally the worse the food is. Obviously, I didn't try anything else other than the signature pie, and it was well worth the wait. The only way I could describe it is like bolognese mincemeat in a pie. It's beautiful, and I cannot wait to go back because I need to try it again. Obviously, the drink situation, no Dr. Pepper. I thought there'd be a little bit more forward thinking than that. But overall, and I didn't expect this at all, but 4 stars for the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. If you ever go, try the signature pie. Finally, we're talking cost. Was it value for money? Well, Spurs season tickets are the highest in the Premier League. Yes, it's a nice ground. Yes, there's fantastic players. But year on year, the biggest clubs are pricing the working man out of the game. This is why I'm a big advocate for non-league football. Get yourself out there, support your local team, they need you. Following the ticket price, we've got $3.50 for the pie. I thought that was quite reasonable, actually. You pay that price the lower you go down the leagues, and of course, it was lovely as well. When did bottled drinks get so expensive, though? £2.50? Jesus. That's £66. I'm about to spend another tenner as well on a commemorative programme. Yeah, overall, 2 stars for cost here at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. That takes us to the overall standings, and straight away, you can see they're in the top 7. It's a lovely gaff. The food's great. If the atmosphere improves over time, I'm a happy man. And so we take one last look at our beautiful new home, and just like that, we're out of here. Onto Ledley's floor. One last sneak peek. Oh, go on then. And it's from Ledley's floor to the outside. And wow, wow, wee, wow. Well, calm down, mate. You got no flags there. Next stop is the Spurs shop. Didn't get to get a programme, so we're going to get one in there. Queues. But eventually we make it. Now the programmes. Queues. It's fine. This is my club. My one and only club. Here we go. One programme. That's going to be £10. Jesus. Call me a mug, but it's a commemorative one. Spurs, of course, are in partnership with the NFL. What's this? On the road. Yep. Back again. Absolute humdingers right here. This shirt, beautiful. This one screams Jurgen Klinsmann. This one to me, Sheringham. And this one, my wardrobe. Already rocking it. Anyway, we must go. Exit this way. And it's got to be said, it's great to be home. It really is. Talking of which, I've got to go to my other home now. Another good thing to see. Chick King back in business. And now it's time to take a walk up the high road, past the queues. Don't know why they do it to themselves. Cross over to 406. Back past this chair. And finally, we're back in the car. And just like that, we are out of here. Hope you enjoyed this one. Don't forget to drop a like on the video if you haven't done so already. Subscribe to the channel too. Be sure to check out also the On The Road playlist if you've missed any. Yeah, that is it. Thanks for all the love on the channel recently. Much, much appreciated. And of course, as always, I will see you in the next one. Or the next one. I was looking forward to this one. Portsmouth at Fratton Park. We was invited down. What could go wrong? On the road, yep, back again. And today we're heading to, well, only the most requested video in the On The Road series so far. It is, of course, Portsmouth. Play out Pompey. This League One side was founded in 1898. Play their football at Fratton Park, which has a capacity of 20,620. Have I got anything else for you? Yes. On the 22nd of February, 1956, Fratton Park played host to Newcastle in what was the very first floodlit game in the Football League. Can I shed any more light on it? Yes, Newcastle won. Anyway, before we delve into things anymore, let me tell you that this video is sponsored by the lovely people at FotMob. If you want the latest scores pinged to your phone, look no further. Yeah, it's a puck a little out. That's right, I said puck. The 90s called. They want their positive word back. But no, you got to grab FotMob, and here it is in action, telling us that Pompey are currently 4th in League One, whilst their opponents for today, Rochdale, they're looking over their shoulder, just 2 points above the drop zone. Little fact about the game today, Portsmouth haven't lost in their last 4 meetings against Rochdale. 3 wins, 1 draw. Who do I think is going to win? Pompey. And a whopping 79% agree. And here is the head-to-head between the two teams. Last time round, it was Pompey that nicked a 1-0 win. If you want to see the last time Rochdale got the better of Pompey, you'll have to scroll down. That was back in 2014 when they're both in League 2. What happened that day, you ask? Well, FotMob's got it covered. Matthew Lund opening and scoring after 17 minutes in Henderson, then doubling the lead just before the hour mark. And of course, 4 minutes later, you remember, didn't you? Peter Vincenti making sure. He was subbed in the 90th minute, obviously to a standing ovation. Where is he these days? Macclesfield. Just 1 goal to his name this season. Was never really prolific, was he? In fact, looking at the career stats, 2014-15 was his heyday, really, wasn't it? So as you can see, the app goes in depth. I'm telling you, grab FOTMob. It's on Google Play and the App Store. You can download it from the link in the description below. Now, as usual, first job is to go into my old manor. Someone smelt gas. Where else? We're heading to Town Centre, where buses do run on Saturdays. I mean, why wouldn't they? It's an inside joke that I need to probably get rid of now, but I won't get rid of it. I won't. Long story short, I saw a bus once and pointed it out. Yeah, that was pretty much it. So as I continue my quest into Town Centre, I find myself turning left into a residential road, but who is the resident that lives down this road?
This is the Vodafone voicemail service for...
Well, obviously, it's Tomo from Palmer's FC.
Clean your car. I've been waiting for my bank card to come. I lost it 2 days ago.
Hello? Let's get on our way. And right about now, we are in the heart of Town Centre. But we look for an escape and find it in the M25. Specifically, the QE2 bridge. What, they're going to charge me to cross it? Yes, they are. That's £2.50. And for what? Well, to enter Kent, the Garden of England. This garden is getting very much watered right now. And then with the magic of editing, we're suddenly in Surrey. Home of the world-famous Clackett Lane services. You can see the demand there. Look at the traffic. I mean, as far as services go, it's alright. It's got parking. That's a start. As we take a walk in, Tomo got scared because he thought he saw me. Me? Yes, me. Right there. Not Neil, not Alex. Me. Proof that the Matrix does exist and there was a glitch in it. Hello, mate. Have a good one. As we reach the entrance, we're on the pool, and now we're inside, where Tomo's getting some high-quality H2O. Meanwhile, I'm getting cash out, and there's no cash inside. Tomo then hands me the H2O, and it's the worst kind. I can't stand smart water. Eventually, I do get some cash out, and then we're on our way, where we're on the push, and eventually back to the car. And yep, traffic's still a thing out here. As we move on, I spot a yellow lay-by. As far as lay-bys are concerned, this is probably the most colourful one I've ever seen. As you can see, it's being put to good use. Would highly recommend. Now, consider killing 2 birds with 1 stone and going to Lingfield Park and Hever Castle, but we've got to get to Frank Park. Also, consider going to Chestnut World of Adventures, but as I said, we've got to go to Fratton Park. The OCD in me hates this new Land Rover Discovery. That number plate that's slightly to the left, really doing me head in. First world problems. As we carry on, I spot Portsmouth on a sign, which is great. Looks like we're going to be taking the A3, not to be mistaken by A1, the British/Norwegian boy band. And this right here is the A3, where laybys are bigger, but not as colourful. It might not be as colourful, but look at this bridge. Angles. Love it. It's got character. And not as much character with this bridge, but it's still got angles. Love it. And this tunnel, well, I'm in my element. Look at it. And ladies and gentlemen, you know what's at the end of every single tunnel. Of course, there's light. Now, I mentioned a while ago that I like to hold my breath through tunnels, and, well, this was no different until I realised how bloody long it is. The tunnel, that is. Honestly, we kept driving and driving and driving until we kept driving. And then drove some more. I genuinely thought we was going to end up in Narnia or something. Never seen it, but I know it's not anywhere near here. But as you can see, as expected, there is light at the end of this tunnel. And I just wanted to show you that. Put your mind at rest, quality control and all that. A little further on from the light at the end of that tunnel, there's another bridge, and it's at an angle. What is it with bridges and angles? I love them, though. Anyway, like most on the road, you get to the 4-minute mark and realise you've been watching a dash cam for all that time. Although, thank you for sticking by. We've just reached Portsmouth. Where we head down the high street, there's a car up on the right. Nothing unusual about that. As we continue, see a brown sign for Portsmouth FC. That is good news. Now, where to park? I did ask Pompey fans on Twitter. Stuart Jones suggested Southampton. Considered it, but went against it. Our regular guest Charlie from Palmer's FC was tweeting from Benidorm, I have you know. He dared me to put this in the video, so there you go. Rob Taylor thought the best place to park was on the road, which I liked, I have you know. Chris Williams suggested a car park. That was good. I agreed to put this tweet in the video as well. As I scanned through the replies, Isaac suggested the hospital, and so did Harry too, so here we go. Welcome to St Mary's Hospital. Car park, I have you know. The ground is definitely in walking distance. I can see the floodlights. We walk up to pay. Actually suggest that we pay when leaving, so let's do that. And so we're walking down Milton Lane to be exact. And Fratton Park is literally just there. Looks like modern art is taking off in Portsmouth. As we continue our walk, we arrive at the Pompey shop, which is also where we're going to pick up our tickets. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Blue and white everywhere, and I'm loving the retro. Anyway, we find said club ticket office, where Danny is explaining how it kicked off in the Lawrence Arms last night. Meanwhile, I'm using the very handy diagram supplied on desk to show Tomo where we're sitting today. Eventually, the tickets are printed. That's £23 spent on this League One tie. And here we are, welcome to Fratton Park. Just to let you know, this car park will be closed for 10 minutes after the final whistle on match days. It'd be rude not to get an official match programme. Those unofficial ones ain't as good. That's £3 spent. Tomo fancies a drink, so here we go to the Victory Lounge. And now I'm in the Victory Lounge, which looks like one big old social club. Nothing wrong with that. It's a family club. They're currently watching Spurs rip Huddersfield apart in the early kickoff. One drink was had, and we was back outside. Tony stamped me out in case I wanted to come back in. But now I was done as we walked past the Rochdale team coach. For some reason, it looks like we're leaving. Well, leaving for a burger from Flipping Perfect. It's actually one of the 10,000 burger stalls dotted around the stadium. And they were ever so friendly as I ordered a quarter pounder with cheese and onions. That's another $3.75 spent. I'll tell you what, it was nice. Here come the Pompey squad, and I've got to be honest with you guys, I am surprised that they're fighting for automatic promotion in League One. Anyway, as they head in, we should head in. And did you know, Portsmouth Football Club was saved by the fans in 2013. Here's Colin looking for his name. Meanwhile, Tomo continues his habit of just not giving a damn and walking ahead of me. And so we're here, time to scan a ticket, time to go through a turnstile. Now, before we go any further, can everyone please watch their language? Now, I'll tell you what, I do love a good bit of graffiti. I actually asked Tom on the way down, name me a Portsmouth legend. Now, don't worry, come out with Linvoy Primus. If it's graffitied on a wall, then the story checks out. Now, at the end of this, I'm going to rate the facilities. It's just gone up a star. Meanwhile, Tomo's queuing up for some Cadbury's chocolate fingers. As for me, I want to see what the stadium looks like. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fratton Park. All that's left to do is find our seat. Found it, and this is our view for today. Now this right here is the Fratton end, but we can't really see much, to be honest. We are really jutting out on this stand. And there is a constant wind coming at us. Look at Carol's hair for reference. It's freezing. And to add to that, should it rain, we're in the bit where it isn't covered. So Portsmouth, no rain please. That's time to grab some hot chocolate. I think I'm in the right place. Yes, I am. That's another £1.50 spent. So here is said hot chocolate. Meanwhile, Tomo's having a good conversation about walking football with Ian in front. I don't know what's in the water in the change rooms, but the Pompey team suddenly grew a lot. Maybe it was the magic spray. We'll never know though. Big fan of goals on wheels. Really like them. Right now on the screen we're being shown a video from the fans' perspective of the Checker Trade Trophy. Happy days for Pompey fans. And happy days for Shirley. She's just got to meet Nelson the mascot. There must be some history around Nelson and Portsmouth. I haven't read a book yet. But I shall do that in good time. I'm actually starting to think that magic water isn't long lasting. Pompey team has shrunk again. Just bumped into fans of the On The Road series, Brendan and Brendan's dad. Hello. Also, whilst I'm on my feet, I'm going to post today's Instagram photo. You can go follow me in there if you want. Teams are coming out, and it's just occurred to me that the small Pompey team that I saw originally were not the team that I thought was on Magic Water. I've royally messed up here. I'm embarrassed with myself.
Come on, Pompey!
Right, Brendan, what is this song?
This is Portsmouth by Mike Goldfield, and it's Pompey Remix.
Update from Tomo, he's just stuck his chocolate fingers in his hot chocolate, which in theory would make it taste more chocolatey. Story checks out, nod of approval. So that's your lineup. And my friends, this is a kickoff. So now that everyone's in the stadium, time for a brew. I'll join you with chocolate fingers, of course. I need to bring 4D to YouTube. I can't express how cold I am right now. Obviously, we're here, League One. Human rulers are going to be present, surely. I'll confirm, though. So I've been told you won't get a better atmosphere than Portsmouth. I think they're warming up. And so am I. Look at some late arrivals. Looks like Shane from Palmers FC. His missus won't be happy. Coming down to Portsmouth with another girl. I won't say anything though. It's not my place. They're definitely getting warmer, but the wind's getting stronger. Dizzy heights for the fella cameraman up there. I do love an old ground though. Can't beat a tin roof and a bit of asbestos. Can't beat a bit of rust either. Gotta love rust. So Justice for Stewards is definitely a thing at Fratton Park. Look at him getting an eyeful. Love it. Well, they do have a separate response team here. It's what every steward wants to be. You get these shades. Just caught Eye of Dave here. Persistent stand in, but the stewards don't mind. You know why they don't mind? Because Dave's rocking the retro shirt. If I was a Pompey fan, I'd be rocking one. As you can hear, a goal went in, missed it, changed the battery. But if I had to describe it, I'd say Oliver Hawkins just headed it top left corner. Malo with the assist. Nice one, Bob. As you can see, Retro Dave is having a party. Meanwhile, Retro Miguel, he's late to the party. And if it wasn't confirmed before, Justice for Stewards is definitely a thing. Just chill, boys. We're approaching the 25-minute mark. And a big shout out to everyone that keeps Fratton Park beautiful. Of course, those that keep the brews coming. So we'll be there, right? And I said to Steve, don't go in there, son. He turns around at me and says, I think I'm going to have to. So I said to him, in all my years working here, never do you go in there. You know, you've been here a while. You never go in there. You walk around. So what's he do? He goes in there, doesn't he? Ugh. Just can't trust him. Free kick for the Dow. Followed by a chance for Pompey. Into the 35th, and they keep on tempting me. I'm not getting it. I'm sorry, I'm not getting it. Also about that time where the early birds get the food and beers in. I feel like this man could be undercover. Normally I have a hunch on people's names, but he's so disguised, I ain't got a clue. It's definitely not his normal attire though. 41 on the clock, and now they're telling me how to keep warm. 1,300 quid for a premium boiler. It's not going to help me now, is it? Next up, we're talking flag girth. It's decent. While I was concentrating on the flag girth, I missed a penalty shout. If I had to describe it, guys, I'd say Ethan Eback's Landell brought down Nathan Thompson in the box. Nice one, Fop Mob. That was bang on half time, so I'm going to go and try the cuisine. I've got to say, it's a tight squeeze out here. A very tight squeeze. The Holy Grail is in sight. We're going to go for a steak and kidney pie. I've got to tell you, I've been queuing for about 15 minutes now. No matter how near I get to the front, I've always been back of the queue. Strange. Eventually, we reached the front. There is my pie. And my friends, another £3.50 spent. So I take my pie back to the seat, and unfortunately, I just missed the kickoff for the second half. So as you can see from the shaky shot, I'm very cold. I was hoping this pie would warm me up, but it's burnt. I don't really want to eat a burnt pie. So I remain cold as this shaky shot comes in of the attendance. 18,197. Great support for League One. So Brendan's just come up to show me his hat full of badges, particularly the one where Pompey beat Spurs in the semi-final at Wembley. Yeah, great, thanks.
Yeah, the old 2-1 game where... Oh, shit, son.
The showcasing of Brendan's badges means we've missed the Rochdale goal. I apologise. He apologises. But Fotma was on the case. They're there to tell us that Aaron Wilbraham scored in the 53rd minute. It's not long before Pompey are looking to extend their lead once more. Jamal Lowe picks the ball up here. Looks to get the cross in.
Yes, mate!
I saw it, you saw it, we all saw it, but there was Gareth Evans to net the third for Pompey. Now this is where things go downhill. I lost my seat when I stood up to celebrate Brendan. There's my pie to prove. But you know what? I might need to get the response team in. I turn around and they're suddenly here. Look at this lot. The situation is I've been pulled over because I've got a camera in my hand. I've been filming. And to be fair, they're doing their job. You're not really supposed to film at football matches. It's their property and they make the rules. And that's fine, of course, until that club invite you down and want you to do it on the road there. They actually contacted me last season about this. Gave them the heads up that it was coming down. I wanted confirmation that it was okay to film. I got given that via email. When I showed that to the steward here, he read it, said it to the guy over the radio.
Apparently I've got to ask you to stop filming, apparently.
Could you get in touch with him then?
I can't personally. All I can suggest to you is get in contact with the club. Because in theory, what we've been told, you should have a letter or I can only go by what I'm being told in the earpiece by control.
So I've come all the way from Essex today to get this done. I've been invited by the club.
You've been invited by the club?
Yeah. This goes back, these emails go back to last season. So,
I mean, all I can do is go by what's in the ear.
This carried on until the big boys turned up.
They won't contact him now.
Right, you're not allowed to film that at all.
So rather than helping me out and helping me get in contact with the person that gave me the permission, they've just shut me down completely. Justice for stewards at Pompey? Definitely not a thing. So unfortunately that brings an end to this experience, but should we rate it? I think we should. As per usual, we're going to start things off with atmosphere. I was promised it was going to be the best atmosphere that I've been to. Unfortunately with this particular game, it wasn't. But it was alright. I can probably see why it is banging some weeks, but this week, not the 5 stars I was promised. I'm going to give this 3.5 stars. Next up, we're talking facilities. It's got everything you need, including, of course, a mobility scooter charging point. Now, you know me, I prefer these older stadiums to the newer ones. Plenty of burger vans wherever you look. Decent clubhouse when you get inside. And 4 decent stands to watch some League One football, although this has been a Premier League ground. I'm a fan. We're going to go 3.5 stars again. Moving on to what's important, of course, it's food and drink. Now, I did get a decent burger outside the ground. We're talking 3 stars, but it's what's inside that matters. Didn't see any Dr. Pepper anywhere, but I probably wouldn't have got it anyway. Got myself a hot chocolate, very watery, so we added the Cadbury's fingers. And after that, we take a massive dive in ratings here. That pie, worst I've had. I was just eating burnt pastry. And because of that, I didn't eat it, so we're going to drop the ratings right down to, well, sorry, Pompey, 1 star. Finally, we're talking cost. Was it value for money? Well, it might seem all very negative at the moment, but yes, it was value for money. Got to go and watch some decent football, met some decent people as well, and I think that's the one thing I take away from this. People at Portsmouth are very, very friendly. It was a nice atmosphere, felt welcome, you know. The football on the pitch was decent as well. Anything denting the cost is obviously the thing I didn't get to eat, which I bought. It goes down a notch, but overall the cost was fine. We're going to go 4 stars. Where does that put them overall in the table? Well, they're going to squeeze in between MK Dons and Newport County. I thought they'd be a bit higher, but that burnt pie has dented things, innit? Like I say, with most on-the-road videos, had it been another day, things might have been different. So it's goodbye, Fratton Park. At least I got to see John Portsmouth Football Club Westwood. It's a true story. He's actually got Portsmouth Football Club in his name. Now, if that's not a die-hard fan, I don't know what is. As we make the trek back to St Mary's Hospital, time to pay for parking, which me and Tom are currently fighting over. It cost us £4. Add that to the bill. Anyway, it's back to the car, and we are out of here just in time as well, because it just started raining. If you got to this far in the video, thank you very much for watching. If you're new to this channel, feel free to check out the other on-the-road videos. They're all in a playlist, ready for you to binge watch at your pleasure. Just lastly, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to drop it a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you in the next one. And the next one is actually the last one in this look back at Season 3 at St Albans City. Can they grab a vital playoff spot? Let's find out. Sometimes I don't get to upload videos exactly when I want, and this one is definitely one of them. Babies, eh? I tell you, babies. Families, life, you know when people say, I've just been really busy. I've just been on the road, yeah, back again, and today we're heading to Clarence Park, home of St Albans Football Club. Or should I say St Albans City Football Club, but you wouldn't know that from the badge. And I always find when doing these videos, the further non-league you go, the more low-res the badge becomes. Now before we get going, I must point out that just like the last few videos, this one is sponsored by the lovely people at FotMob. If you want the latest scores pinged to your phone, then look no further. This is the app for you. Yeah, that lovely animation there provided by FotMob, not me. As I drive to get my guest, I will be notified about the old Spurs West Ham game. You know, it's already done, and I know the score. You know the score, and everyone knows the outcome. And I'm just gonna have to put it in, and for sponsorship purposes, just to show how the app works. I was hoping it was the other way around, personally. Like Janssen could have put it in at the end, maybe, but no, he didn't. Draw would have done. Would have kept him a little bit quiet. We'd be the first team to beat you at your new ground. Yeah, make sure you download FotMob, cracking app, available on Google Play and the App Store. You can also get it through the link in the description below. Right now, we're talking St Albans, founded in 1908 and played their football out of Clarence Park, which has a capacity of 5,007. Strange amount, but we'll roll with it, and 667 is seated. Any facts? Yeah, I got one. A tree. This one. Just minding its own business in the middle of a terrace, but little did it know it actually denied St Albans gaining promotion to the conference in 1993. They were told having a tree on a terrace was dangerous. In fact, a tree preservation order was put in place, so even if they wanted to remove it, they couldn't. But that was chopped down in 1990. 1998 after it was found that it was diseased. Tree disease is definitely something I do not want. Let's move on. So anyway, it's time to get my guess for today as we enter Little Thurrock. It's part of Grays, but if you live in Little Thurrock, you say you live in Little Thurrock. You don't live in Grays. What do you want to live in Grays for? Well, you have to, alright? Some people have to. Some people do. And some people did. So as we approach this roundabout that isn't sponsored by Grays Graphics. Nah, it's an inside joke, Smiv. You need to appeal to the world, the masses. Gotta be more relatable than that. Gotta be. Anyway, en route to my guess for today, I'm approaching the width restriction that everyone wants to avoid, apart from the people that are here. All very brave or have no other choice. Now, my mind is currently on the Tottenham West Ham game, and because I'm driving, I can't check my phone. You know what I've done? I've gone old school. Switched on the radio. That'll be able to keep me updated until I get there. Well, at least until I get to my guest, he'll be able to let me know. Via FOTMob, of course, is an application that you can get on your mobile telephone.
Into the penalty area here. What a chance for West Ham, but a poor shot. Oh, a daisy cutter at the end. Straight at Hugo Lloris. How many chances like that will West Ham get today?
It's a great question, and they will probably get another chance. In fact, they will. We all know the score, don't we? So anyway, some time passes and we pull into this complex. Of course, you know who lives here.
Charlie, yeah? Hello.
It's Charlie from Palmers FC, also West Ham fan. Hello. Society's Navigator tells me that this is just under an hour. Lovely, jubbly. It'll definitely make kick-off. And so the journey begins as we head onto the M25. We're chucking a left, just like the car in front. The old car in front. Our reg, that's 1996. No, 1997, close enough. And I wouldn't mind betting there's quite a few people watching this that wasn't even born. Let us know in the comments below, are you before our reg or after? You might even be bang on the money. Mum and Dad got a Citroen ZX and celebrated in style. Anyway, I was very tempted to go to Dagenham Sunday Market. Sunday, it's tomorrow. I can go. Dagenham Sunday Market, here I come. Obviously, you guys know now, but every anti-clockwise M25 trip, the Belcommon Tunnel is included. And just like every tunnel, because it's no different to any other one, as I try to hold my breath and talk at the same time. Very tough, actually. Just like every tunnel. There's a light at the end of it. And boom, there is that light. Not that you bother, but this is my least favourite part of the M25. Proper naff surface is the only way to describe it. Naff. Just like the jackets. Those that know. But this surface, I tell you, makes you feel like your tyres are flat. So we better check them. More importantly, I'm a bit hungry. So as we pull up to this M&S Simply Food Garage, the dent in the back of this car was nothing to do with me. Charlie fancies a coffee. Not a fan of wild bean. So he then scurries along to Starbucks over the road. As for me, food. Or a light snack. That's worth pointing out the pizzas in this place are very nice. Here's an Uncle Smith tip. You can get the same ones in Aldi for a fraction of the price. Anyway, I somehow managed to pick up a wrap and a water. It came to a total of £5.09. Jesus. On the way out, I spot the Holy Grail. Made Charlie back in the car who's got his coffee. And then we're off. Kind of. Then we're kind of heading on the A405 towards St Albans. That's exactly what we want to see. And here is said A405. First impressions? Nice. Very nice. As we head towards the town, it's all uphill from here. Now, I was told to park near the train station. Probably the best parking, so here I go. As we approach the multi-story, it's starting to rain. I don't mind. I've got appropriate attire as I reverse into this spot. Now, it's out of here as we hit level C1 down the stairs. I've got to say, it's a stairwell. It doesn't smell like piss. Big up St Albans. We head down the stairs. Charlie's happy about something. I don't know what. Went to level B1. More stairs. Then out into a near empty car park. This is level A1, not to be mistaken by the British/Norwegian boy band. To the station. And at this moment, it was confirmed. Yeah. This. Should we move on? Yep, let's do that. So we go through this door, up these stairs. Now we're suddenly back on level B1, and it was at this moment I realised what we'd done. Pay for parking? Yes, please. That's what I want to do. And would you look at that? £2.80 for the day. Big up St Albans. And so now it's a short walk to the ground. Of course, Charlie's still very, very happy from that result that happened. Yeah, thanks, FOTMob. Thanks. Anything I'm looking at on my phone right now is a 9-minute walk to the ground. And judging by this sign, we're definitely going the right way. Currently walking with fans of St Albans' opponents today. That's Torquay. They're already promoted. Champions, in fact. And with the ground just up ahead, I've got a surprise for you. It's cricket. I've noticed a few people say, why don't you try other sports for on the road?
There you go. Oh, wicketkeeper's catching that.
Nah, I'm not going to. As you can see, a capacity crowd for today's cricket. And the nets, fantastic protection. Should we rate this experience? I think we should. First up, we're talking atmosphere. It's not going to work. It's not going to work, guys. So it looks like the ground is bang in the middle of a park. Lovely. Have I paid? Not here, no. But for tickets, yes, I have. They're ready. Annoyingly printed in black and white and not fast draft black and white. It's really pissed me off. An unnecessary amount of black ink used there for just not a lot. Yeah. Can we move on? So what we've just approached is the away end. We'll be walking round. I'm glad because we get to take the scenic route. Drop a like for Blossom. What a guy. And just in case you were wondering, this bench is made from 100% recycled material. The journey continues. We've just stumbled upon the code of conduct for Clarence Park. You know what? There's different rules for different people. If I've got on a bike, I'll be reading a lot more. All I've got to know is leave room for cyclists. We continue our walk. Looks like ground falls have been in town. As for this bench, I can't tell you much. I'm sorry. What I can say is what a lovely walk. We will arrive at the home fans entrance. Lovely. Got my ticket ready, which was £15 spent on this National League South tie. I'm about to be scanned.
Cheers. Thanks very much.
Oh, get some WD-40 on that, but football! Our first stop is in the best interest of Charlie. He's feeling a little bit cold. He was considering getting a jacket, but 40 quid said he'd rather shiver. Next up, programme. That's going to be £3, please. Moving on, we're going to join the queue. And Charlie's going all out. Just a cheeseburger and onions for me. As I say, Charlie went in, and he's very happy about that. Needs a shot to back up that statement. Out on the pitch, Torquay team having a quick chat. Right, lads, well done on promotion. Most of you won't be here next year. Also, we need better players for the National League. That's all. And so as Charlie eats his burger, thumbs up from him, and a round of applause from the fans to the team, and the team to the fans. Hold up, where's our home team for today? Hold up, here we go. Not a chance. Not a chance. But despite that, just under 2,000 people in here. Good stuff, non-league. And this, my friends, is what they call a guard of honour.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome league champions Torquay United.
Just noticed Pete on the picks today managed to get a brew just before he finds his position. They're doing local brews today and Charlie's interested, but the queues are heaving. Heaving, I tell you. Well, whilst we weren't going to get the kick off.
Here we go. Oh, the Saints!
And I kid you not, 10 seconds later. Well, Charlie's got his bubbly brew and St Albans are 1-0 down. And so we're walking, trying to find a good spot. Round this side will do. Glad to see this past health and safety checks. I mean, look, you've got to get the shot. You've got to get the shot. After filling some spots of rain, we're under here. Another terrace, where some fans have already switched off. So anyway, but just inside 10 minutes as Torquay sent a corner into the box. Would you look at this? Plenty of time to take it down, get the shot in as well. Luckily that didn't go in. Something else might have though. It's not going well, is it? It could have been 3. If that gone in, it might have even been 4. As you can see, the away fans are they're not actually loving it. They look really down. Cheer up, you champions. As time goes on, Torquay continue to rip St Albans apart. In all honesty, the man in orange doesn't need to be here. So let me tell you the situation. This is the situation. Depending on results with Billericay, Dartford and Wealdstone, with a win, St Albans can actually get into the playoffs. I mean, it's a massively uphill struggle now, isn't it? It might be worth pointing out that Concord Rangers in 6th that occupy the final spot at the moment. I'm absolutely gutted for them, but they're not able to compete in the playoffs. Here's a club statement from Concord within FOTMob, of course, and grab all the latest news for your team. But it will come down to having covered seats. Ridiculous. Apparently the league gave clubs 2 years to have 500 covered seats in place. The club assured the league that that would be the case. But when it comes to the playoffs, apparently there's a completely different rule. They weren't permitted to enter, which means there's one space left between Billericay, Dartford, Wealdstone and of course St Albans. And what's this? The other end of the pitch? I mean, we're talking National League South here, but I can tell you that this guy is part of the human ruler family. Straight as a, well, ruler. I've got to give St Albans some credit. They are trying to get back into this game, but unfortunately they're just running into a brick wall. I would say we've got a fantastic view, but someone put a floodlight in the way. Yeah, just build the roof around it, mate. It'll be fine. In fact, it's chicken or the egg all over again. What came first, the roof or the floodlight? Torquay come forward once more. I can hear a drum in the background, can you? Found ya. Now, I'm going to be totally honest. I was looking at this guy's turn-ups combined with his shoes, and I missed a penalty. And this lot not happy about the decision. Players protest, but the decision has been made. Biggest cheer of the day as Charlie keeps warm. Next to me, I've got view of the On The Road series and St Albans season ticket holder is Lewis.
Hello.
Hello. Back in the field, this floodlight continues to get in the way. As annoying as it is, there is enough holes in it for me to see through, so not a big deal. Tell you what is a big deal, John's just got FOTMob. As he checks the scores, he realises Dartford's 1-0 up. That's not good. Not good at all. Oh, hang on. Could be a shot on target. This lot have had enough. Front of the queue for the beers. Not much happened after that other than a half-time whistle. As you can see, this lot's still ecstatic. Meanwhile, raffle prizes are being drawn. Charlie's got his fingers crossed. Let's see the result.
So the silver prize live box of biscuits goes to a blue ticket, and that is blue 498. That is blue.
That's a shame. Plot twist, he didn't even have a ticket. Back round to the corner, and I've seen better ones, but it's certainly hanging in there. Certainly. Talking of hanging in there, given the wind situation, that hat firmly secured to his bonds. I've got to say, he's pulling the look off. Keep it up. Now, this is interesting. Bags of banners and flags. If they couldn't be bothered to put them up, or at 2-0, they started taking them down. Who knows? Chicken or the egg again. Right here is a view from behind the goal. And then behind us, there's a sign. It's the sign for the Clive Church House Terrace. On that sign, a Dulwich Hamlet sticker. Or is it Terminator? I don't get it. It's obviously become a thing, sticking stickers on there. But they can't seem to budge the Dulwich Hamlet ones. There's another one, and what a film. What a film. Warriors. Go and check it out. More stickers that tried and failed, and more Dulwich Hamlet that stood the test of time. Anyway, let's go and get a drink. And to get there, we go down these steps. Walk down into the clubhouse, and then go up these steps. And when we get to the top, we will have reached the Saints Bar, where I'm told a warm welcome does await me. Not so much warm, but there was a queue. So following that first half, this is how most St Albans fans feel right now. Sometime later, I got this drink, and I can't remember how much it was. Probably about £4. Next up, a toilet break for Charlie. I find myself at the top of these stairs, where we were queuing for so long, the second half has actually started. But honestly, we haven't missed out on much. Score stays 2-0. Oh, by the way, I took a photo from behind the goal, went on my Instagram. For those that left a comment and wanted to see it in the video, here you go. And so we're walking, and then 3-0. Not that they had a massive chance anyway, but yeah, game's dead. But despite that, the flag is still flying on this hazard, and for some unknown reason, this just decided to stop tasting nice. Happy days, Ian and Claire have just got FOTMob. Don't worry about looking at the scores though, it's over. It's over. Or could it be? Get a goal and momentum? You never know. Yeah, no, it's definitely over. But then again, showing signs of looking for a goal. Yep, over in more ways than one there. Thoughts on these bad boys? Let me know, let me know. Not seen many of these today, but justice for stewards, it's not a thing, is it? Just give us something to cheer about, please. Well, we asked for the cheer, but it was up the other end. Yeah, 4-0. It was definitely over before. Then it was definitely over. It's definitely over now. Ah, it's not been a good day, is it? I can confirm this lot have had enough. And so has the ref. So grabbing that final player spot was Wealdstone madness down there. But here at Clarence Park, it wasn't to be. Still appreciation for the team, though. Not a bad season. Tough ask today against the league champions. One of the only teams that are full-time, apparently. There's Bill there, quick to get the corner flags in. Well done, that man. Up the other end, Torquay can enjoy the last day with their fans. And whilst they do that, we are out of here. Should we rate this experience? Let's. All right, first up, we're talking atmosphere. And I thought it'd be a bit better than it was, considering there was almost 2,000 people there. But the game was killed off after 10 seconds. Literally. Not the start you wanted, was it? Unfortunately, St Albans, 1.5. Next up, we're talking facilities. The surrounding areas are absolutely beautiful. It's a walk in the park. Again, literally. Inside the ground, a little bit more rundown. That's non-league football for you. I say I had everything you needed. A club shop, it had the burger van, a local brewery, and a clubhouse. For the level we're at, I'm happy to give 3 stars. As we move on to the food and drink, no Dr. Pepper, zilch, mark that down. But the burger we had, don't know about Charlie's, but mine was decent. Good bun to burger ratio, onions in there as well. They were soggy. Happy days. Finally had a copper burger and it went a bit flat after 5 minutes. But St Albans, food and drink, 3 stars. Finally, we're talking cost. Was it value for money? Well, the tickets, they're cheap, 15 quid. We're sitting high and pretty on the scale at the moment, but the football, it was frustrating. Sure, we got to see some goals, but it was very much a one-sided affair, which isn't always good viewing. You want to see it end-to-end, hammer and tong, chicken and the egg. You know what I'm saying, didn't you? It's going to be 3 stars again, which gives St Albans a total of 10.5, which, yeah, does put them at the lower end of the table, 33rd to be exact. Remember, this rating is out of 20, and if you're over 10, then that means you're above average, which is fine. Let's be honest, I don't think the on-the-road ratings are going to make or break a team, are they? So as I said, we're out of here. Cricket's still going on. Not for me, though. Not for me. So as we continue our walk back to the car, we pass a fully licensed and air-conditioned Chili Raj. Some sort of wedding, but it doesn't look like a wedding, so I'm not going to call it a wedding. Just ignore I said wedding, because I don't think it is a wedding. And boom, just like that, back at the car park. Whereas into the car, where we begin our hour trip back to Essex. Yeah, that's it for this one. I know a lot of people have been waiting for this, so thank you for your patience. There's a lot going on behind the scenes, a lot of adjusting, so bear with us, you know. We'll go through tough times, and if you got this far into the video, I appreciate you listening. Fingers crossed I can bring the On The Road back to you next season. Hopefully FOTMob want to get involved. Tweet them. Let them know that the On The Road series and FOTMob are a perfect combination, and it wouldn't be the same without them. Anyway, enough of me. Don't forget to drop a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and of course, I will see you in the next one. Yep, that's all, folks. That brings Season 3 to an end. But before you go, let's crown some champions. As we look at the final standings for Season 3, it's Ebbsfleet that take top spot. Champions. Not even the amazing 5-star Tottenham Hotspur Stadium can take top spot. Big up non-league. Love it. And congratulations to everyone involved at Ebbsfleet United. Let's give some individual nods of appreciation. Starting, of course, with atmosphere. And there they are again. Ebbsfleet United. One of the reasons they came top of that table. Well done to them. Once again, big up non-league. As we move on to the facilities, you can't really beat it, can you? It's my team, of course. It's Tottenham Hotspur with their new Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. State of the art. It's beautiful. And it'll be tough to find a better stadium in this country. Maybe abroad though, let's see. But from facilities to food and drink, Maidstone's pies topped it, didn't they? We ate a lot that night. Well done, Maidstone. Thank you so much for your pies. If you're ever heading down there, I'd fully recommend. But finally, we're talking cost. Who was the best? Of course, it's #United. They let us in for free. Not just us, everyone. But shout out to Hullbridge Sports as well. Price is very reasonable down there as well. Non-league football leading the way once again for me. Yeah, that does bring us to the end of Season 3. Hope you enjoyed this one. If you're new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button. Drop a like on this video as well to show you support. Much, much appreciated. And as you've heard so frequently in this video, as always, I will see you in the next one.